it's so crazy people still stuck in Patrick Mahomes in the offense. I'm like, do you see these numbers? This is Marcellus Wiley on the rocks. Let's go. This is On the Rocks, episode 15. We about to go around here. Marcellus Wiley, that dude. Shout out to President Barack Obama, who went to a basketball game in L.A. to see the best team in L.A. play, which were the Clippers last night. And he walked up to my little man and gave him some love. Like, gave my son about 15 seconds of real talk. And everybody else, Secret Service, like, hey, sir. And he like, nah, I got to talk to this little man. I see something in him. I love that. Shout out to Columbia's finest. Who we got over here?
What's up, man?
That was a Lakers shot, if y'all didn't catch that. That was a Lakers shot.
That's real good, man. I know MJ going to remember that, man. That's a blessing, dog. No, it's really serious.
It was insane.
Like, anytime I'm out and kids come up to me, I always stop and make sure. Some adults I might be like, hey, man, I'm going. But kids, I always make sure. No, I'm serious. But kids, I always make sure I always stop and talk to them because, you never know. You might, give them a long-lasting thing. But this Donald Penn, happy to be back. Let's get it going.
There it is.
Man, I don't even want to introduce myself today because I don't got no president or no story regarding the president. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just a guy here today. I'm going to let y'all go ahead.
Hey, you look like you in the snow, man. It ain't that cold outside.
You're like, what?
In the snow. Always not that cold. Every time I leave, my nose is running, and my nose is red.
Hey, the first or second Trump sniper. This motherfucker. I mean,
it be cold up in here, y'all.
You don't meet presidents unless you dress the part.
He got shorts on. I'm cold. I'm over here shivering.
He looked like something from Enemy of the State. Right? He's about to go
Absolutely.
Will Smith.
We in Denver. Are we in Colorado or something?
It's cold. We might
What's
be.
Up, baby? Richie always wanted to get dead ass quiet before he say his name. God dang. And then Eugene gonna hug Terry. All right.
We already talked about that.
Let's go. What we got?
Richie P, straight out of Chicago. I stood in a rainstorm with Barack Obama, President Barack Obama.
Yes.
And he's an incredible individual.
Oh, yeah. I give him love all the way.
Just New York City's finest, and I'm just here to cook Hatch once again.
Damn.
Which we know it ain't going to happen.
Another one.
Damn. He can't beat nobody except Hatch.
He can't beat me, so I don't know what he's talking about. He over there. Hey,
which one of y'all UCLA, which one Juju?
It's Juju, for sure.
We beat everybody except her.
Basketball ain't his forte, so this is Juju.
It shows your type of character that you got to pat your own self on the back. I'm going to leave it right there. You know what I'm saying?
It's just reality.
Don't let him box you in.
It's reality.
Floyd's the master of patting himself on the back and the champ and the goat.
You got to give him the answer.
You got to give him
the answer to the test. Losers always got excuses.
Yes.
Ain't nothing wrong with patting
Who in the
yourself on
back right there with that fresh jersey on?
It's Terry Jingles, filmmaking extraordinaire, and I'm just going to go ahead and pat myself on the back because that's what happens. You dig.
Yeah.
Everybody
what you got on, though? What's that?
I got on the Larry Legend, the Hick from French Lick.
Celtics.
The Hick from... I mean, that's his nickname.
Celtics jersey on.
I love it. Is that a Band-Aid on the... Oh, no.
What
I'm sorry. That I ain't an I. Oh, that's a state?
That's the state.
That's a state? It look like
Columbia?
Is it Italy state?
Hey, Columbia, what we doing?
Columbia.
They didn't sell many of those. Let's just say that. Let me stop. Who we got in the middle?
All right, UGK in the house. I'm going to change it up, give John some love this time. Yeah.
Dog, first of all, he think he's slick. He ain't changed that up. He been waiting. I need another front. I need another brother.
Yeah, he happy. He's so happy. Like, yes.
I didn't have my Lakers jersey on the day. That's what happened.
Oh, man.
John Bardino, representing Midwest. Just another guy hanging out.
Go. Midwest in the house.
Midwest in the house. Yeah, we are deep Midwest, huh? Midwest. God dang.
Yes, sir.
Migrants. That lets you know Chicago
West
ain't
Coast,
shit.
baby.
like all them cities.
West Coast. We hold it down West Coast, baby.
That's all.
We holding it down.
I mean, it's
Hold it down for the East
flyover
Coast.
states. Like they're the flyover states. All y'all in the middle.
You see
We
where they
love
came and
you.
settled?
We love you, but we know where y'all going. It's New York, one-way
east or
tickets
west?
to L. Where you from?
From New York.
Thank you.
East
New
or
York,
west?
one-way tickets to L.A. The West is the best.
Yeah, we see where y'all settled.
It's the weather.
We see where y'all settled.
I love LA. I love LA.
What else, huh?
It's the weather.
What else, huh?
Why you not in Puerto Rico? They got good weather. Miami got good
We
weather.
can find everything in there here.
All right, you're going to get us in trouble. All right, let's get into this. Saquon Barkley just got paid Friday night. Highest paid running back ever, and it's not close. So, one, our reaction to that, like, damn, Like, this is how they take care of you. You help us win a Super Bowl, guess what you gonna get,
Hey.
whatever you want.
I love how fast they did it too. Like,
Yeah.
hey, bro, we're not even waiting. Like, here you go. No, thank you.
Yeah.
Like you are a major part of this, and we're gonna reward you. A lot of teams don't do that. A lot of teams don't do that, and that's why Philly, Chiefs do that too,
Yeah.
and they keep having continued success. You know, I'm glad the Raiders are finally picking it up with Max. They did that with Max because we definitely need to lock him up and make sure he's good. But the way they did it, just in a fashion, you know, less than a month after the Super Bowl, is it a month?
Yeah,
Less than a month after the Super Bowl. I mean, that's great, man. As a player, you know you feel love, man. I know the Giants are just sitting back kicking themselves.
Sick.
Yeah, because they offered him. The Giants did offer him, and he was like,
Not close.
"That's it, really? That's what we doing?" So he went to Philly, balled out. Now he got his money. Max Crosby makes $97,000 a day now. I saw some breakdown of 3 years, $106 million. So
Yeah, that's
he's getting his dough, and that's another extension.
Yeah.
You ain't due right now, but we don't want you to get due because then it's gonna be too much. It's gonna be doo for us. So
And congrats to the Eagles for being smart. They have established themselves now as the anti-Dallas, where Dallas is waiting. They're playing with people's money. They're playing with people's
facts.
playing with my emotions, Smokey.
Making them hold out.
And there's no reason for it because you're gonna pay eventually, or you're gonna lose out, right? So why not pay? Keep the story happy. Keep everybody in Philly excited about the Eagles, and keep their star players star players. Let them be the stars. That's what Philly is doing.
But is that a little bit of, okay, little MJ, let's go to Baskin-Robbins again because you did well? And there's a certain point where you can do that a little too much, and the motivation is not, I'm just going to do me and do well. It's for the Baskin-Robbins. I hear a lot of people, when you talk about being intrinsically motivated, internally motivated versus externally motivated, doesn't really work. Like, I'm not thinking of Philly, if I'm a player, any greater because they took care of the best running back in the game, because look what it takes to even get that ice cream. So, like, duh, no, you disagree?
No, look, you got pay attention what happened. We sat here and said, what, week 16 for him to do what? Play. Because you guys wanted to see the record.
Yeah.
The organization said do what's best for the organization, when the organization will do what's best for you. And it happened in real time. I'm
that
trying
felt
to let these young players know you have to do what the organization needs you to do. Because if it should pan out, it might not pan out.
It doesn't always pan out.
Exactly.
that part.
I was just about to say that. It
That
doesn't
part.
always pan out. But as an older player, when you can always sneak another 2 or 3 years with those organizations.
Jacksonville, right here.
You
Them
see
last
what
2
I'm saying?
years
like,
were
you
not
gotta
warranted.
be able to play ball when it's time for them to play ball. So I thought, again, for him to sit out that last game, I thought this was all part of that conversation that, of course, we weren't privy to. But I think it plays into him doing exactly what was best for the team and the organization, and we get to see it play out in real time.
Love that.
So I think what Philly did with Saquon was smart, but I think it's a little deeper than what we think. I think it was very calculated. One, I think it was a shot at their division rivals, the Giants. Like, look, see, this is what you should have did. This is how we handle
This is how you
business.
treat Amber Rose. She's been everywhere lately.
I know. She on the
Gosh,
press
and
run.
first of all, can we stop down? Have y'all ever seen her in real life, anybody?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
She
Yes.
is dog. It might be top 10 all time,
Might
like
be.
Cleopatra
Might
shit.
be. I think top 10 is too low.
I mean, all time. I'm talking about like
Stop.
BC.
Cap.
You got to consider BC. Like, I mean,
Cap.
somebody in deep Cairo. Like,
Matahari.
Oh, man.
Where's the cap
insanity.
on that?
I got the best story for it. I'll tell you that story another time. But
Hey,
it's
flawless from top to bottom.
It really, Hatch? No? You seen?
Yeah, I don't.
Okay,
I wouldn't put her.
He's like, look.
He's like top 2
Drop-
ever in the world.
I didn't
I'm
say
like,
top 2. I
if you
said
say
top 10.
Hey,
she
look,
might be higher up
big
than that.
dog. She ain't cold enough for him.
Right,
You know what we know. You got to drop the Celsius.
definitely nice.
The Fahrenheit a little.
Yeah, it's just a little too warm.
Yeah, not enough snow on that butt.
She's not Montclair enough.
or grow some hair. I mean,
A little too Detroit, not Denver.
or grow some hair.
Right.
You need a little more
He
Denver.
loves Colorado.
Or hair. I can have more hair.
All right, what's up? I'm sorry.
No,
If her name was Aspen Rose, he would have been better.
That's hilarious.
on them slopes. No, I'm just saying. I think it was a little more calculated because obviously the divisional thing, but I think it's also a setup for their future. Because when you're trying to get next talent in there, they look at how you took care of your players.
Of course.
Just like there's teams where we see how they fumble good situation than you have when it's free agency. Players don't want to go there based on how they treat them. So I think the optics of it is, man, look how Philly takes care of their guys.
All right, let's go into that. Let's go into that because I'm on the other side with that. When I was in Buffalo, my contract was up. Buffalo's like, we love you. You did great. You're too expensive. We're not paying what you're going to get. So we get it. We love you. So it's so much the GM who told me that left Buffalo to go to San Diego, took me with him and 7 other Buffalo Bills. We just left because he was like, this is where the money going to be in San Diego. They were sorry. He was like, we going to pay. I never looked at what San Diego had done for Junior Seau at the time, Rodney Harris. Like, we say that, and I'm like, do we really? No. Dog, if somebody offered me money, you think I'm about to do a damn background check on the money? I'm like, they offered it to me, and then this is a good enough situation for me. But the whole, like, the culture is greater because you took care of Saquon. Is that real?
No, that's not a real thing because the player – 99.9% of the time is always going to take the biggest check. That's just it, right? There's 32 teams, right? So you can sit there and say, okay, I want to stay here, I want to do this, and this is the better weather, right? But it always comes down to that signing bonus, not contract, signing bonus, and they're going to take the biggest signing
Guaranteed
bonus.
money now. It's not even signing bonus.
Yeah, but what year was that you went to San Diego?
1980. No, I'm just 2001.
Okay, so that was pre-social media.
Which had nothing to do with it.
Okay, no, let me explain because he might be.
You
can communicate the message.
It's going to be.
It absolutely does because your business wasn't in the streets like everybody's business is in the streets now.
We had websites. So, don't act like that. No.
Nah,
but
ESPN was still like now, still the way you was.
But what is like the contract?
Even early in my career, if it was like,
damn, he just cut all your shit off. Just go.
My bad.
You bitch.
I'm being for real. Like even
he just
even if it was like
I got him.
Kept going.
Nah, even if it was like that, I think about that now. Even if it was like that, it might have been a little.
Oh, I hate when it might be a winning some money conversation. Ain't no it might be a.
You
taking the money
paid for that.
That's what I was
saying. You still got paid.
It's your black pro club.
You would have still got paid, but you would still got paid.
I know, but why you keep saying
that? But you would have had to move different.
Who was?
No,
what?
Back in
Houseway?
No. If there was social media back in the days, you would have had to move different.
Oh, you taking this point and going further than that.
That's what
because
I was
he didn't even get his point out. So you don't know what he
that's what I was saying though.
You did so right there. He wasn't gonna say what you just want him to say.
Let me see what.
No, so social media back in that day, you
Rambro.
Social media was
sit down, Rambro. Let him go.
Man,
both of y'all Rambroing.
Show them your feet.
You
be on and the camera don't be seeing the whole.
Oh, now I'm on with the camera on. And I ain't the same dude.
No, I said the camera don't be seeing the whole.
Oh, they don't see this.
These
dogs. These are
you be going
fossils.
on and off the camera, but I said the camera don't be seeing the
Hey,
whole.
these are fossils down here. I ain't
Yeah.
letting nobody see these shit.
We're not even 15 minutes in, and we already talked about Amber Rose and your feet.
Yes.
What the hell is going on?
Yeah. Somebody
That's
call
hilarious.
Rex Ryan. They talking about feet. Call Rex Ryan, baby. All right, what you got?
No, I was saying, but now you're seeing what teams are doing with their players at all times.
That was the same back in the day, though.
Break.
Yes, that's the same back in the day. If every defensive end that you were going to sign, you knew the top 5 because your agent would tell you that.
Yeah.
So you knew all that stuff going into every single contract negotiation. So again,
I knew what Strahan made. It's so crazy how it went down. I got paid. I gotta say this, and this is to clown me, not to pump me up. I signed for 6 years, 40. Damn. And that in 01, that was insane
that is
money.
Insane.
Listen now. Then the next time that I woke up, it's like, yo, they getting paid. Was Joey Bosa, who just got released from the Chargers. I think he signed for $120 million 6 years. That is 3X, y'all.
Right.
And my numbers were the exact same as him. I remember somebody sent it to me. They sent me like this split screen. I was like, oh shit, he getting 3X for the same. Good for him. Love his birth certificate. Now, Max Crosby just got 36, basic 35, 36.
35
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and look, Max Crosby killing it too. But the point is, the game just keeps getting bigger.
It's evolving.
But I knew it then because Strahan was making 4 years, $32 million. That was 8 a year. He was a top dog, and I was like, I'll fit right under Strahan. Give me some of that. And it's a.
That was crazy.
Hilarious.
That deserves it.
Good night, everyone. We'll see you in episode 16.
Hey.
That was wild.
I'm moving on. Who would I interrupt for that?
Yeah, but think about this.
Shut up.
When I remember football salaries when I was young. Football players had to have another job.
They didn't even have football when you was young.
They had second jobs.
When they smoked cigarettes in the locker room.
Yes.
They used to have
They
another
did.
job.
I mean,
Yes.
seriously, like
Yeah.
They had
I
two
remember
jobs.
Gary Fensick, the safety for the Bears,
Yes.
was a real estate agent.
Yes.
Hell
he
yeah.
was. In
And,
the off
and another
season,
cat
yes.
had a restaurant, and
Yeah.
another cat had delivery businesses.
Yes.
But so think about from the early '80s till when you got paid, and now the multiples from this.
Salute everyone. Moment of silence for Tagliabue and Goodell.
Yeah.
Say what you want.
And Upshaw.
Upshaw.
And Gene Upshaw.
God, I'm forgetting my guy, and he's my dog. I text him all the time. Who came after Upshaw?
Yes. Yeah.
DeMaurice
DeMaurice
Smith.
DeMaurice Smith.
Respect. Hey, I don't talk shit about none of them because I'm like, dog, y'all putting money in our pockets to do the same thing.
Yeah.
And let's say differently. I don't want to say easier, but the conditions in practice now are easier.
Oh,
the games are harder. Why? Because of the physics. There's bigger, faster, stronger people doing this shit.
On the same-
let's
on the-
just
in
not
the
act
same
like it's-
space. In the
Yeah,
same
we may be
space.
like, oh, he don't look, he's soft. Okay, get your ass out there. That is a mammal. That ain't even a man no more. It's a mammal out there working, right? So I love the game, how it continues to grow, but this Saquon effect, is it going to help Philly? And more importantly, is this going to change the running back market value across the league?
No, I mean, there's only one Saquon. Again, there's a bunch of running backs that think they're Saquon, but you have to go prove it. You got to go put up 2,000 and win a Super Bowl. Like, that's part of getting paid. It's not easy to do.
That's worth ice cream, MJ.
Yeah.
You
You
don't
know
get
what
to
I'm
ice cream
saying?
that
You
day.
get sprinkles.
Yeah.
Yes.
He earned it.
Definitely earned
Earned
it.
it.
He definitely earned it. But like you said, these other running backs, they're gonna fall short. I think Saquon's the mark, and it's set. You know, and nobody's gonna even get.
But
I don't know if it's gonna get that close.
But at least the league knows now again that they need running backs. They literally had legislated running backs out of the game.
No.
And now running backs
No.
are back.
Yeah, I'm with Hatch, but I
They
want to
did
hear
it.
why.
I mean,
don't
you're
think
talking
so.
about from your perspective, but if you talk to an offensive coordinator in the NFL, yes, I need my running backs. It's just how I need them. You guys think I need them like Emmitt Smith and Barry Sanders, where I give it to him 35 times. Like, no. I need 3 running backs to do what Barry did. Barry was only 1, but I need 3 because that's the way his offensive system.
What I'm
That's-
saying is
that's
that
the
I don't
value
think
of
that
running
I
back.
don't think that's where it is now.
But you
You
need
mean-
one.
I think it has changed. It went
That's
to
what I'm
that,
saying.
and now it's back to the single
It
back.
could go
One
back,
dude
but do
dominate.
you know how hard it is to find that guy? Is my point.
I'm not sure.
Saquon-
I'm
was
not
the
sure
same
it's
back
that
then.
hard.
They used
Especially with them
fullbacks,
adding
too.
another game.
Yeah, but there's
Good
no more
point.
fullbacks. There's no
Especially
more
that-
But
fullback
that's
in
my
the game.
point. So now they're using multiple running backs to the same way they used to use a running back and a fullback.
Yes, the
Kinda.
system's changed. The 3
Kinda.
receiver set.
You got a running back that can run the
80%
ball
of
every time. You got a running back that can come in and be a pass catcher running back. You got another running back that can come in and
Blitz
and
pickup.
a pass block.
Let me
you know?
state the obvious.
And you got a couple that can do all that.
Yeah, let's take
Very
the
few,
obvious.
right.
Back in the era, even before us, but part of our era of playing, was use a running back and then we'll pass off of that. Now it's let's pass and use a running back to create balance, right? So we don't ask for you to do all these things
Right.
because the path of least resistance is throwing the football. Like, I don't care. The worst receiver has like 6 yards per catch. Worst. Like, you
Yeah.
suck.
Yeah.
You suck, you sorry ass. You're going to get cut, punk. Like, you suck. And then the best running back has like 5 yards per carry.
Yeah.
You the man.
That's,
We
that's a
gonna
Hall
pay
of
you.
Famer. If you
Hall
got
of
5
Famer.
yards carry.
So that the point is, the best of y'all ain't even close to the worst of them. So we always going to throw this football, but we do need to create balance. Let's go here. I hate to do this, but I got to be real.
Do it.
Jalen Hurts and the question marks about him in the passing game was the perfect situation for Saquon because, A, he had the best offensive line in the game, and 2, you got a quarterback that for whatever reason, we all know false now, we don't trust him enough in the passing game, so guess what we're going to trust more? The running game. And that's why I think it was the perfect storm for Saquon. His agent needs more than 3% because he figured out go there. Instead of like go so, if Saquon want to win somewhere else without that question mark at quarterback, without that O-line, it would have been like, oh, he good, and then the Giants will look better.
There you go.
It's crazy how where you land.
Gotta fit. You gotta fit the system. You gotta fit all the numbers and the quarterback and who's the receivers and who's the tight end and who's the defensive guy. It all has to fit.
Yes.
It's not just a one-off like everybody thinks. Well, yeah. Gentry from Boise State would be the #1 running back, right? So everybody's going to say, oh, he's going to get paid like Saquon in 4 years. That ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Because it could be a 7th rounder that gets paid like Saquon next.
We
Mr. Irrelevant Brock Purdy, $45 million right now.
But that's what I was going to get at, too, with the running back market. There's so many running backs that come in that fall from late rounds.
Yes.
Free agents that come in and make an impact.
Yes.
I played with a few, Jalen Richard, Ernest Graham, a few guys that came in and made impacts, So that's a thing that's going with the running backs. You can find some guys in these later rounds and free agents that come in and really make an impact.
Come on, Coach. This is Coach Hatchett, and all of us are like at least fantasy coaches, if not coaches some Pee-wee. I'm a Pee-wee coach. Dog, I can find me a running back if you just give me 4 minutes to go to that street corner. He everywhere. I could go find me a receiver, too. I don't know if he can catch, but he can run routes. But
here's the point,
the
though.
Quarterbacks?
That's the point I'm trying to tell you. It's hard to find the full, complete running back on the corner. I can find one guy to go catch passes. I can find one guy to hit the edge, right? But to find that one guy,
to go up the middle.
it's special. Like it's like looking at just one guy maybe every 5-10 years. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all you're gonna have on this planet, literally. And people like, oh, we can just go find another guy. No, you can't do that.
There, but
if you think about, look at the running backs over the last. There's one great one every 5 years.
Okay, you know what? This sets up our question.
Derrick Henry is.
There we go, because Derrick Henry's sitting there like
Christian
hold my
McCaffrey?
beer. Yeah, let's set it up.
It's a whole bunch of them.
Mount Rushmore of running backs. First, you can talk about Saquon. I know he's not on the Mount Rushmore yet. I hope not. If not, you shouldn't be on this show right here. But Mount Rushmore running backs, and then where is Saquon in the all-time list? What's his group? What's his category? What world is he in right now? But I want your Mount Rushmore too, so y'all think through it.
All time is Saquon. Well, Saquon can't be on there.
You don't even got to give a number. You're like, Saquon's like right here. Because look, Mount Rushmore, let's be real. Is Barry Sanders on everybody Mount Rushmore?
Everybody.
Ding, 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 ding. Yeah. Okay, number 2.
Walter.
Walter Payton.
Walter.
Ding, 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 ding.
Emmett Smith.
Yeah.
What about behind you?
Gotta be.
What about behind you?
Thank you. I know. That's what I would say. For me, Eric Dickerson, ding, 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 and O.J. Simpson. Or I could go. I could go one of the old
I got
three.
Marshall Faulk up there.
All right, listen. All right, it's O.J., Marshall Faulk. What's the old school guy? Jim Brown, Gale Sayers.
Yeah.
Give me one of. That's the world I'm in.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna pass that world and go to the next like 80s, 90s, 2000s.
Yeah,
world.
because my daddy ain't here.
Yeah, exactly.
Adrian Peterson's in that world.
The Adrian Peterson, LaDainian, Marshall Faulk. You know, Marshall Faulk.
Marcus Allen.
Can I throw Curtis Martin in there, please?
Curtis Martin.
What about
please.
TD?
Yes.
Because
Insane.
He
What
does
about
not
TD?
get talked about.
And but no,
Martin was
before
a beast.
before you go into this conversation, this is the whole point about this has been 1 year. Saquon has not done this for 5 years in a row. Don't get it twisted.
I know. And
you
that's
can't
why
put him on.
He's not a Mount Rushmore.
You
guy.
can't put him in these conversations when you're
But
talking.
we got to put him. All right, so let's do two things. And when you got the mic, do it. Where's Saquon in the world of the tiers, and who's in his world? And 2, what's your Mount Rushmore?
Second top 10.
So he's like a teen?
He's 11, 12, 13 to 18, 19. Because and I'm gonna break
With
it
a
down.
gun to your head, you wouldn't say that.
You want? I'm a what?
Hatch, is he on his way up? Is he on his way up? Is he on his way
He's
up?
trending up.
That's okay,
but
I'm with
is what
that.
I'm about to
I'm
break
with
it down to you. You
Let's
just
go.
gave
I'm with
me
that.
4 of the old school dudes, right?
You think he's better than
No.
Gale Sayers?
I'm asking you a question.
Yes, I did. Yes, I
okay,
did. I'm sorry.
you gave me 4.
I did.
We just gave you 4 of LaDainian Marshall. That's 4. That's 8 right there.
Oh, yeah, we went 10 deep at least.
Right.
Yeah, for
right.
Curtis Martin. He ain't better than Curtis Martin.
That's what I'm. So he's 11 through 19. You
No.
just proved
We
your
just
point.
stopped because I didn't want to bore you with my Mount Rushmore, and we getting too far away.
He's
from it.
11 through 19.
He's 20 something, if not 30
Oh, okay. I
something.
thought you were saying.
Oh, he's
in the
lower.
top 10.
I think if
Got
we
it. Okay.
really like did critical, Fred Taylor, he better than Fred Taylor already.
No way.
No, Fred Taylor's one of the top.
Tanky was insane.
Hey.
The bus.
Maurice Jones-Drew.
I'm
Like, let's not forget he
because
had 3,
what
4,
you're
5.
talking about
How about
is
Marshawn Lynch?
longevity.
Marshawn Lynch.
What
You're
about
talking
Warwick
about
Dunn?
Warwick.
Is he in there?
It's getting
That's
close.
tough. That's
Now
tough.
getting
That you're
world.
in that same
You're in that
category.
world. And it's
now.
no
Juwan's
slight.
Larry
'cause these are all-
Johnson and Sean Alexander.
Larry Johnson had
Larry
his moments.
Johnson.
Is he better than Ray
Sean
Rice?
Alexander
Sean
went for
Alexander,
2,000,
is
like
he-
almost 2,000,
Is he
2
better than
years
Ray
in a row.
Rice?
Same type, same the career, same type.
That's a legit question.
Yeah,
Wait, somebody restart him.
Yeah, I just
He
lost
just
my brain.
glitched.
You know what's so sad about that? When you
knew he
said
wasn't
that,
real.
You
I
forgot
couldn't
about
go.
him.
I couldn't. No, I didn't forget. I couldn't go to the field because I kept going through all the
To the
fucking
elevator.
minutia
Drama.
of all the drama.
Yeah.
I
Before
forgot the,
drama,
highlights.
He was a bad boy.
He was insane. Hold on, y'all want to go bad boys who don't get love? Priest Holmes.
Priest.
Stop playing with me.
In
Stop
Madden,
playing with me.
I used to use him in Madden all the time.
Oh, he used to use us on the field all the time. I was like, God dang, coach, who
Priest
let this
Holmes
dude
was a
loose?
beast.
Priest
With the
Holmes was
Chiefs.
insane.
What about Christian Okoye?
I give him.
about-
that's his,
I'm-
he's
but
a
you
little
I got
above-
Saquon.
What about
I
Chris
think-
Henry?
What about Marcus Allen though?
Yeah, he said that.
Right?
But I
Like,
hear
what about
you.
Chris Henry?
See, we in the 20s, if not 30s.
I agree. And again, he did it for 1 year. I'm glad he
But
got
are
his
those
money.
any of
I
those
think
guys
it's-
better than Saquon?
It's not a
They're
better
not-
conversation.
they're not
If
better.
you do it better longer,
Longer.
you're better.
Yeah.
And we're
Barber.
talking about 10 years.
Tiki was a dude.
Yeah,
Don't
no,
fight.
yeah.
Don't
Hey,
sleep on
hey,
Tiki.
like
Yeah.
he did it for one. He
Tiki
did
had
it
a
for
run.
5.
Jerome Bettis.
5-year run. Tiki had a run.
Bettis.
Oh, bus.
The bus. Okay, so we know we can keep
wheels
adding. This
on
gonna
the
get
bus
38.
go
We got
round
next
and
set.
round.
Let's go.
Round
Top
and
4. I'm
round.
going around the
Round
room.
and round.
I am not picking you. You just spit.
Okay, I ain't ready.
Who is? That means you didn't do your homework last night. I sent this shit last night.
I saw it, but after all these names, I got to rethink.
After
all these names, I got to
Walter Payton,
Okay.
Jim Brown,
Yes.
Barry Sanders, and Gale Sayers.
And that, respectfully, no one can take anyone off of that.
I agree.
Especially if you have the depth of knowledge like you do. Like the salt and pepper is earned, right? So you've seen this. You saw them play. I've seen some Gale Sayers highlights. I was like,
Yeah.
even
Special.
though it looks like, the little rascals out there, like, all that shit,
Look too
black
easy.
and white, and they
Yeah,
move
look
too
too
fast.
easy.
I'm like, he looked nice. Jim Brown,
Nice.
nice.
Yeah.
I can't slight those guys. So what do you got?
My Mount Rushmore is Barry Sanders,
Isn't that crazy?
Emmitt
baby?
Smith, Marshall Faulk, and Adrian Peterson.
Over LT?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not
you
mad.
can't disagree with that.
I can't disagree with that.
your Mount
I
Rushmore.
can say you could leave right now.
I mean, I like LaDainian. I like him too. I mean, it's close.
Who's 4 on that list? Adrian?
AP.
AP.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna attack that then.
4
Okay.
and 5 is like right.
4 or 5 right there.
Yeah, I was gonna put LT in it, but then I put
gonna holler at both
his, I just like AP's movement. He was just a little bit better.
Or
slightly.
even though LT was shiftier. Okay, go ahead.
Nah, he
You
could
like
do
his
to me. He could do
you
more.
like it stiffer.
Oh,
like,
Pause.
Jesus Christ!
Watch your mouth.
I'm messing with you. I can't slight that list either. I never heard Adrian Peterson on anyone's Mount Rushmore, though. I will say that it is rare to hear Adrian Peterson on a Mount Rushmore. There is Jim Brown, Gale Sayers, O.J. Simpson, Marcus Allen, like legends. Like,
Yeah, but you're talking about just 50 and older.
Right.
If you say a Mount Rushmore of 30 and younger, none of them will
no
not
one
have
ever
8.
said 30 or younger.
Just you
Which
talking
is-
about guys
what
you
year-
watched growing up.
That's your young
just
ass.
guys, I like their running style. So I like LaDainian, but I thought I just like AP more.
That's okay.
I got
You're allowed.
LaDainian hate because he used to kill us.
He got
Raiders?
LaDainian bias.
That's why I said he used to kill us. That's
Both.
why I-
Yeah, he
You're
made,
right,
he
you're right.
made the
You
Hall.
can't
I
say
got
bias.
mine.
LT still has
No,
a
but
single
it's
season
Ch-
record for
Charger
touchdowns.
World.
No one's broken that record.
Ain't nobody gonna
31
break that.
touchdowns
Ain't
single
nobody.
season.
Nobody gonna break
2006
that.
Go
MVP.
18
That's a
games.
season.
Somebody will
Yeah,
break
you're
it.
true.
One season, but that's not.
LT was, I can tell you
LT was
1,000
You ain't gonna
LT
like one of
stories.
mine. I already know. I'm ready for you.
Your Mount Rushmore?
Yeah, I know you ain't gonna like
Okay,
one of
let
mine.
me hear this. Larry Zonka.
I got Barry. I got Barry Sanders.
Everyone has Barry.
I got Marshall Faulk.
Yes, beautiful list.
I got the bus.
Yeah.
Oh,
Y'all the same skin color.
And
That's
I
why.
have
No, they the same size.
See, Bussy?
They both
See,
built
Bussy?
the same.
Bussy.
Them bath,
See, that's your
bathtub
boy.
hips.
They got the same
Bus and
Taylor.
the train.
Hey, the bus ran his ass over. That's why. Look, see, because I can tell by the way you can't fire it.
Bussy
Quick.
ran him over. That's my guy.
I'm catching spear shots.
Dog, real talk. Or in
Nah, my
Pittsburgh,
last one, Marshawn.
Marshawn Lynch.
you can't have two like.
What ifs? Yeah. I don't know if he's on that.
And this is
list.
gonna sound slightish, but those last Busty, and Marshawn.
These
are your favorite players. I'm talking about Mount Rushmore.
But the Bus just was he changed
Bus
the game.
is in the Hall of Fame.
He
is in the Hall of Fame.
Running like that. Like
he
did something
changed
different.
it.
You feel what I'm saying?
They all in the Hall of Fame.
And then the way Marshawn came with the swag, and I don't care about the
Marshawn
Mount
might
Rushmore
go to the
for
Hall.
swag.
media. Don't
He
care
might
about the
not
media
go.
and just
That's
came
not a
out and just
guarantee.
played. Like, you know what I'm saying?
This sounds like your favorite running back list. And Mount
That's
Rushmore is kind of, you put it in stone. Everyone looks at it, recognizes it, salutes it.
I don't
think
care
everyone's
about
gonna
everyone.
We're
salute
not
it?
going to salute your list.
I don't
what he's
care.
saying.
That's my
That's
list.
what he's saying.
Hey,
I
we're gonna
don't
be
care.
like, hey, honey, I got to
And
take
what
a
I
pic.
tell you before I said it? What I tell you before I said it? I said he was going to have something to say about my list.
DP, it's
I
your
said that
list,
because I
bro.
knew. That's why I
That's
said
your
I don't
list.
give
Your
a
list.
fuck.
You can
And
have
I said it
anybody you want
before.
on your
I
list.
knew he was going to have something to say
Can I
about
tell
my
you my
list.
story real quick? It's going to take 18
stop
seconds.
bullying my man over
I
here.
can't look at this.
You two, both of y'all book-in bullies.
Can I tell you my story, though?
I know a knee bad, too.
So, hey, you know I go.
I know a knee bad.
No, on my hip. Not my knee. My knee good still. Dog, do not test me, first of all.
Them knees are good.
Yeah, my knees are great.
The way you
I hate this show. This is my favorite thing to do.
can't get serious.
Outside of hanging with MJ, this is my favorite thing to do now. I love it. My wife is distant past. Okay, she way down the low. My wife be tripping. Let me stop. Here we go. All right, one time. You know how I go. You come out. What's the block when you come straight at us? Like I don't know what they call it. Dry block. Dry block. Bam. Shut your. It's a dry block. Dry block. Boom. All right, I shed. Now I shed, but I'm
you
getting
ain't
held,
shed me.
and I shed late. Bussy coming through A gap.
Oh, yeah, you done.
And I'm like, there's a decision to make in life. Go tackle him, and I look, and his thighs and his calves is just bigger than all of that. It's just, and he coming, and we in Pittsburgh. So I said, all right, and I'm shedding like this, and I said, here we go, in right here. And I said, lean. And I put my arm out to make the tackle.
You can't arm tackle him.
Lean. All right, who's been on the subway in New York? I know you have. Yep. You know how the turnstile go like this? Man, my arm, I'm not lying to y'all. The back of my hand, this shoulder. It went, I can't even do it. That shit went, yeah, I'm out. This is the worst part. So then I'm on the ground like this, crumpled up. I'm looking, he's still running, and I see bigger calf because the back, and he just running, and he score. And I look, and I said, damn, I hope they don't isolate me on that play, because that wasn't even, I'm trying to do too much. I'm trying to help.
Yeah, body, you knew. Your body was already, you know, it's nothing.
Ain't nothing you can
was
do.
set up.
Dog, he ran through all of my spirit. Dog, that shit was like, that was the worst play ever.
Okay,
That's all.
what if I
All
do
right.
this? If I
don't like your list, though,
switch
still.
Marshawn for Marcus Allen, because I was a big Raider fan.
And,
Marcus Allen?
yeah, it's still going. People going to look.
That's sketchy.
I am not trying to
I
change.
don't
your
care what
list.
people gonna do, Mister. I don't care what people gonna do, Mister. I don't care about people's opinion. I don't care, Mister. So
Okay, all right. So he is on me today. So I ain't got no comebacks. I ain't got no comebacks. No. How about this though? Here's one comeback. If we got a list and we're saying smartest humans ever, and you don't say Einstein. I mean, you don't have Elon Musk, maybe like.
Don't get him started. You know,
Donald Trump,
you know, Richie ready.
Donald Trump.
We were having a good ass time.
Thomas Sowell.
You remember the old barbershop, like Eddie Murphy? Every time we talk about it, you got to pull a white boy out there. That's him. You bring everything back to Republican and Democrat. Everything. Like it ain't got nothing.
You know what I brought that back to?
Oh, he said Elon.
We knew. Well, okay, I know.
I think he's a dickhead.
You're
And
allowed
I've always thought he was.
Where's your
And I
Starlink?
never-
Where's your Starlink patent?
Where's your Tesla?
Where your patents at?
He's
Where
a
your
welfare
PayPal?
baby. He
You was
made
on
all his
PayPal.
money from the U.S.
You was on,
taxpayers.
but you use PayPal though.
true.
But you use PayPal.
Exactly. So
I don't
yeah,
use PayPal.
But you did.
I
Tesla.
You did.
Tesla
I
makes
don't
people get in the car and say, where are we going today? Nowhere. I still want to drive. Like Tesla makes you want to drive.
Not
And
me.
You use PayPal.
I can't talk to you. I can't talk to you. Anybody no back row?
face too. Look.
I can't talk to you.
Give me your list. Give me your Mount Rushmore.
So it's generational because you have to have football's changed, right? We were just talking about that. So you got to go Brown first, right?
Who?
Jim Brown.
You want to say black? What do you say?
Braun.
Brown.
Bring the mic closer to you.
Come on,
He said
come on.
Brown.
Jim Brown.
I was
Jim,
like,
you got
okay.
Jim Brown. Jim Brown.
Okay,
Jim Brown.
He said Brown. You got to go
Yeah,
dark.
Jim Brown. Then you Emmett Smith, right?
Who?
Emmitt Smith.
Emmitt Smith. right?
I mean, in this room,
Yeah.
I know
a
a
lot
lot
of
of
people
people
don't
don't
put a lot of people-
Emmett on their top Mount Rushmore.
yeah.
Barry
but-
Sanders,
Oh, of
Okay.
course.
Yeah,
Now
of
you
course.
got our hearts.
Walter Payton.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's
And-
that's four.
That's 4. That's
And,
it.
but it's generational. So
Okay.
every 10 years, let's give
Look,
right.
can I get a race joke in here? He's a white man. Let him do whatever he
What?
wants to do. He's gonna do
LT?
it. He's gonna do it anyway.
LT.
Let him explain.
Come
I thought he was
on,
gonna say old
come
boy
on,
from the
come on,
Bron-
come on, come on, come
old
on.
boy from the Browns.
You don't shoot back at me, John. You're
Yeah.
my
I was
friend.
gonna say Peyton Hillis.
Right, get
I
going.
thought he was gonna say Peyton Hillis.
He gonna put CDM
Hey,
on.
Payday
He
Hills
gonna
had a moment though. He had a
CMC.
vibe bigger than
He
all
gonna
of
put
us.
CMC on here.
All right, now, all right. So generational. That was your old school one.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's
LT?
your new one? Okay, LT.
Yep.
Okay, LT.
And then I'm going to say Gibbs coming up.
Who?
Gibbs. Jameer Gibbs.
You okay? That,
What?
He's going to be.
but
Going to
you
be.
can't say that because
Mount
it's
Rushmore?
too early.
No,
in his
I'm
career.
saying he's coming up.
But
Jermaine Gibbs. Oh, hold on.
It's from the Lions.
He's coming up. He's coming up.
Hey,
Yeah.
this is why we don't drink before the show.
I know.
What
Yeah,
the hell is
exactly.
that?
I'm gonna,
But this
Mount
is
Rushmore
this
is
is
4.
I
And
know,
it's
I
not
know, I know.
generational.
But
This
this
is six.
But you're
This
not
is
going to
the
add a
point.
new.
6 was the
You're not
six was
adding a
the
new
worst.
guy to Mount Rushmore, right? So it's set in stone. It's already done. So from now on, there's no more good presidents or
No.
politics, right?
You can
Well, can
change
add a
it.
fifth, sixth, seventh.
when
I
here's
like that.
Here's
So-
my here's what I'm saying. Your perspective, I agree with you, but this is kind of going back to the point of, I mean, he's not even a full all-time starter on his own team. So going back to what
on,
you're
John.
saying, it's like it's a new NFL.
It is a new NFL.
Do you even put people
on,
like
John.
that
Come on,
as
John.
your all-time goats and greats if they're not even a full-time
John,
starter?
HR want to talk to you. real quick.
Oh.
Come
You
here.
know what I'm saying?
Nah, that ain't it. All right,
the
so
job.
any more lists before we move on? I mean, we got to end on that note because that sounds like we had hit the end. You got one, Terry?
I'll give you mine.
Guy, who's
First,
from Indiana?
Indiana and a football novice, but in my lifetime, Barry Sanders, Walter Payton, Eric Dickerson, and Marshall Faulk.
We'll
That's
take
my
that.
list.
That is the most
We will
solid
take-
list. Please state it
Yes.
again because I don't see a hole. Do you?
Yeah.
Say it again.
Barry
Barry,
Sanders,
yeah.
Walter Payton,
Yep.
Yeah.
Eric Dickerson,
Yeah.
Marshall Faulk.
That's the best list. Better than my list.
I like that
I
list.
forgot my list. That-
Only-
I-
only
you
only
know,
way
I
I
could
got
put
your
Beast Mode on there, but
Only you
they-
did.
No,
he's my favorite.
So you're
He's my
no.
favorite.
you're
Marcel say no. You cannot put him on there. No.
your Emmett your Emmett Smith portion of the list. If you were going to change the criteria, I could take Emmett off and put Bo Jackson on there if the criteria was going to
had
change.
4,000 yards in his
If
career.
you took the criteria was going to be
Jackson over
different.
Marshall.
Saquon had half
If-
the yards in one season that
If
Bo
you
Jackson career.
took, if you changed the criteria,
Oh,
but
we're
you're
gonna
not.
do what we doing? Like
No, I'm saying
you
that's what I
almost
said. That would-
you didn't finish your career, but you
Those
could have been
the Terrell
Terrell
Davis.
Davis, I know.
Yeah, but we're not changing. That's why.
Marcellus,
Oh, shit.
can you name who's on Mount Rushmore?
the real like
The real
president.
one?
Hell no. No, let me guess though. Come on, Columbia.
He ain't at Columbia. Look at this Columbia education.
The beauty of going to Columbia is not how smart you are, is how well
smart you look.
How well you can guess.
ain't how
Like,
much you remember.
and I can guess my ass
It
off.
ain't how much you can remember, huh?
John, what's his name? Joe Washington. What's his name? George.
Joe Johnson.
JoJo Washington from D.C.
Take his cup.
George Washington.
Joe Johnson,
George Washington, Abraham Lincoln.
Marcus Garvey.
You said that so fast.
This gonna be gangster. These last two, hey, right here, if somebody like yo, you better say them next two on blasting. I'm like,
Yeah, I'm-
shoot now.
shoot me.
I have no
I'm
answer.
just saying it's forgettable, right? Ooh. So you're saying Mount Rushmore, everyone's Mount Rushmore,
Oh,
right?
you act like I ain't got Chat GPT. You act like I ain't got
Hey, he
it.
got that double espresso going.
That latte.
He killing me right now. Keep killing me though. Keep killing me. Stab me one more time. So you saying it's forgettable, so we could put who'd you say?
I'm just saying
Gibbs on there.
you're saying everyone's Mount Rushmore, but I mean, you don't even know who's on Mount Rushmore,
I don't. I just read a damn topic.
right?
That's a good point.
That is a great point.
Yeah, but
I don't use Mount Rushmore. I
they're
will
not-
say this to defend myself. Your Honor, may I defend myself? Public defendant. Can I be my own?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah. All right. I don't say Mount Rushmore for the names. I say it for the number.
For the
it's
number.
Just 4. Yeah, that's I got caught up in that.
Then
You,
you're
and
top
you,
4.
You exposed me.
Top 4.
And I hate you for it.
Well, we also say
Oh,
it's like the
I
best
knew
of the
this.
best. Yeah.
Thomas Jefferson and Theodore Roosevelt.
No, you didn't
No, I
know
didn't know that. No, they were.
You
all
wanted to know it, but you didn't know
That's
it.
why I didn't go to Harvard. I went to Columbia. To your point, there are levels to this. All right, let's get into our next topic. Shaquille O'Neal. You ain't got no rings. And Shaquille O'Neal has introduced Steph Curry into our GOAT conversation.
Absolutely.
And I want to know if y'all agree with it. I heard it absolutely. Let's go.
Absolutely.
I
You
agree.
said it last week.
Real GOAT, like Michael Jordan, Kareem, LeBron, Kobe.
gotta look
We
at how
putting Steph Curry there. Go. Yeah.
Look at how he changed the game with the 3-pointer now, and how he made it.
Reggie Miller didn't do that?
Not as big as this.
I know. But
Now
then
people
he
pulling
changed
up
it.
on fast
No,
breaks.
he didn't
People
change
pulling
the
up,
game
not
at
with the
all.
kids. All my kids want to do is shoot threes. Like you said, what's the first thing MJ do when he get out there?
Shoot a half-court shot, a three. You
You
right.
feel me? Everybody, he changed it.
Yeah.
He changed the game.
True.
And he did it as one of the highest top level 3-point shooters
D-dude.
ever.
D-dude.
You know,
Well,
so-
if
There's
you're
only
if
three
you're
people that changed the game in basketball.
Ooh, let's go here.
Jordan, Iverson, and Steph.
nope. That's
No,
Oh,
there's way
let me
more.
finish. Let me
There's
finish.
way more.
Let me
You
finish.
got to put a big man in there.
Let me finish.
You got to put a big man in there.
You can't say no until I finish.
Yes, we
We
can.
can, because you said
No,
only
Yes,
three.
I can.
Let me,
because
You should have boxed
let
yourself
me
in.
finish first and
Wilt,
then
they
respond.
changed
We
the
will.
rules for Wilt Chamberlain. That's
You're
why
not
there's a
talking-
3
I say you gotta put a
second.
big
I didn't
man
say
in
him
there.
for a reason.
I
Because
say
they
you
also
gotta put
changed
a
the
big
rules
man
for
in there.
Shaq. But Shaq and Wilt are the outliers because it like big men.
There's two of them, so there's no.
Yeah, they're the outliers. Jordan made everybody want to dunk and fly and all of that. Iverson brought in the handle and make everybody want to cross and do all of this. Every kid.
Tim
followed
Hardaway
that.
didn't do that?
Not like
Isaiah.
Iverson. It's the same example like you just said when he was like, oh, you said Reggie shot threes. Yeah, Reggie shot threes, but Reggie didn't make everybody want to shoot threes. When Steph came, he made everybody want to shoot threes. The whole generation has
So you
changed
say only
because of
three.
Steph.
I'm going to tell you what just happened, but I'm going to let him finish. I'm going to let him finish. Y'all attacked his homework, and he realized he didn't do all his homework.
No, I did my homework. I did my homework. I can back each one up. That's what I was saying.
I know, and you're going to keep backing up. You should go forward.
No, it's facts.
Stop backing up.
These are facts.
These are
Jordan,
not
Iverson, and
facts.
Steph are the ones that changed the game.
Okay, I'm
On
listening.
and off the court.
I had good jokes. Now your turn to have some good knowledge. Let's go. What's your three? Why those
That
three?
was it. I'm saying.
That's it?
No, I said it. I just kept jumping in. Jordan, obviously, this players today that still style their game after things that Jordan did. The next generation, everybody here.
Can
you
Steph
see
be
all
in the GOAT
moves, even that
conversation,
you see
though?
Steph and everything doing,
But
that's from
Terry,
Iverson.
It's
That's
GOAT
from
in the
Iverson.
conversation, though.
Hatch. Let Terry eat this. I think Terry going to eat this.
I was gonna say the Mount Rushmore is
Not Mount
Kareem.
Rushmore, that's a different conversation.
No.
The
I'm
GOAT.
saying,
This is the GOAT
GOATs. I mean, the
conversation.
four who changed the game.
Steph to Mount Rushmore again.
A perfect alley-oop. You going to do that too?
Oh no, I'm saying like the people who changed the game are Kareem. Like
Yes.
But that's not the discussion on who changed the game. It's can we put Steph in the GOAT conversation?
I'm saying these are
That's
goats.
where I was going.
Damn, traffic cop. Let him
and
go.
that's-
He going to get there.
What makes you a
Marcel-
goat is somebody
Marcel
who changed the
MJ Jr.?
game.
I know. Shit.
What makes you a goat is somebody who changed the game of basketball.
That's not the definition.
Well, no, that's not.
That plays into
the
it,
GOAT
right?
is,
Yeah, that plays into
Dog,
it.
are y'all hooked on phonics?
That
Like, you
plays
motherfuckers
into
don't
it.
know
GOAT
what we
means,
talking about?
GOAT means greatest of all time.
Right.
Yes.
Thanks, doctors.
Yeah.
Steph Curry's not in the top 5 NBA players ever.
Well, hold on.
Depends who you ask.
I'm asking.
Depends on who
Hold on a second.
Why would
Top
not
10?
be?
Who's gonna have
Top
Steph
10?
Curry
I think we
in this-
forget how
Top 10?
great
Why about
Steph
Steph?
Curry is.
Top 10.
I got Steph on mine.
Curry is top 5.
Let me finish my point.
Go ahead, finish your
Okay,
point.
you finish your point,
Finish
and
your
then
point.
you don't cut off UGK like that, man. That was wrong.
Go ahead, finish
That's
your
two
point.
on you.
right.
He too
My
deep.
bad, Juicy K.
All right, so like
My bad.
Kareem,
I
like
got no UGK.
they outlawed the dunk because of Kareem, and Kareem came back and had the best shot of all time in Scott Hook.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan is like everybody in the 80s and 90s wanted to dunk and do reverse layups like Jordan, and in the 90s, everybody wanted to get a fadeaway jump shot like Jordan. Magic is the best team player of all time, and he made playing team, make basketball like a fun team sport and a fun thing to watch. And Steph, he just made people want to shoot the basketball in a pretty way. So like those are the guys who have. Y'all just laughing.
Why'd you put Magic before you put
Magic
Jordan?
ain't in the GOAT conversation.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he
No,
is.
he-
yes, he
Some
is.
people
Nobody
he
has
is.
ever called Magic the GOAT.
Stop.
Yes.
They call Kareem the GOAT
Yes, they
before
have.
Magic.
Listen, if you're
and then
the
it's
best,
Mike.
if you're the best at your
And then
position, you're a
LeBron.
goat.
Nobody puts Magic
I've
in that
never
GOAT.
heard someone say Magic's the GOAT. I heard he's the best point guard of all time.
That means you are good. If you're the best at your
That's
position,
not
you're a
the
goat.
GOAT. You're just the best at your.
The best kicker in the NFL is the
Adam
GOAT.
Vinatieri.
You ain't all the
of
positions
kickers.
don't matter.
Right.
All the positions don't
Yeah,
matter.
they do. But this football and basketball are different.
Okay, well then in basketball,
They got
who's
way
the
more
best
positions
small
in
forward of all time?
Me?
Is it Kevin Durant? LeBron. No, sorry. So LeBron. LeBron's in it. Who's the best center? Kareem's in it. Who's the best?
Shaq's in that conversation.
He's in the conversation, but
he's the most dominant.
Who's the best power forward, even though they don't have position?
Duncan.
Tim Duncan's not in the GOAT conversation. No. And who's the best shooting guard? Yes,
Kobe.
Jordan.
Yeah.
Kobe. So
who's
it's
the best
not every
who's the best
position, even
point
in
guard,
basketball, Terry. Yeah, look at that face. Come on,
best
son.
point guard?
Come on, son.
Is Steph not the best point guard now at this point?
That's not even a point
Better than
guard.
Magic?
Though.
He is a point guard.
It's not a point guard.
He's a point guard.
No,
You just don't like to give him point guard
today's
credit
He's a
because he
combo.
can shoot.
In
He's a
today's
combo
basketball,
guard.
But
in
he is
today's
more point guard.
basketball, there is no point guard, just like there's no 5.
But he's still a point guard.
If you wanna
I
call
get
him
it.
that,
He plays.
yeah.
It's a dual position. The game has changed.
So is Iverson
But
a point
he's
guard?
Iverson was a point guard too, but he was really the shooting guard.
What kind of point guard gonna go all the way up the court and shoot?
But the
You
game
ain't gonna-
changed. The game
The
changed.
game
They're
changed
still
20,
point
30
guards.
years ago too.
They're not point guards.
No.
I think
In
they're
real
combo
basketball
guards.
today,
They're hybrids.
not.
They're hybrids. They're
Because he's the
combo guards.
shooting guard
But
more
if
than
when
he
you go in
is.
the books, he's a point guard.
Well, look,
in
let
the
me tell you
books,
for
yeah.
real. This is what coaches told me. Look, they told me reason why we got hybrids, combo guards is because the same thing happened in the NFL. Why y'all wasting the quarterback? Let his ass be a part of the running game. Let his ass be a part of the defense counting. It used to be 11, not even 11 on 10 defense on offense. It used to be 13 on 10 because the sidelines count for defenders. So 13 on 10. And then somebody was like, well, let's close this math up. Make the quarterback actually do something. Well, we got to count for him. And I think that's the same. Iverson, you had to count for him in scoring, not in distribution. It was like he's a hybrid. But I ain't trying to argue that.
Yeah.
We still ain't answer. Is Steph in the convo?
He's
Yes.
in the conversation because he's playing during a time where a lot of people in the world are calling LeBron one of the best ever, and he has more rings than who you guys are saying is one of the best ever. So if he's got potentially more awards than this guy, you got to put him.
Steph doesn't have more rings, does he?
Yes,
Then
he
LeBron,
does.
and he got two
Steph
of
has
those
5?
rings.
Yes,
and got
he's
two of
got-
those rings on LeBron.
Steph has 4 and LeBron got 4.
Steph got 5.
Steph has 4.
Steph has 4.
He got one more than LeBron.
No,
Yes,
they
I'm
both got
almost
4.
Steph has 5.
They both
got
got
5.
4.
No.
He won 2 with Durant and 2 by himself.
Yes,
That's 4.
one before,
You got
one
4.
after, and then
Yeah,
2
yeah,
with.
you're right.
Somebody
4 and
fact
4.
check.
Matthew Hatchett, sniper.
Hey,
Sniper.
I'm
I
gonna
thought
check
Steph
that.
had
Well,
5
plus Steph wasn't even the best player on his own team for 2
Yes,
of
he
them.
was.
Thank you.
He's always been the best player on his
Now
team.
when Durant was there,
Kevin Durant.
Yeah, he was.
Kevin Durant was.
2015
still the
Steph
best
Curry
player on
was
that
the
team.
man.
Gene.
73 and 9.
Stop
on.
it. Stop
30
it.
Durant
points a
wasn't there.
game.
The
30
Durant
points a game.
That's
two
why Steph
teams
is not in the
with
GOAT
Durant,
conversation.
the
Because
2
people
years-
don't give Steph the respect he deserves. And I don't know if it's because he's, as you called him last week, the baby face assassin and all that.
hollering at my wife.
His wife loved him. That's
Even
what
my
it is.
90-year-old mama loves him.
Yeah, I mean, I think
They both
They
both have
have
4.
Stop that.
But you can't have this guy he's in the conversation. This guy has
Oh, you
the
gonna
exact
remix that
same
lying-ass argument, huh?
Absolutely.
Here's why
And
he
this
put him in
guy,
the-
he's not even in the conversation, but they have the same
then
amount of rings.
didn't Steph get 2 on
Durant-
LeBron?
Durant won.
I mean,
2
there's
finals
17.
MVPs.
Can we?
Andre Iguodala won a finals
MVP.
MVP.
Durant is not in
Those
this
are with
conversation.
those
Time
are
out.
with Steph
he
Curry.
is cooking, and y'all don't want to eat what he cooking. He just said, one, I got an argument. You weren't even the best player on your team for a
Finals
few years.
MVP don't make you the best
Okay,
player.
I get that. But then 2, you so good when it ain't Durant winning it. You still didn't win it with Iguodala. 3, he's saying, what's the gap between you and LeBron? LeBron beat your team when you had the best regular season
Didn't they win,
ever.
but
in
didn't
NBA
they win the
history.
year
Steph
before
beat
that,
his
though?
team, too.
Hold on. They
No,
won the
but-
year before that, though.
No, they won before, yeah.
Okay, so why don't that count, too?
So I'm trying to show 2 things. One, if you're trying to say you're in the GOAT conversation because of LeBron showed that you got some rings on me, but I got some on you.
Yes.
And I got all these records
So why
you don't
can't
have.
we be in the same conversation?
That's what I'm saying. There's 2
then?
different things
I'm
going on. We're not saying he's the
I'm
GOAT.
not saying one is better than the other, but just the other night, right? He hit 50,000, right? 50,000 points.
Yeah.
And it was all over on ESPN. Everybody talked about it. Steph Curry just hit 8 threes, and nobody said nothing.
Well, we talked a
like,
little bit about
but
it.
you,
We've seen him shoot
do you guys
7
know
threes
how
before.
hard that is, though?
But hold on.
Nobody understands how hard that is. to
No,
hit
I
8
know how hard it
threes.
is to make 1 3 because I can't. Like, so I get it.
But I'm just saying, we kinda just roll right over it.
We are not going to be the show that's trying to win arguments. We're going to be the show that tells from our experiences the truth. And here's the truth. If I'm on a team and somebody is questionable to be better than me, if not, objectively proven to be better than me, how am I in a GOAT conversation then? LeBron has never had a teammate, name him, that everyone said, he might be better than you, dog. But Steph has. 10 games. D-Wade wasn't even better than him when he got there. Like, they were like, D-Wade, you better get them keys up.
I disagree. I disagree with what you said. I
And
disagree.
D-Wade was even like, hey, bro, this is your team.
Wade County is just a name.
But
the narrative
your
is
guys
changing.
are saying the same thing about LeBron when AD came. LeBron was saying, I'm giving AD the head. You're the lead guy.
AD never did it.
But
it never happened.
But it never happened, right? But LeBron was saying, yeah, go right ahead. He's doing the same thing with Luka right now. He's doing it's the exact same thing, right? But you guys are. I thought he was. But I thought he was the best though. I thought he was the best though. I agree with you. Then you guys are saying
we're saying
I don't know why you're still talking. You should be kicked out the game. Dog, that was the worst pause. Dog, that was like literally.
I missed it. Don't even bring it back.
You said, give him the head.
LeBron is giving AD the head.
I missed that. Damn, I missed that.
That was amazing. That was amazing. Dog, you are out the game. Friends and family room, go get your car and leave the stadium. God dang. You kicked out
that one.
Game.
I was just rolling.
Right.
That was
I mean,
absurd.
Steph is the greatest shooter, yes. He is not in the GOAT of greatest of all time basketball player. Come on, man.
I mean, we getting too loose with all this damn.
So I think the narrative is changing though.
Everybody good. Everyone qualifies.
He's
participation trophies. which I
never
like,
been a
actually.
great defender.
Neither had LeBron.
Well, he was
At
at a
LeBron?
point in time. He was.
If you want to talk
course.
about greatest defenders of all time, LeBron is not on that list.
I said
Period.
but he is a great
Period.
defender when
So
he
you
wants
want?
to
So
be.
you want to say this?
I said Steph
there's
has
a rule-
never been a great
There's
defender.
a rule for Steph. You have to be everything. But LeBron, you don't have to be everything.
You can't compare Steph and LeBron.
Yes, you
Why?
can.
That's what I'm just
Yes, you
asking
can.
you.
No,
You want
you
Steph to
can.
fill
It's a
all of these
conversation.
boxes, but LeBron doesn't fill all the boxes. So
There
why do you
are
want
times
Steph?
when LeBron has filled all the boxes.
Never was.
Remember in the finals when he led in every major statistical category?
That you guys-
points,
no,
rebounds,
no,
assists,
no,
He's
no.
still not the
Steals.
GOAT.
steal.
And quietly,
He's still
LeBron's
not-
biggest highlight is that block in the finals.
Yes, which is great.
Finally.
But he still was never defensive player of the
Which
year.
Kyrie still hates because Kyrie
I
was
mean,
like, Kyrie like, I
But
made
I'm
the
saying if
three.
you're going to be in this conversation,
love
you
for the
got to
block,
fill these boxes.
I hear you. So
And you're not filling the
Okay, all right,
I
so
just
let's
was
settle this. But, you go.
Well, I think the conversation is shifting because it was,
Yep.
is he in the conversation? And
Yes.
it's now shifting
Thank
to,
you.
is he the GOAT? We didn't say Steph is the GOAT,
Thank you.
but we can't discredit that he's not in the conversation. He has stats, rings, and everything to back up him being in the conversation of
Thank
it.
you.
But see, look, let's be smart about this because we all have different backgrounds, but we kind of have similar understandings. You could be from the hood, but not from the set, right? So I'm from hoods, but I ain't from no sets. Like, trust me, if you bang on me, you won. Like, I don't care. Like, give a fuck. Like, they suck too. I'm with you. Let's bang on them. But I'm from the hood.
Where they at?
Yeah, I'll pass with you. Let me live. But you could be from the hood, not from the set. This whole like let him in the go conversation is like let him in the hood. But is he really from the set? Michael Jordan is from the set. Okay? Kareem is from the set. LeBron is from the set. Kobe is from the hood and set.
He's from the set. Kobe's from the set.
I'm putting Kobe over Steph.
I'm okay. You know what? For the sake of no argument, I'm not going to argue the Kobe point. I just noticed there was a change in sentiment with Kobe. Yeah. And I mean, everyone has noticed it, whether you want to say it or not.
Sure.
Whatever. Let's let it go.
Absolutely.
All right, throw Kobe in.
Let him in the set.
Let him in the set. Don't even jump him on, cuz.
Wilt
Wilt
was in the set.
he's affiliated.
I don't know if Wilt was in the set.
Because Kareem was in
Yeah,
there.
Kareem was
So, but point is, there's a conversation we can say, is he in the conversation or not? So to settle this, I want you to tell me, where does Steph all time go on your list? Is he 1, 2? This is to let you know if he in the GOAT convo. Steph is the what number all time player? Who wants to go
Number
first?
5 for me.
Number 5. Who's your top 4?
Jordan, LeBron, Kareem,
In this
Kobe.
order? In
No,
this
not in no order.
Okay, in no order.
Just
Kobe,
Jordan's one.
and then there's Steph.
And so Steph, so that says GOAT convo, number 5.
Yeah.
So it's funny because when we talk quarterbacks, if you go your top 5 quarterbacks, number 5, he ain't the GOAT combo, but he's number 5, right?
Teetering. Because he's the only one that, well,
That's
LeBron,
not a
but
true
he's
statement.
still
Go.
playing.
Go.
Your 5th quarterback is for sure could be one of the best ever.
Liar. Who's number 1? Let's go Brady Montana 1-2 regardless.
1-2
right?
regardless.
Elway Marino. Who else?
It's 4, right? So
Yep,
you're gonna
and
put
they're not in the GOAT combo, but keep going.
Elway and
Oh,
Marino.
I
not in
forgot
the-
Elway and you were
Elway's not in
triggered.
there.
Okay, I forgot. It triggers him. Okay, so and then I ain't even said number 5. Number 5.
You know what number 5 depends on? If they're still playing. Because Steph is still
Ah,
playing.
I love
so
your
he
point.
he's still moving up on that list. We got to see what happens at the end of the career. 3 of those guys are already done.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Wait, y'all, I would take Isaiah Thomas over Steph Curry.
No way. No way.
You
got
always
4 of them
like you
things,
just
man.
If you're trying to win a championship, you put Steph Curry on that
Steph
team.
is
I
better
would
than
take
Isaiah
Steph
in
Curry
every
over-
I would
category.
take Isaiah Thomas
That's that
on my
Chicago
team
As a-
before I would take Steph Curry.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that.
That's nostalgia.
No,
That's
it's
nostalgia.
not. Do you guys forget how good Isaiah
No,
Thomas
we
We don't
don't
forget.
forget.
We just know Steph is better.
How about we
Steph is
remember
not
and we like,
better.
no, he wasn't as good as this
I
dude.
remember.
Stop.
I
That's
That's
what-
not right.
I
Why we
love
gotta have
Isaiah's
amnesia?
game.
Because you don't. Like,
because y'all are looking like
No.
why Isaiah? Because Isaiah was a monster on
Yes,
offense.
he was.
He was
Facts.
a monster on
Yes,
offense.
he was.
He was
Listen.
a team leader.
Richie.
Yes, he was.
And he was a dog.
Yes, he was.
I just want to say
that's
he
not a
has-
slight.
How you feel about Isaiah is how I feel about Iverson. But I had to come to a realization that
No.
Steph is better than Iverson.
No, that's different.
As much as Iverson did,
He's different.
Steph
Won't
is
say
better.
one's
than him.
better.
Isaiah played in a much tougher era and beat 3 of the best all-time teams of all time.
So did
In the
Steph.
Lake,
Steph beat LeBron.
There's
Y'all say he the
there's
GOAT.
I said 3 different teams.
But you say he's the GOAT.
Isaiah
I'm
beat
just-
Magic.
I'm making the Isaiah argument.
Beat Jordan. Isaiah beat Magic
Bird.
and Jordan and Bird.
Dr. J.
And everybody else.
His numbers didn't look like Steph's, though.
It's not about numbers.
Yeah, but the number
It's a different
I know, but
NBA.
we got to factor that in.
No, you
You
don't.
have
you don't.
I don't think you got to
have to.
factor that in.
You
I
can't
think-
You don't.
disregard the
Well,
numbers.
it's like cost of living. It's like value of $1.
Do you
what
dis-
was $2,000 in '85 ain't
So,
2,000 now.
is it harder to win championships now or
If
or
it's
then?
in my pocket, it is.
Is it harder to win
$2,000?
championships now or then? Because last time I checked, Steph got 4.
I don't think it's harder. I think it's always hard to win a championship.
Right, so
Always.
Steph got 4.
Okay.
So we
Isaiah
can't
has how
disregard
many?
that. 2.
Okay.
Steph had more people than
Okay,
No, he didn't.
That's
right.
Rings is not
No,
a
he
good argument.
didn't.
Rings
No,
is
he
not a
didn't.
good argument because we haven't
Isaiah
said
was
Bill Russell
always,
Isaiah had more people.
Isaiah was always the best player on his team. Always.
Okay.
Steph wasn't.
I mean, he was.
No,
You
he
gotta
wasn't.
stop. You gotta stop with that, bro. You gotta stop.
He
with
was.
He
Steph
was
had
not
more
better
than
than
Isaiah.
Kevin
You
Durant.
You gotta stop it.
It's a different era.
They all
Period.
needed each other. They all need each other. Why don't
but
you?
that doesn't
It's a
mean
team
who's
sport.
Kevin
better.
Durant, that was with Detroit.
Rod, I'm saying you had on the Detroit team. Yeah, I'm gonna say on the Detroit.
Joe Dumars was,
listen to me.
was a great player.
They
He's
had
not
Rodman,
underrated.
He was, but
Dumars.
He wasn't Kevin Durant, but
They-
he was great.
I'm just saying they had the same type of role players, right?
Yeah,
And Isaiah-
it's an equivalent team.
It's an equivalent.
Kevin Durant was better than Steph Curry on those Golden State teams.
What's
Y'all
better
stop
though?
arguing that Kevin Durant was not better.
Just because the ball went through
You
the hoop
lose
more, is
all
that better?
the credibility you don't have and that you think you have if you are going to argue that Steph Curry was better than Kevin Durant. You can say he deferred to Kevin Durant. That's how he got all his love. You can even say he was as good in different ways, and that's a lie. But the truth is they went together, and in every sport we've ever played, whether it's practice, intramural, professional, you never take a back seat unless it's highly suggested that you can't take the front seat.
Whether y'all like it or not, here's why Steph is better on that list. And Durant is not in that conversation of GOATs. Steph is.
Hold on.
Oh, wait.
That's
Let me just say this.
Shaq
Let me say this.
You
Let
acting
me-
like
Let me
Shaq.
say this. Let me
Wait.
say this.
Hold on,
Hold
you ain't got
let
no
me-
rings.
Let me cook.
You ain't got no rings.
Let me cook. Steph had a ring before Durant.
And
Got a
after.
ring after Durant. Durant's only rings came when he was with Steph, and since then and before then, you see where Durant has went. Nowhere. Before he got with Steph, he was never successful.
Look, I've-
he
I've-
went
wait
to
a
the finals
minute.
one
So
time
wait a
and then
minute.
ran to
Oh, hold
Steph.
on. So you and me, dog, can I date?
Yeah, but he's saying, right?
We don't care. Hey,
no,
Ray.
but nobody, because every time something comes up where everybody disagrees, right? He just said Durant's not even in this conversation, and nobody said, oh, so y'all agree.
No, I know we agree.
So why are you sitting here saying
Talking about
Hold
Durant's
on.
better.
No, he's saying
you see what I'm saying?
Steph's not in the conversation either because he had a teammate better than him.
Right.
So,
No,
you-
he's
that's
just
exactly-
mad
Come
because
on, Langston.
exactly
That's
Durant's
what I'm
not in the
saying.
conversation.
So if Durant's not in it, Steph ain't in it.
Why
That's
they
not
go
true.
that far?
Durant
That's
got
what-
more.
That's my
That- no, 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 I
Steph
don't
got
agree with
Steph
that.
got more rings
I'm
than
saying
Durant.
it hurts Steph's case that Durant was better than you, and you were no other GOAT. Well, that's a
No,
lie.
exactly.
Because Kareem
That's a lie.
Magic at the end. You're right. So you're right. So here's the thing. This is my case. That wasn't my case. That was them. That was hey, that's them. Bro. Let me go there.
Nah.
I look at Steph Curry like this. If you're going to be in the GOAT conversation, when did you get in it, and how did you get in?
When he won
And-
4.
and-
The last one, put him in.
the last
Yes.
one, put him in. I don't like this same song I keep hearing. You had one before. You had one without. So therefore, he's better than Durant, who has none without him. Which is not fair because there are so many players
Thank you.
without rings or fewer rings that are better than those with rings.
Yes.
And I'm not going to use the same old record that you just used, which is Robert Horry, because he wasn't the same type of player. But the point is, if we just going to do a ring count, we shouldn't even do any talking because it's just going to be a ring count. Is Charles Barkley, who else? Karl Malone.
Karl Malone.
Can we just get that list?
Who's
We know
better,
them.
Charles
Or Karl Malone?
Yeah, I'm just curious.
No. That's
Karl
not the,
Malone was
the,
better
the
than
I think
discussion.
Karl Malone longevity.
The, dis-
like
the
it's-
discussion.
Well, I know you're talking about rings, but I just
know,
wanted
but
to
the
go to that
discussion
next
is
point.
Charles, Carl, or Durant. That's the discussion.
Durant. But
I'm taking Karl Malone.
my
honestly,
overall
over
argument,
Durant.
without even it landing neatly somewhere, is you can be a better player with fewer rings
Yeah, but I don't think that plays into their situation because
because they both have the same amount of rings.
When
LeBron and
I'm talking about Steph and KD.
Oh.
Steph and KD don't have the same amount of
I know
rings,
they
and
don't.
KD couldn't get rings without Steph, and Steph showed that, hey, I could do this with and without you.
But
so
he
you can't tell
couldn't-
me KD's better than him.
but you can't hold on. So without KD, Steph would have 2 rings. Can we say that?
And KD would have none.
None,
so
right.
it would still be the same conversation.
Yes.
Steph went and got
Yes.
2 without you.
Right. And so could we have a conversation? Is KD better than Steph? Most people would say no now.
I think
think
it's
so.
50.
I don't think. I think most people would say no, and I swear, if you ask
Like
me,
the moon
draft one of them two.
KD.
You going, yeah.
KD.
Would you?
'Cause
Oh, you
optics,
would too?
Yeah.
What do you mean optics?
I mean, he's
Who's
7.
the best player?
Because well, Steph's the best player. But optics is he's 7 foot that can do everything. So yeah, I'm gonna take if I'm drafting, no, without looking at anything, I'm just
Terry,
drafting.
you
I'm
the
taking
same?
KD.
No, I'm going with KD. KD's like a.
Well, you are the same.
Yeah.
He drafted KD. Everybody drafted KD, but Steph better.
No.
I'm
what
saying-
GMs
I
are
think
we?
KD.
You know, GMs
better.
get fired
No,
all the time for bad
it's-
draft
What kind of
picks.
GM are you?
A good one, because I chose Steph as the best player.
But you said you would draft KD.
Right, because that's off of optics. You see all the time.
That's off the skill.
I'm
No,
talking skill.
when
I
you
ain't drafting
because
on
when
no
you're
optics.
drafting, you don't know what their career is going to be. You're going off
He's
of
saying after the career.
I'm
You
saying
know
after
the
the
results.
career.
You
Yeah.
know-
I'm
yes.
saying what you know now. Who you
What you
drafting?
know
I'm
now.
taking Steph.
Oh, okay.
Over
I didn't-
KD?
yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
I
glad
thought
you
we were
clarified.
talking about like
Oh,
coming
not
in.
no blind case study.
Oh, okay,
This is
got
like
you.
we know who you are.
Got you.
Who's the better player is the one I want on my team. We playing pickup, and I'm like, all right, it don't matter who.
Today's
I got
pickup,
KD.
you're
You
taking
get.
Steph.
Hold on, you go pick
Steph's
first.
a winner.
And KD,
If I'm playing pickup, I want the winner.
KD,
I don't want the
won
guy
with
who gonna
Steph.
cry about
KD
everything.
won more and better with Steph than Steph did.
No, he didn't.
No, back up off that.
Can't say nothing.
I know you like KD, but let's stop it.
This is dog. This shit gonna be talked about in 20.
Steph's still looking good out here,
2784.
Okay, can I just ask, can I
Phoenix
ask
looks
you all
shaky right
can
now.
I ask
Yeah,
you
but
all a
that's not
question?
Every team that KD's
Richie,
on looks
Richie,
shaky.
let me just ask you a question. If Golden State wins the ring this year, hold on, let me
if.
finish.
They got a shot.
It right? They got a shot. It's the West, right? We don't know.
Zero shot. But go ahead.
Okay, if they were going to win the West, if they won the championship this year, do you then put him in the conversation?
If they win the championship,
You heard him.
And
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
because let's say
Yes.
he's MVP. Okay.
yes, I would.
There,
I
okay,
would
good.
because
Ah,
that
I
would
hate
mean
that.
he's carrying
the team.
everybody.
I
but
hear you.
That,
Carrying
there-
everybody.
that's not going to happen. And
I know you act like that's
it's
new
not even
evidence.
gonna- It's not even going to be close.
Right.
Jimmy who?
That's what he gonna say.
You act like that's new evidence. Like, I mean, it's a new accolade, which is the same, but just more of, which is another championship.
Right,
But
right.
like he gonna be the same guy. Like, I don't understand. Like,
But
what
see, I'll tell
in
you what.
pure scouting score, you wouldn't change Steph's grade because he wins another
But
championship, would you?
Yeah,
You would?
because it would be more
You're
like
saying he's a better
It would be
shooter.
more like LeBron carrying that terrible Cleveland team.
With Kyrie?
No, well,
Well,
he had Kyrie, but that was about it. He had
that's
Larry
Kevin
Smith.
Love.
That's about it.
He had
he
Jerry.
had Kyrie.
He
the
had
greatest
Larry
ball
Smith
handler, one of
and
the
a whole
greatest
bunch
finishers of all
A
time.
whole bunch of other
Sick.
cats.
K
who-
Love was nice. They had,
Yeah. Don't act
Kevin
like
Love.
don't act like
Defensive
K-Love.
yeah.
Don't act like 28 and 12.
Come on,
didn't
you're
show
the
Team
up.
of all
You're not
stars.
starting any team with any
With
any of
Kyrie?
those cats
Kyrie's a
except
Hall
for
of Famer.
Kyrie. Except for Kyrie.
Well, that's somebody.
That's a lot.
That's somebody.
But what
Kyrie's
I'm saying
a lot.
is that if Steph won it this year with the team he has right now, that would be a hell of an accomplishment.
Well,
So I would have to look at him differently. I don't think he was the best player on two of those teams, probably not the third, because Iguodala went off in that finals.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No.
He had,
That's why
he had,
made
a great,
big
he had a
plays.
great
That's
final.
why he won
made
the
some
MVP.
No, because he made some big plays.
He had a
Look
great
at the stats.
final.
Right,
Steph
he went
carried
off.
that
Steph
team
was still the dude.
whole way.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you remember Iguodala's
Yeah.
plays.
Like most pizza is nothing but bread and cheese, but damn pepperoni. You know, damn.
Sausage.
Feel hungry.
What onions and tomato. I'm so hungry right
He
now.
didn't have
It's about
breakfast
this
today.
much.
I'm so hungry.
It's about that much.
I don't.
All right.
Look who talking about food today.
I was waiting for you to say that.
Oh, I know, right? And it was Hatch before the show. He was like, "Yo, breakfast sandwiches and something." He's like, "Get something up in here."
I was going to
here,
bring
dog.
food today too, and I just
Oh,
didn't
this
get
I
up
was
early.
going to. Yeah, shut your. I was
You
gonna,
sound like Durant right now. I was.
All
I
right,
was
let's move
going. I
on.
was.
Let's talk about, speaking of food, let's talk about beef. Because there's media beef
Pause.
between LeBron and that was dangerous. between Bron being too sensitive and can't take criticism and all the comparisons that come. A lot of the people targeted Michael Wilbon, obviously Stephen A. Smith. A lot of people out there, just media conversation and controversy. So whose side are you on? Are you like, look, I'm with LeBron. Like, y'all shut up, you unqualified, sorry-ass basketball players just talking shit. Or sometimes I hate myself because I hate media. And then sometimes I'm like, I'm an athlete. I'm like, I hate the athlete too. And I'm like, dog, what do you think? You're going to get $180 million this year and nobody going to say nothing bad against you? So where do we draw the line and where are we in terms of LeBron media beef over comparisons and criticisms?
I think when you become a public figure, you know what you're signing up for. You got it comes with the game. You're getting that big check, whether you like it or not. This is what it is. Before him, players were getting that too. Kobe, as we slightly touched on, wasn't everybody's favorite. Kobe was there before LeBron. So you seen what was happening with him. So you step into that spotlight, is what it is.
Yeah.
And that's
Is it what it is? Because it is seeming different than what it was.
It's not different.
Like,
I
this
don't
is
think
just
so.
more
Yeah.
of it.
It's just more eyes
more
on it.
of it.
Well, then
It's
that
the
means
same.
it's different. You can't say it's
I just
not
think it's
different.
more eyes.
That's true. That's
That
true.
means it's different.
That's true.
I don't think it's
for so
different.
long. You don't think he's tired of it now?
Yeah, that's what I think.
Like he's tired
It's
of it.
been
He's
20
in the
years.
league
So
over
what?
20 years. Like,
Bron's
he ain't tired of
tired.
the same
So
stuff.
what?
Coming from the
Retired.
same people.
Well, quit. If you tired of it, quit. Go home.
He loves a game still, but he's just tired of this.
Listen how you
with the-
sound,
You
Hatchet.
get
Listen how you
one-
sound,
it
Hatchet.
comes with the
Listen how
game.
you sound.
take
Go home,
one with
quit.
the other. Go. You can step out of the spotlight at any time. Nobody forcing you to come to work every day.
Ooh.
So he can't speak up now
You
because
can
he's a little bit
speak up,
tired of
but
it.
we're gonna critique it if you speak up.
They're going to critique you speaking up.
Just
Here-
like if you get on your social media and you say one thing about one person, if you go through your comments, then 5 people are gonna.
So
say
he can't
something.
be tired of it.
You don't
He
get on your,
can't be
don't-
tired of it.
don't
Two
put it
things
on
can be
Twitter,
true.
man. That's what I'm saying. Don't put it on there.
You know what, Hatch? I love you
I know,
because
as
you
well
you
you should.
you live in a world that I largely live in. So let's just say in real estate terms, I got a little apartment on the low road, but you know I live on the high road with you. Idealistic, utopian. Hey, you know this is the way it goes. Here's the thing: we all are guilty of one thing, and LeBron is as well, and we should support him instead of clown him. We all say, look, I'll hold my nose and go underwater for this amount of time and grind and work and let you take shots and let me build myself up. But at a certain point, if I do my part, y'all gonna do y'all part and shut the fuck up. And if y'all don't, then I'm gonna start talking about y'all, right? So anybody been in corporate America, okay, I'll be an associate. I'll work 25 hours a day. I'll let you shit on me, boss. But one day when I'm the boss, shut it. The culture of this whole damn corporation is what I say. And if it doesn't happen that way, you feel a way about it. I think LeBron's just like, dog, I've been the chosen one. I've been holding this for 20 years. Y'all still got a problem with me. I passed every record you could name. I've done things. I'm a pass first guy who got the most points. Leave me alone. Not because of my son. Don't kill my game, because if you kill the game, you kill me and my legacy, because I'm a part of this game. I just really support LeBron in the efforts of, like, we've all graduated. And then if you graduate, your teacher still say,
turn
you ain't
this
that
in.
smart. You ain't all that. You be like, shut your ass up. That's why you're a teacher. Like, let me stop. I wanted to be a teacher. So it's like you would start to clap back.
But isn't that the problem with social media? Isn't that the problem with
social media.
fake media? Right?
Okay.
This is what we had the conversation the other day, right? Again, everybody who's picking up a microphone and turning their phone on is not media.
And he's getting bombarded by the not media to the point where when he hears media, that's already his tipping point.
There you go.
Yeah, he's at his tipping point.
We're talking about sport. We ain't media.
But
you are media.
Yeah.
I think we're not media. That's
I think
how
we
I
got to
feel
keep
about
up with the times. Like, let me say this. Yeah. I think there's an adaptation that has occurred that maybe even LeBron doesn't respect. Like, anybody who says anything about you doesn't have to be respected, but it will be heard, right? Like, you don't have to. If you're in a game, Hatch, you in a game, and you hear somebody say, Penn, you suck. You can't block Wiley, which is not true. You were better than me. But the point is, you don't have to listen to that. You need to listen to your line coach and what you know. But that's the game now. The game now is you got a headset connected to a dude in section 900 who's saying you suck because you went on.
But that's
to
not
the
the game.
section.
That's not the game now. That's always been the game in professional sports.
That's
what I said.
Every single time we went to the stadium, somebody in the stadium go say you suck.
But we didn't hear them.
Yes, you did.
No,
when you're between the lines, right? You don't hear nothing. When you go to
that's
your
what I'm saying.
sideline, and there's a guy only 10 feet away.
But
they
we didn't
say
go
that they do it.
home.
We didn't go. We didn't go home with
when
it.
we went home after our games, admit it.
It was over.
You went to watch ESPN in my own prime time in my own sports center. If not, I'm gonna read the paper the next day.
The next day.
I'm gonna read the paper the next day, and that's life. That's how my weekend went. I just played a big game in front of the world, and that's my weekend's coverage.
But now
they not even in their car yet.
No,
they still dripping from the shower.
I didn't look at my phone. If I give up a sack, I'm not looking at my phone.
Really? You know what it's
if
gonna
I
say.
give up a sack, I'm not looking at my phone.
Don't give up a sack.
I'm not. Damn. I rarely did.
Gave up a couple.
I rarely did. I rarely did. But
Don't
shit.
drop a pass, Hatch.
But shit.
Like it's gonna happen.
One my
Block
crew.
on the run, Hatch.
I was the best blocker on our team. That's all I did actually. So yeah.
Marcel, don't arm tackle.
But you did
Jerome
it well.
Bettis.
Bettis.
You did it well.
that's
You
all
were
that matters.
in the pros,
All that matters.
so you were good at it.
He's right, and I feel like sometimes I feel out of touch because I am talking about an era I didn't live in, and thankfully I didn't. I literally, my last year in the league was Facebook's first year, and I think it was 06 or whatever. And I remember the only reason I went on Facebook is because one of my teammates was already logged in and on it. He had an account, and I walked by one day and I was like, I saw a screen of nothing but heat. I was like, damn. I was like, why the fine girls on one page? I'm oblivious. I'm 32. I'm old. I don't know what the hell. He like 23. He like, oh, this Facebook. You don't know about that? All these girls from everywhere just right here. These are the ones I follow. I said, what?
I gotta get a Facebook.
I said, I gotta get a Facebook.
So look,
I didn't go on there to get clowned by my performance.
If this Twitter, IG, Snap, whatever was around when I was playing, there's no way I would look at this in the season.
Okay, so
I'll give you.
It was there.
Hold on, I'll give you when LeBron when they were with the Heat, when the playoffs started, what did he tell his team? Everybody off Twitter. So he can.
Yeah, he
do
goes
it.
zero dark.
He went zero dark, so he can do it at any time. It's just now he doesn't want to, but it's still up to you. Right. You have to do that.
You're definitely right. You're definitely right. So look, I played in both eras. I played in the era before social media.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to say my age, but I played in the era when I first got in the league. Was no social
You know that
media.
shit all online. Let's just say it.
I don't want to
Say it. I hate when an old ass woman somebody ain't gonna tell you my age. I'm like, all right, let me guess, you 68? You ain't pretty no more.
So
Come on, Sally.
Oh,
Yes, that's pretty 68-year-old
yeah, but not her.
women.
You don't know what I'm talking about. All right, that was too specific. I hate this girl. I'm like, you need some collagen pills with your old ass. I hate when people be like, hold on to the age like it's.
You going
you
in-
gonna look finer if I don't know? No. I'm
You-
assuming the worst.
You going to jail or you going to hell? One of the
Hey,
two.
I just love it. I love it when it's not me. I just love it when it's not me.
Oh, no.
Nah, so look,
I'm the one. I'm the
there goes
reason.
Dove.
I am the reason.
no, so it
There goes
is.
Dove.
There goes Dove.
There goes Dove.
It was only one person I was talking about, Dove. I'm sorry. What's
Nah,
up, Hat?
but-
No, Ben.
No, but I played before they had social media.
What years is this? Give us two.
I played from 06 to
Yep.
2019.
Yep.
So I played before it was no social media, and before that, after games, like you said, we come home just watch stuff like that. But once you get used to social media, I was a late bloomer in the social media. I was like a late bloomer. I think I got on Twitter like 2014,
Okay.
something like that. So I was a late bloomer. But when I did start going and actually looking at it, because I would look at it, I was the type I'm not just gonna look at it after a good game. I'm looking at it after a bad game too.
Oh, Jay Woody.
You feel what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
if I'm
big
looking at
vet.
a good game, I'm looking at a bad game.
Big vet.
But
do that.
to be honest with you, sometimes I would use that motivation. Like fuck, man. But sometimes it'd be bad though. You have some 12-year-olds over there talking reckless to you, it's like, bro, you have some
and them
kids
shots
on
are
there
hitting.
just going man,
Them
they be
shots
going,
are
They be
hitting.
going hard.
I couldn't do
But
it.
a lot of times, because my whole career and the way I play was based on motivation. I always try to find ways to motivate me. I'll use that as motivation though sometimes. But some people can't. Some people
couldn't do
can't.
that, yeah.
And you understand, Bron's been getting it at the highest.
We have no
for over
idea.
20 plus years. So
One
I
of
have
his
no
posts is
idea.
worse than
You know
our
what I'm
whole
saying?
year.
So I have no idea.
No, literally, I'm saying this. I tell my wife this all the time because she sometimes, you get into this mentality where you're like, oh, woe was me. And I'm like, let me just tell you something, baby. You know people in our world. Like LeBron posts one thing. The number of people who engage with that literally can be our month or our year. Depends on the post.
Mm-hmm.
And the number of people who are talking shit
Yes.
can be how many people talk shit to us in a year in one post.
Okay.
Depends on the post.
Do you know that? Have you ever seen Jordan post? Have you ever seen Jay-Z post? He don't have to do it. He's asking for that.
I love that.
He make
I love it.
when he does post stuff.
You don't? Does he
Like-
really need
like-
the money?
like-
So he go do it for the money? Jordan ain't do it. If you want to say you're one of these
But what if he
names in the
wants to
world,
post?
then you have to take what goes along with it.
Huh?
You have to
You
take what
going
goes along with
You're
it.
going right
He
where
is
Hatch is
taking
taking you right to where Just Blaze said it. He's like, hey, look, if you want to walk over there,
Yeah.
you know that is
the hot
60s
coals.
hood.
That's the hot
You know
coals.
that.
But he
you
can
know
turn
it,
his-
Hoopers over there.
He could do it. He could do it. But he could do what I do. Turn on your comments to just the people you follow.
Well, that's what Drake does.
You feel what I'm
Drake
saying?
is like only the people I follow can respond back. The
Only
rest of
people you care
y'all
about.
enjoy your life. Yeah,
I got mine like that,
He been
too.
doing that. That was before the beef.
I got mine like that. I started doing that before I was still with the Raiders, man. Cause I'm
You
a
ain't
Raiders,
Drake,
man.
though.
Raider fan. I tell you, I love y'all, but y'all gonna let me know when I mess up. But I started doing that when I played the Raiders, man. If I don't care about everybody's opinion. If I know you okay, you can put your opinion under my stuff, because I was getting hit with that, and then a couple other stuff that I ain't gonna. You know what I mean?
Yeah, DP. That's where you set DP. That's where you set consistency.
Hey, I don't know what that's
whole lot of
What the last one? Had some shit.
You know what to expect, though.
Yeah.
Right? You know what you're getting. You
Yes.
put it out there. So anyone who's at a level and then does something different and deviates from their consistency is going to be out there ready to whack-a-mole. It's a fucking, your head pop up, I'm going to hit you. You drop down, you do something a little different, we're going to hit you. So if you're consistent, you're good, right? And it's consistently bad, consistently putting shit out there, but the day you do something a little different. And so if LeBron's doing something a little different and getting irritated, well, yeah, you're going to get hit.
Hey, you know the one that really got me though? I had to say, I posted my kids, motherfucker on there. But your fat ass gave him a fucking sack last Sunday. I'm like, God
Then that's
damn,
what
under
you-
my
then
kids.
that's
I'm
what
like,
you
man,
get.
let me just. I said, man,
That's
I
what
had
you
a whole
get.
bunch of
That's what social
porn
media
on
is.
there. And it was on a picture of
They
my kids.
reckless.
And I was like, man, let me just.
They
Hey,
reckless.
that was my
Built for
my
social
breaking
media.
point still.
Fact.
You gotta know yourself.
I ain't
It
built
was a
for
beautiful
it.
picture of me and the kid. I think it was like Christmas pictures.
A beautiful picture.
You know, towards the end of the season, Christmas pictures of family and shit.
Oh, shit.
And I had fans just
Dog.
I ain't built for it.
Dog,
dog.
all I'm gonna
I ain't
say
built
is
for it.
Knuckles turn red.
Like,
I
man,
think
I
his
said,
knuckles turn
man,
red.
I went to settings. I said, yeah, let me just.
Let me fade to black.
You
been
good
Turn the comments off. Turn the comments off.
I've been good ever since. Dog. Like, man.
Dog, I'm gonna say this. Anybody who gets on social media and doesn't expect to get dirty, you're dumb.
It's reckless.
Like it's
They
for
reckless.
that. It is for the back of the class to finally be heard. Like we all grew up in a world where you sat in the front with your apple for the teacher and you're the teacher's pet. Then you sat in the middle because you're like, I want to be a little cool, but I also want to learn. And then the back of the class like, fuck this. I ain't here for this. I'll talk to you later. Holla. Get your GED. Go to continuation. Go to the community college.
These are all
I'm off the
continuation
course.
people, yeah.
And look, I'm not, like, this is why I don't care if people don't care. Like, dog, I saw you. You didn't care. People are, oh man, I'm from here, and it was the hood, and we didn't have no money and a resource. I was like, nah, you went straight to the back to act a fool every time in the same classroom where somebody became a valedictorian. So you didn't want it. It's okay. But now they ain't gotta want it because they got it. They have it. They could get you now. They can grade higher than you based on the likes, retweets, shares of a post.
Yeah.
So you got to just put on your big boy pants, big girl pants, whoever you are, and walk through it. But here's the problem. LeBron wants to walk through it and stay pristine and stay clean, stay wet and white. It ain't going to work, dog, ever.
LeBron.
But John, what you said is it's not even if LeBron says the right things, wrong things, stays the course.
It don't matter.
You can post a wedding picture
And they still
like,
go
that's who
go
you
in
married?
on LeBron.
Like
Yes.
That's where we at? That's what we doing? Like dog,
I-
there's no winning.
I think LeBron is the only mega superstar I've ever seen that looks for validation from outside sources. I've never seen it. Jordan did not give up whatever. Kobe didn't care.
It's not fair. They didn't have
I
it.
know people
Different
right
time.
now.
You gotta understand
Jay-Z
that,
is
though.
current, and he don't give up about what people say.
Good point.
I'm same level of that. Tiger Woods. I mean, it's the same level.
They are old.
They're not. LeBron's 4,900, whatever it is.
And Steph gets it on his pages. Like
I think Steph learned a valuable lesson that LeBron didn't learn. So it's weird. Look, this is a great comparison. So LeBron and Savannah versus
Yep.
Steph and
Aisha.
So Aisha used to step in it.
Yep, for a minute.
Aisha messed up Steph's name.
Stayed
that was
in
perfect.
it. Stayed in
And
it.
there was a moment of truth somewhere behind the scenes where she learned real quick.
This is
stop
we ain't
playing.
gonna do this. We ain't gonna do
But
this.
that ain't the same for LeBron and Savannah because she's never stepped in it.
'Cause
So
she
I think
never
LeBron
stepped
was like,
in it.
we got this. We good. We gonna be the ones. And then, wow. But I think he needed that learning lesson. like Steph.
Yeah.
But still, you gotta look at it too. Me and you aren't on Bron and Steph's level, but we talking here. You handle things different than I handle things.
Yeah.
You take criticism different than I handle criticism.
Yeah,
They're
big
two
time.
different people. You gotta understand they have two different personalities.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like I wish I could handle some stuff like you say you do.
And
I
I
wish I
wish-
could
I
put
wish I had
my
some of that
mentality in
gangster
some
you
of the
had
stuff that you do. Like
sometimes.
some of the stuff you say.
I get it.
I be thinking about it. Like I was on a road race thing the other day. I thought about the shit we said in here. I said, man, I'm gonna let this motherfucker go. And I let that motherfucker go.
I'm glad
I
you
wanted
didn't beat
to
him up,
win.
DP.
Hey, whoever you are out there, you better be thankful.
Evolve.
But no, I've been doing that a lot though in life though. But you gotta understand, everybody's different. Everybody handles things different. Like you handle stuff different. We were both in the same spotlight. We both play. Hatch handle stuff different than both of us. Too.
Both of
You
us.
know
I
what I'm
definitely
saying?
ain't handle
So
like y'all
everybody-
two. I know that. I can't. No, I would
But
never.
you gotta look
Like,
at that
look.
too. And you gotta look at that too.
where
They're
they
two
at?
different people. And Bron's at a stage where I just feel like Bron's at a stage where like you said too. What more can I do?
I look, the way that I criticize LeBron is like, dog, you playing with social media. You went to the back of the class. You think they gonna learn something? Yeah. You think you gonna teach them something? You stupid. Get out the class. Yeah. Go to the front or go get your own.
Go sit down in the front and get away from the dudes talking.
Yes.
When the teacher says the whole back row talking, get out. You
Yeah.
go into the detention just with them kids.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. One of my college coaches, Brent Guy, he was only there for a little bit. But when he came in, he changed stuff around, and he made us sit in the front of the class. And it was my last 2 years of college. And I ain't gonna lie, me sitting in front of the class, like I really paid attention. I really started like learning a lot more. Not because I was
Shocker.
seriously, and it really helped. It really helped me out. But you know, it's crazy how somebody had to force me to do that, and I ended up graduating with a 3.0.
Dog, first of all,
3.0.
all right, people don't know how long I've known you. Like, I knew you before you was in the league.
Before
you had a
my
3.0.
cousin went to high school with
I
him.
knew his cousin. So she was like, my cousin is balling. And, you know, this is no slight, but I hear that a lot. Like, you know, and I'm like, let me see your cousin. And they're like, oh, yo, your cousin balling. And so I was like, connect us. Like, because I know he going to end up making it. And then, like, when he get there, whatever I went through, if I had 100 mistakes, I want him to have 90.
Yep.
Like, so I literally, and he's not the only dude, but I really, like, connected with these dudes that were in college going to the pros. And I was like, hang with me, and I'm going to just show you what this is so you can make better decisions. So I've known him forever, and it's so funny to hear him, like, talk about how crazy that stuff still was.
You always, one thing about Sal, too, he always got back. No matter what, he always got back, man. Even if it took a little time, he always going to get back. Hey, I was busy. You know, always return the calls, man. Was always there every time I saw him and
The
stuff.
camps. Oh, shut your shit.
But the bad thing about,
Stop it.
but the bad thing about,
I don't know if
You
he
be
can
talking
always
about being on
get
that
back
show?
with you.
I did it once too. But one thing too about Marcel too, he got me in the freaking cars though. Because I remember I used to be on Crenshaw and Beverly Hills. Marcel had that Phantom, and he had the old school. He always had something.
one?
Nice.
Six
I remember
straight
first time I
Chevrolet,
had.
ragtop
I remember first time I had
Impala, top
something
dollar.
nice, and I pulled up on. We were somewhere. I saw Sal. I was like, "Sal, you gotta come outside, see my whip. See my whip." I remember. I was so excited. We were somewhere. He said, "Like, nigga, club ain't no. Nigga, you got whenever you leave, let me know because you gotta see what I got outside." It was just an excitement because I was
You're
growing up
excited
seeing
right
them.
now.
He's like, I'm ready now. He's like, I'm ready now.
Excited, dog. I like it.
I can't talk to you. And these are the lessons we learned. Like, okay. All right, let's give LeBron some love. He eclipsed 50,000 points.
Yeah.
He been surpassed Kareem as the all-time scorer. And look, sometimes we got to slow down and realize and respect.
Yes.
LeBron is a deferring pass-first phenom, gangster GOAT basketball player who becomes the all-time scorer. And what was it, 38,000, 39,000?
Kareem was
That
what,
world?
38,000? Yeah.
We at 50 now, dog. Come on, Terry. Tell me how great this is.
How crazy
I mean,
is it?
it's a once in a lifetime thing, and I think what's happening with LeBron is like
Can I stop you right now?
Yeah.
They said that about Kareem.
Yes.
But go ahead.
Once in a lifetime.
They
that means,
did say that.
That means saying nobody else is ever going to do it the rest of the.
Yeah, they said no one's going to break Kareem's record. But talk to me. Talk to me.
What I'm saying is that what it is, and we were talking about him hanging out in the back of the class. I think what happened with LeBron, he's going to the front of the class, and he's getting the same stuff. In the front of the class is the Will Burns or the ESPNs. So I think that's what he's frustrated, and that they're an easy target to reply to because, you know, they know those shots are coming for them from him. Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, we got to respect LeBron. This is the crazy stuff, crazy, respectful, amazing career from a pass-first player who played the game the right way, quote-unquote the right way, making the pass when people thought he shouldn't have, but it was the right basketball play. I respect that. His game and his intelligence as well. So.
You ever think he feels trapped? Oh, I got to hear that. But
it's Cap because when LeBron didn't take some of those open shots early in his career, everybody was saying, "Oh, you don't shoot enough." Everybody was saying so. Everybody didn't say we loved what LeBron was doing.
But he knew that was the right play, and that's all that mattered to him.
Yeah, that's my point. Exactly. Okay. But everybody didn't like LeBron right 5, 10, 15 years ago because of that. Now that he has 50,000, we love him and we support him. Yeah, but you didn't always support his style of basketball.
He was my favorite player.
Stephen A. even flipped. Stephen A. flipped. He said, okay, we got to respect this. This is insane. After 50,000, even after last week when he was criticizing him because of the media takes and how sensitive he sounded, Stephen A. said, look, I know how this sounds a week later of me clowning this dude, but he just got 50,000 points, y'all. Let's stop playing with it. So I'm hearing y'all.
Hold on a second. That's not what Stephen A. said.
Oh, okay.
A couple days ago, he came out and said, "Wait, why is LeBron having his Clutch Sports media guys come after me?"
That was a week ago.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said.
And then he flipped.
Then he flipped.
Oh, did he? Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out because that was before the 50,000.
I literally laid that out. Just,
Yeah.
Did I?
UGK. He kind of said that exact.
I gotta say that exact thing. I literally like
exactly.
There's nothing else I said but that.
But quietly, Marcellus, all LeBron has to do is just keep being LeBron because I'm from Chicago. I'm from the south side of Chicago. When I was in Chicago until I left, I went to almost every Bulls game.
What year?
And I am a diehard Michael Jordan, GOAT, everything.
Those years.
But let me tell you, My mind is changing.
My mind's telling
And
me no.
I think now I'm thinking, well, that's a whole nother story. But now I'm thinking maybe there's a different category. LeBron is probably the greatest, but he's probably not the best player. I think,
that's always that
I think
combo.
Jordan is the
Yep.
best player.
Yep.
I think LeBron, and I can't even fake the funk. LeBron is how could he not be the greatest basketball player ever?
Yeah. Look, they have it in the NFL all the time.
it's-
John Elway, Dan Marino's
Right.
the best quarterback ever.
Right.
Whatever you want. Peyton Manning's the best quarterback for me. But Brady's the GOAT. Like, stop
Right.
playing.
Stop
the
playing.
greatest is Brady.
right. I can't-
But the best, it ain't Brady.
I can't deny LeBron anymore.
Right.
LeBron has had the
And for him
greatest career.
for him to be doing it on such a high level right now at this is insane.
He's legit in the MVP talks, which is crazy.
How much he takes care of his body? How much he takes care of his body?
And look, beyond taking care of your body, because there's a lot of healthy players at the end of their career who ain't that good. Like,
Right.
like he takes care of his body to give him the potential to be that good.
And he's
but
still that
he's
good.
still that good. Like,
He's
I don't
still
care
that
how
good.
healthy I was and was not. The good started to wane a little bit. Like, damn, dog. Like you athletes, we noticed it first, and we the last
Lost
to
a
admit
step.
it.
I started
Lost
going
a
back to my
step.
technique a lot.
Yeah.
When I got older, like, I started relying on my technique a lot because I couldn't do stuff
Physically.
that I did with my athletic ability. Like, I was not jump setting when I got older.
Well,
Oh,
not
that's
only
what
that,
he
but
does
your
now.
mind doesn't take you to the same place when you're older that it does when you're younger.
Oh, my
your
mind
Your mind
your
gets better.
Your mind,
OG.
yeah, but your
OG,
mind
my
also
still
pulls
thought
off.
It could. It thought it could, but
When you
I
get
got out
old,
there and
as
tried
you
it,
get older, your
Mind is outpacing your body. Your body
it's-
can't keep up.
that's right.
Your mind's like, dog, go there.
That's right.
And
Your
you're
body's
like,
like,
body's
I
like,
tried.
I was
nope.
trying to explain it. Yep, exactly.
Yep.
Because your mind consistently keeps growing.
Yeah.
Your body declines.
Yeah, remember we
physically
talked
you're
about that
declining.
though. How we
Directions.
long elevators. You start your career with your physical elevator at the top, and you start it with your mental elevator at the bottom. And
yep.
then it's like, where do they meet? That's your prime. And so for LeBron, what's insane is his prime has been 20 years. Like he came in the league like this.
Yeah.
Like 19, 20
Yeah, he
points.
came
He's
but like-
always had a prime.
Yeah, he's
He's
always
always been in prime.
And I don't care what allegations y'all try to throw on him, unless y'all give me, and then people be sending me receipts. I'm like, dog, I don't want to see that shit. Like, I don't know if that's real or not. Point being, LeBron James has done something that everybody wish their son could do in a million lifetimes, right? Which is be anticipated, outdo the expectations, and still have longevity and a brighter future after you do what you just did that was insanely great.
Yeah, I think that's the
mean,
that's the number one
That's-
I guess caveat that I personally give him. I think to be that high on the board in the world at 18 and handle it the right way from our perspective.
Thank you.
That's
Keep
what
going,
it
man.
has nothing to do
Savannah's
with-
still here.
Has nothing to do with basketball for me personally. It's just a great character thing, and because I've never seen that done in sports.
Russell
Never.
Wilson couldn't go one contract without dumping his.
I mean, no, I'm
And
serious.
this motherfucker LeBron, like Russell Wilson gonna be on 2-3 teams, and that's Russell Wilson who's a beast.
He's a
He got
good-
Sierra, he landed on his feet, right? But the point
Did
is,
you see his first wife?
Stop.
Talk about it. Talk about it. Thank you.
I mean, everybody on draft day was like 5, 4, 3, 2. Not yet. 1. You gonna go to what? She was too eager. It wasn't even her look. I could ride with the
was a
look.
look.
I've seen worse in the locker room. I've not seen worse in terms of like. What was your completion percentage? You better call that shit down. I knew when that scream was too loud. I was like, oh yeah, she gonna be way too pumped for this.
But I gotta give Brian a lot of respect because I failed my marriage while I was in a career.
Hold on,
And,
slow it down. You've been married and divorced, huh?
Yeah, definitely have. And
How long were you married?
shit, I don't even remember, 4 years, I think.
That's part of the problem.
I
don't even remember.
Definitely was. I was.
What was her name? I
was a
forgot.
big. I was a big part of the problem too myself, though. But like
we
he says,
know.
the way LeBron handled this in this public eye with all this money and everything, and still kept his family together. Got a beautiful daughter he's raising. Set a great example. And like you said, we haven't heard.
You don't care about his sons?
anything. No, yeah, beautiful
Okay.
daughter's sons too, and he set a great example because I'm trying to lead my son in the same way. Like I'm trying to get my boy going, man. You know,
I know, I
I'm trying
love
to get
that.
him going. Like we got workouts tonight at 6 o'clock. You know? So I'm trying to get him going. My big ass got to get out there too. You know, so but
best.
I gotta give him credit though, cause like you said,
Because we know what that road looks like, even if we on a different road, different lane, different path.
Because if I know what temptations I got, I can't imagine what temptations Brian getting.
People like, dog. I'm
know
like,
what I'm saying?
if my little
Exactly. That's
DN
what I'm saying.
looking ass,
My little shit. Like,
dog,
I can't imagine what
it
Brian
was
is.
overwhelming.
Shit.
I would walk in the spot, and it was my spot. I'm like, imagine if I was LeBron. I wouldn't even go to the spot because what am I doing is so obvious what this is going to turn into. That is insane.
And we talked about it last show where you talked about that girl on the sideline who was looking at him and then he kind of like looked over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He lives a life of that.
And that's right.
And he has navigated it perfectly.
Perfectly.
That's
He has a great team. He has a great team
his
around him.
frustration.
Circle tight.
That's probably
Yeah, I was
probably
about to say it's a great team around
his
him.
frustration. Like I checked every box with an A+, and y'all still got shit. To
And you
say
still
about
got
me.
something
like,
to say.
I got A+ across the board.
I got perfect
There's nothing you can say
SATs.
about this.
I can't get into your school with perfect SATs.
That's right.
and straight A's.
That's also why he shouldn't care. Because if you know you've done everything right,
No, that's
why you?
You-
At that point, you know what it is. Like you know this hate that's gonna come.
No.
I know I've checked every box.
No,
He
you're
cares about
wrong.
A+.
You're wrong. Let's talk about this. Let's get this out. This is an interesting conversation lane. Michael Jordan was not perfect. Now, we know that, but it wasn't presented that way, right? So it was presented in a way that kind of took care of him in his indiscretions, whether it was gambling, partying, that stuff, right? Like, no one can get away with that now, right? So if you're LeBron in 03 draft, right? 03. LeBron is thinking, I got the chance to be the GOAT. The way to be the GOAT is not just to outplay Jordan, outreign Jordan. It's to outdo Jordan. And then social media comes and said, I give you the loudest megaphone. You can broadcast it and do more. So I could get into politics. Jordan didn't, right? I can win over the people in real time. Jordan didn't even care. So then it turns into I can check more boxes than Jordan because he didn't even have these boxes that existed. So when your mind is convinced of that, and I'm sure LeBron did, that's why he hired all his boys. That's why he said, keep my circle tight. He said, we going to attack this. I'm going to do my own media company. He's like, I'm going to present my own message. So you literally with full intent is trying to check boxes that weren't even present or that he didn't check. And then you do it. Finish line. And you look, and then you're like, where's the medal stand? Where's my gold medal? And they're like,
Stop looking for validation.
no, that's not fair. Listen,
I got
because
something for you, though.
okay, because let me sum it up. Because he's like, I did all of the things that he didn't do, he didn't want to do, or he couldn't do. And y'all still gonna do on me?
Because you're
we got problems.
But it all starts with winning in sports. In America, it all starts with winning.
Facts.
If you take him to China and all, right, it's over the world. They look at Americans because you won rings, right? Tiger and Jordan, they won so you could go be a global name, which he's a global name, but he's not as big as those guys, right? But when you start with winning, that's where it starts and ends with sports. He won all the other stuff, right? Doing the school and all. I agree, he won with all that, right? But he didn't win the sport that he's in sport.
He didn't keep the main thing. The main thing.
Who, in your opinion, who has a better reputation or gets less hate, Jordan or LeBron?
Jordan.
Okay, so you played right into what I said and argued against yourself. Because my point was, LeBron has done everything right, as you said, A pluses across the board. He shouldn't care. You said you're wrong for that, but then right after that, you said Jordan didn't care. But now think about it. Jordan didn't care. He didn't pay attention to none of that, but he has the better reputation. So it goes right back to what I said.
From media, not from people who know. People who know.
Yeah,
People
let's
know
be
that's
careful.
It's
Let's
a
be
much
careful
smaller
of
percentage
saying
of the people that know than the general public.
No. Jordan.
No,
Jordan
people know
was,
Jordan's a-
Jordan
is
was
a
The general
blessed.
public looks at Jordan as
Way
like
better.
God.
He has a higher Q rating than LeBron, and they're both high. But look, Jordan benefited from it. Wasn't even a conversation. It wasn't even an opportunity,
Right.
and he benefited from that because his transgressions, whatever they are, wouldn't have been exposed. They would have been exposed if he was in LeBron's era.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: let's be careful of saying you don't care versus I ain't get caught, because we can care.
Don't acknowledge, I should say.
Yeah, you're right. No, Jordan didn't acknowledge stuff that he cared about.
Right.
Because he was just like, what's the point? I'm going to get killed if I do, killed if I don't. LeBron didn't learn that lesson. Right. LeBron learned the lesson of I'm going to show them I care, and then they're going to care for me because I care. He thought, like, he came at it with a more humanistic approach.
Yeah.
And we
Was not going to happen.
Send him to the slaughterhouse. Yeah. And that's what's crazy. Like, I actually like LeBron better how he handled his career than Jordan.
Yeah, he's a better person.
Even though Jordan is going to benefit.
A better person.
It's the same as our world.
100%.
It's our world now. How many times do they reward the hood message from us? I went through all this hell and then I made it. Versus a guy who's just a valedictorian, pianist, academic decathlete. And we don't, that dude, we don't even want to hear it. He got 18 followers. Yeah. And then a dude,
the dude who's on the street.
And then Big Meech. Yeah. Sorry, respect. Don't do it. But Big Meech is like, he come out like, where Big Meech at? And I'm like, this world is fucking backwards.
You know, what's the skinny dude, the skinny black dude that's talking crazy right
Charleston
now?
White.
You can never put me in that category. But that people follow
NARPS for the win.
NARPS for the win, man.
Y'all ain't win nothing.
For the win.
Oh, double win. Came back with a kick on your head.
But yeah, the stuff that he's saying is so blasphemous, right? It's just like, I think that's what the world wants to see.
He even says that his whole persona is, I wore a suit and tie and talked articulate and was up in Congress and at the White House and doing the right things. And y'all didn't give me nothing. So now I'm going to talk to you like you want to hear it.
and
then
everybody's
inside
on
of this medicine going to be the candy. Inside this candy, I'm going to be the medicine I want to give you. Oh, I love that. All right, let's give one more basketball conversation. It's fair due. Unrivaled. Can't say I've watched any of the games. Can't say I will watch any of the games. I don't look. I only got so much time. If it ain't the best of the best, I ain't watching that. Look, if anybody think that's gender or you misogynist, shut up. I don't watch boxing when they ain't fighting nobody that's good. Fuck that. Like I ain't got enough time to watch some the JV versus JV or JV versus varsity. Let me know when it's top dog versus top dog, right? So Unrivaled, whatever it is out there, and they're making more money than even the WNBA. What's our response to Unrivaled? Are we interested? Are we gonna watch it? Or are we just like, what y'all doing? Y'all eating your own. Oh, this is not topic. This is not topic 7, y'all. Y'all can talk.
To be honest, regardless of how it sounds, the only reason why I would watch the WNBA is because I have a daughter, and I want her to be able to see that. And if she wants to play basketball, because she's really into it now. If she wants to play, I want her to see.
Can you rephrase that? You're not watching because you have a daughter. You're watching because you want her to watch with you.
No. I said exactly how I meant it.
Ooh!
I'm watching it because I have a daughter.
Skinny black man.
I'm trying to be clear because I don't understand it. Because it's like I want to watch with my daughter because I want my daughter to watch what she can be one day type of conversation.
How you worded it was a little different because how you worded it made it seem like I was. No,
you can't lease his word.
No, because he's asking a question, so I'm explaining how I meant it versus how he said it.
Golly,
how he said it is more. It seems to me, it sounds like I'm into it, so I want to bring her in so that she can enjoy it too.
It was
to
the
look
other
at.
way.
Okay, so that's why I'm
trying to.
What is in that cup? Is it? What's not? You don't have a cup there.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm.
You're doing it for her.
Right, he's saying like I'm leading her to it.
No.
I'm not. See, because that's how you took it too.
Damn,
right?
You New York dudes are.
We both just said it the same way.
Yeah, both of you. Like,
no.
It sounds like you,
all right.
I'm not leading her to it.
Right, and I never said the word.
Right.
Okay.
I'm just giving the images there because she likes basketball.
She likes representation.
Yeah.
That's yes. So I'm giving her that.
Scared
like,
ass
you like
daughter.
basketball.
No scared ass daughter you raising. Oh baby, you can do it too. Why?
Keep that same energy with Orion.
I don't show her nothing talking about you can do it.
If she like basketball, why wouldn't I show her girls playing basketball?
That's her mama. Me, I'm like, you like basketball? Let's go. I don't want to. What if there's no girls out there?
I do both. I do both.
You can't be both.
No, I'm saying I take it to
serve two gods.
I'm saying I take it to see the guys too.
Which one's your God? If your God is baby, you want it, go get it. My mama said, you are enough. I grew up in a neighborhood where they said, dog, nobody do that. I was like, well, I ain't asked nobody. I'm about to do it because I want to do it. I'm just saying.
So you're more about action doing it than showing
I'm
somebody.
really being funny, but it's serious. We need to stop looking for representation because there's no pioneers created out of representation. You will never be a pioneer if you wait for somebody to do it first.
Yeah, but that's two different
When
arguments.
someone does it first, then everyone else can
Believes
come and do
they
it,
can
right?
Oh
do
yeah,
it.
because there's a lot of followers, and I'm not raising no followers.
Well, no, it's not a follower.
Yes,
It's
it is.
Somebody, no, mentally.
It's the mental.
guy who ran the 4-minute mile.
Nope. You're gonna go there.
I know.
But
you
wait,
know,
wait,
right?
that.
That's
what it is.
But as soon as somebody does it, then somebody's done it. Now
everybody in the
you
world
No, hold
believes
on.
it. We all
Who did he
believe it.
have to look to do it?
Nobody.
No,
Well, that's what I'm raising. I'm raising him, not
look,
him.
Him.
But look,
You want to do it? Hey, don't do this.
I
This is
totally
my
agree,
lane.
But here's where I got to stop
raising
you.
There
him,
are
not them.
less you in the world than there
Well,
are
good.
everyone else.
Wait,
That's
here-
better.
here's where I gotta
the
stop
gates to
you.
heaven are narrow and few come between.
Here's where I got to
God
stop
dang
you.
it, I'm ready for it.
I got to
I
stop
don't
you
wanna
here
be
because
one of y'all.
you jumped the gun and then you changed the narrative.
I know.
Hold on.
And I won,
but
too.
wait, no, you
The
didn't.
world-
You
No,
won.
You didn't win.
You won.
I'm gonna tell you,
You won
why.
your own narrative.
I'm
It
gonna
was
tell
only
you
you.
why he didn't win
hijacked.
because you changed the narrative.
I hijacked it.
Looking
I know.
at representation and looking for representation is two different things.
Ooh.
I said looking
How
at.
stuff?
I said looking at. You said looking for.
I know what I did.
I don't have to take her there to look for it, but because it exists, I'm letting her see that it exists.
Yeah.
I know.
It's not like, oh, you have to watch them so you can do it. No, it's like you do it. Look at them; they do it too. That's
Look,
two different. That's two different.
I don't
conversations.
want my son learning to pull no drive-bys. I know what I did. I hijacked it just to get you going, and I got you going. Look,
That's that
it's
media
good.
training.
Yeah.
That boy good.
That boy good. No.
Good and terrible.
No, you're right. You're right. Look, my wife does it, and that's why I married my wife, because I wouldn't do it that way.
That's the
I'm
only
raising
reason?
him, and she's going to raise them. And I'm like, we going to come at it from both angles, because not everyone built like me. My worst attribute literally is I think the world thinks like me. Literally. My
nobody thinks
I'm
like
glad you
no one
acknowledge that. That's true.
Yeah, my godmother told me that at 18, and I didn't believe her. Now I know it. I literally look at things like, forget that wall. I'm running through it, and everybody else like, I'm gonna run around it. I'm gonna scale
Over
it.
it, yep.
You know,
Under
and
it.
I respect that. That's beautiful. But and it's funny you said Araya. Somebody said Araya, because Araya is the one that is the follower of my kids. She's the one who's the toughest, but also the most scared. Like my Olivia is him.
It's the youngest one.
Yeah, she don't give a damn. I would tell her no. That's more of a yes, right? But Araya's gonna fit in first. She goes to every practice and wants to just go with the group. I'm like, you can dominate the group. I'll wait for them to get better. Like, she's just that person. So I totally get. I was just playing. I totally get what you were saying. Shut up. I gotta get sentimental or something. So nobody watching Arrival, right? Because none of our daughters going to the WNBA. No, for real. Why we ain't watching Arrival? What's wrong?
Because the talent is low.
I know.
And
it's
not a great
full
brand.
To the talent
Not a
flow,
great
the best
brand
players
yet.
are in the league. Take Caitlin
Just because-
aside. Asia Wilson's in there, right?
Angel Wilson. Oh, she is. Asia Wilson is.
I'm pretty sure Asia Wilson
Is she? First of all, Angel Reese. Second of all, Aja Wilson. Is
sorry,
she in it?
Aja.
Yeah, no, I do it with the track because it is an Asia in track.
If you're the best athlete in your neighborhood, does that mean you're the best? Period.
No.
No.
All right, so you talking
bigger
about
brand.
You can't say they're not good because there's other good players in there. Yeah, but the bar is low, so they're the best of what's there. That doesn't mean they're the best. So there's
Who's
a difference.
watched any games? Be real.
ESPN highlights.
Right, because they're the best.
Because no, and that's the proof. Eugene, if we get to this place in our world, we'll be better off together. We are wired to only want to compete against the best, but we're also wired where we want the most by doing the least. Human beings.
That's horrible.
That's why we gotta get conditions, socialize.
yeah.
Parenting matters. Because
Yes,
if not, you leave
yes.
us to our own devices. Shit, I ain't doing nothing. Kids got to be trained to do something, right?
Yes.
So I'm looking at Arrival like, I just got into the WNBA.
Yeah,
I love college girls basketball.
Yep.
Don't trip. I'll watch me a UConn game quick. The WNBA, I see a few
You're
of y'all.
starting to get there.
And then y'all gonna throw another one at me?
Right, it's too much.
Oversaturated. It's going to be oversaturated.
too
because
soon.
again,
Too
you're
soon?
watering down the product that is not even the product that we're ready for. At this
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah.
Because I'm still watching 3 missed layups in the WNBA and still
Yes.
forgiving them.
Yeah.
But now you're going to throw some more at me. I just think that was I think that was a smart business play by somebody.
By somebody, because they're going to eventually get bought out by the WNBA. Goes back to the AFL, NFL type of merger, blah, 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 blah.
But that wasn't good for the game of women's basketball because.
Plus, we're in the middle of college season.
I know.
Where you have some good rivalries and some good players.
Yeah. Okay, last thing. Oh, no, sorry, go
But
ahead.
as an athlete, you want to see that. As a fan, maybe
what?
not. But as an athlete, like the 3-on-3, right? You want to see unrivaled because it gives you motivation. Because if there wasn't D1, D2, D3, all the levels, they're all competing as hard as they can. And like I know my son's not going to play at top level, right? But he can still compete at a level where he can compete, and it's still fun for him. It's still fun for him to win. Right? He still
Have
wants
you
to
watched,
win.
Mr. Michigan, have you watched a Division III football game from beginning to end?
No, my son actually would watch like guys in Michigan, a college Albion. He'd watch them. I'm like, on his iPad, I'm like, he's watching guys in wheelchairs playing basketball. He loved basketball, and he's just watching them play because he likes the competition. And if he knows he can't compete at the top level, that's a deterrent if he can't
there's
make
more.
it,
There's
right?
more of those people watching that thing because you can't compete.
Right.
there.
He
Yeah, I
wants
see what
to
you're saying.
compete at the level he can compete at and still win and play. Because him on the field, he's playing to win, not to be at the top level of the best. And otherwise, he'd be demotivated to play at all.
But that's not what
That's a
this.
great
That's not
point.
what this is.
Okay.
These are still.
But that's a great
these
point.
are still the top players playing to make
But
more
they're
money
not.
in a different league.
Yeah,
But they're
it's a
saying
whole
they're not
different-
the top
But
players.
they are.
Yeah, they're not
Yeah.
saying we're D2. They're saying we D1 like
It is
y'all, but
D1.
we're
different D1.
our own super conference.
Right.
And people are like, y'all not so super.
Yeah, the XFL.
The only one not playing is
yeah,
Caitlin Clark.
It's a different game. It's a
Yeah, it's the women. Look, they're still being subsidized by the NBA, and they're like, "Yo, with our growth spurt, like anybody, the freshman on campus is the dumbest, even though they feel they're the smartest because they just learned something, right? Like we've all been there where I figured it out, and it's like WNBA." Crawl before you walk.
WNBA is sophomore. You know what sophomore means? Wise fool. So you know just enough to be dangerous.
Yes.
And that's where they are. That's what's happening right now. That's not a B league. This is just another league.
Another A league.
You know what I mean?
But
it's,
I mean,
but
but
it's
they
just
would
not
want to be
interesting.
compared to the NBA because NBA is the top league, right? you
And
get
that's
too
why I
much
don't think we
comparison.
watch WNBA the same unless Caitlin Clark playing.
Right.
It's because we're just wired to only want to watch the best. We don't watch the men's JV game. Go to your local high school and go to the JV game. There's 97 people there, and they all family.
If that.
Right.
That's a lot of
Okay,
people
you're
for
right.
97.
7 or 9. Okay. They're all parents. And they're all parents. Then when the
boys
varsity
come in.
show up,
The band come in
Everybody,
and
yeah.
everything. Yeah.
can't even go to the concession stand. Can't go to the bathroom.
I don't know about Hutch High School, but our high
Hatch,
school, we
nigga.
got Hatch High School. I don't know about Hatch High School, but we got about
All right,
50
what's in
people
these
at the,
cups? What the fuck is
we got about 50 people at our JV game.
Oh,
Okay.
y'all
you're-
I will
trash.
say about Unrivaled. The few times I did watch it, right? The WNBA next season might have more talent. You see Angel Reese out there taking threes. Looks like she can shoot a little bit now.
No, it does
right? I mean, her shot's not the prettiest, but she's making them,
Yeah,
right?
she's
Right? She's getting better.
she's
What's her last name? I think her last name's Collier
That is a
with the
beautiful
Lynx.
woman.
She was scoring 30 points a game in WNBA. She's in that league playing an Unrivaled too, right? You might see a better product because these players are playing right now.
Okay,
They're
let me
playing
ask
3
you
on
this,
3.
UGK. Do you compare Unrivaled to the WNBA? Do you compare the WNBA to the NBA? Because I only have so much basketball time in my life.
Right.
So I'm watching the best basketball, and it's not gender-based. Because women's tennis they will get my attention before men's tennis at times. Who's playing? Oh, I'm watching them women. And only track is the
Women's
only other
track,
sport.
yeah. I watch
Outside
women's
of that,
track,
once I run my best conversation in my own head, if it goes man or women, 90% of the time it's for the man. Are you comparing them to the WNBA or to the men?
I'd rather have my kid, Nate, watch the WNBA Unrivaled. It's better fundamental basketball.
Oh,
It's
wow.
better for learning the right game.
What does that really mean?
You don't see. So they're actually passing, cutting, doing taking layups versus dunking. My kids can't dunk, right? I hope my kid may never dunk in his lifetime. So what can he do? good angles to the basket, take
Yeah,
that layup,
yeah.
take that jumper. They're still utilizing the mid-range game in the WNBA. It's
Do
more fundamental
not the
game.
men don't take good angles when they're dunking?
That 3-on-3 is actually harder than 5-on-5. Like
Unrivaled
if you ever play in the
3-on-3.
park,
Yeah, yeah,
3-on-3
yeah.
is harder.
But don't they run a full court 3-on-3?
Hey, not half court. I'm undefeated. 3-on-3 half court. I'm undefeated.
No, it's full court. It's full court.
It's full court. That's what I'm saying. They
Full
run a
court.
full
I'm done. Hey, full court. I'm
Donald,
done.
keep
3-on-3
drinking,
half
dog.
court.
Keep drinking, dog.
I'm undefeated.
Yeah, because you don't need to move. You just stay in the paint all day.
Right, you don't move.
He
No,
is
it's
not-
full court. It's
Exactly.
full court.
He is never running a full court 3-on-3. Let me just tell you one thing I know
Hey,
in life.
he's not even driving a full court 3-on-3.
Never.
None of them fresh whips he had. No. So I hate it because I'm ignorant. I hate when I hear women play more fundamentally sound
Even
basketball.
college men's more fundamental than NBA. College men's basketball is better fundamental basketball.
I swear, I just think they pass way more.
Wait.
Because
Hold up.
they
Time out, please.
nobody
Time out.
can-
They run plays.
Marcellus,
better
time out.
players in NBA
Gee, why
too.
would you say that? That is so. That is
There's
just
that heat.
that is not true at all.
What, college men's versus NBA?
Yeah. What do you the best of college men play in the NBA?
Within a
not-
system
I know
in
what you're
college,
saying.
though.
What do you
I know what you're
There's
saying.
Nobody.
To it, though. There's some truth.
No,
It's
there
more
isn't.
fundamental because there's less talent.
It's just being more basic doesn't mean it's more
I'm not talking
fundamental.
basic. I'm not talking basic.
But there's less talent in college than it is in the NBA. So
Everybody
there's
in the
more
NBA
fundamentals to make the
understands-
game move.
Everybody in the NBA understands and executes the fundamentals better than everybody in college.
True.
Right,
That
but
is ridiculous. That is
But you have
absolutely
a
not
higher
true.
level of talent in the NBA, so you have guys that can just go and take over and do everything themselves. It's not like that on every college team. A lot of college teams don't have the guy that can just take over,
You
so they
need to
have to
have
be
backdoor
fundamentally
cuts, you need to
sound
have-
as a team to get that win.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean the fundamentals are better.
Across the board.
No, it doesn't.
He
It
said it's
just
more
means-
fundamental. It doesn't mean it's better. It's more fundamental.
So
Listen,
if you're showing a 9-year-old what
Listen,
good basketball
watching-
looks like,
watching-
you're going to show them the Boston Celtics over, let's say, Michigan State or UCLA men's basketball?
of course.
Do you think Boston Celtics is better fundamental? Not
Of
fundamental, that's
course
not the right
I
word,
do.
but learning the
Of
proper
course.
way to play
Of
as a
course.
team.
What do you mean? I mean, Pete Carrill's backdoor Princeton stuff doesn't mean that it's better than the fundamentals in the pros. They're just running
So
screens
you'd rather have
and
your
doing
son
that.
cut to, instead pass at the layup for a three-pointer.
If that's how the game is being played, and that's what your
guys are
coach
having
wants,
two different
and that's what your
conversations. I know what you're
analytics
saying,
are
but you
saying.
guys are
No,
talking about two
But the
different
fundamentals on any lower level are not better than the fundamentals on the pros in anything.
But here's the difference, because
Wow.
in college,
I agree, too,
college
but
you have
damn.
coaches that will say, "Hey, the clock is now. This is the play we're going to run." In the NBA, because you have such elite talent, there's a lot of time, but coaches don't even call a play. They're
Yeah,
like, "Get a ball to LeBron.
Yeah,
Let him figure it." Let him figure it out because he's that good. So fundamentals is out the window at that point. It's just pure skill and talent.
No, that means LeBron's fundamentals come into play,
And-
and
or
that
his-
his
or his
fundamentals
talent.
are so
Total different
great
conversation.
that he can take
But that's
over a
one-
moment.
But that's one player. I'm talking about-
And
he's
how
talking
many
about
how
the
many
team.
times does a college play actually even work?
I'll tell you.
All the
I'll-
time.
I'll
How
give you
it's
two
driven up.
examples. I'll
Works
give you two
every time.
examples.
All the time.
The Spurs in the mid to the in 2000, 2010.
50% of the
That's
time.
And I'll give you an example with the early Warriors. They all played a pretty brand of basketball. Everybody touched the ball was moving, and it was pretty to watch. It was peak basketball to see that kind of ball play on that stage. So yeah, the Spurs and the Warriors, and that's recent.
And they ran a college offense.
I mean, I don't
There's
know.
no, that's a college NBA.
That's
You know what?
a
This-
college
this-
style
this-
offense.
I'm trying to look up the definition of fundamentals, but I know the application of fundamentals. It means I give a level playing field, no matter what your talent is, where we all can have, so we can now elevate from. So fundamentals really come into play because it's always fundamentals and then it's like talent. Like that's usually the Crips and Bloods, right? So fundamentals is whatever your talent is, if you apply to these fundamentals, the fundamental part of it, that means you're actually paying attention to detail, I get the most out of you. The problem with the talent is it's the curse of the gifted.
Yeah.
When you're talented,
I don't need
and
those
look,
fundamentals.
Look, I'm not bragging. I'm just telling you. When I was 9, I was at 11. There's a trophy over there. I beat every single kid in this country in the 400. That's bragging, but I did. But the truth is, I didn't have to be fundamentally sound. And what happened is, you get older,
You got to be
You
fundamentally
better be
sound.
fundamentally sound, and that's where you get whoever. My combine and pro days were better than Hall of Famers. Don't mean I was better than them, and I wasn't, because I didn't have that fundamentally sound element. So to extract all of you, that's fundamentals. Talent means I have a higher potential, but I can't reach it without those fundamentals. So I think you're right. We had two different conversations.
Yeah, and I understand what you were saying. Whatever. To me, they're total separate conversations, right? Because again, if you're gonna talk about passing and all that, that's not even fundamentals, right? A play is a play in basketball, right? Again, if they're running it in the NBA, it's an NBA system. That's how I feel. But
What are the fundamentals
you know what
of
I'm saying?
basketball?
College system, just like in the NFL.
They just
this
pass too
college
much in
style
college.
offense. This is a college style offense that NFL teams run.
No,
right?
no, I would
Yeah.
never say that. Because even the college coach, that doesn't mean that just because he's coaching in college doesn't mean that he got it from
So Pete
college.
Carroll didn't bring in like a college style.
No,
offense when
he brought in an NFL offense because he was an NFL coach. Because
That's semantics.
that's what you're saying. That's my
No,
whole point.
I'm saying
I thought you were gonna cook hatch.
Because
Sound like your ass is
if you
eating.
because if you
I
really
cooked them
if you
earlier.
really want to
Right
know,
now it's sauteing.
right? Because again, if they stole it from somebody along the way, right? And whatever you've watched the most in over 10, 15, 20 years, that's where you got your knowledge of the game. And I guarantee Pete Carroll watched more NFL ball than college ball, and then probably 20% of that probably comes to watching youth and high school football games. That's where the most creativity comes in the sport of
He
football.
was in the pros before college. Like, it's obvious. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
This marketing and label. Oh, this is a pro system, college system. Yeah, okay. Like, it's like, dog.
Yeah.
You're. My coach told me. I remember I got clowned my rookie year. My coach was like, "What, Wiley? What the fuck you?" He was like, "What the fuck you doing?" I was like, "What?" He was like, "You know, there's only two things they could do. They could run it or pass it, and there's only 6 ways they could do it: front, back, left, right, front." Left, right, back. Shut up, stop thinking, and play ball.
Play one of those
And I was
6.
like, damn.
It's that simple.
Because you know what happens? Somebody go in motion. You think, what's this? You're like, they either going to run it or pass it. And they're going to go this way, that way, that way, that way, that way, that way. And I was like, damn. When he
Simple.
said that, he said 2-6. I was like, that's it. The rest is just a label. Like, oh, this is
All
the,
window dressing, yeah.
So let me, you know how you guys, what is fundamentals, right? I'm
Yeah,
not
let's
talking
hear it.
about set offensive formations. Some of the kids don't know where to be. Why are you standing on the baseline trying to take a shot from behind the backboard?
They don't do that in the pros? They don't.
If you're Kobe, yeah, but when
you
you're
know what?
9,
When you're 9, it's going to
literally
end
don't
up
know
bad.
where to
You
go.
know,
where
it's
to
so
be.
funny. All right, here's fundamentals. Hey, never jump in the air without knowing what your plan. Here's the pros. Jump in the air
And not
figure it
knowing
out.
the plan.
I went to the
never
game
jump.
last
No one
night
should never
because
all they do
because
is
a fundamental
I'm so
what you're saying,
good.
a fundamental person jumps in the air,
was
he
there?
comes down
You
a
were
lot
there?
quicker. It's a travel call. A talented person jumps in the air, I can hang longer and throw it back further, so it ends up working out. for the
don't
guy
cross
who-
court pass.
Right.
In the pros, all cross court.
I think
In college, no cross court passes because in part, I don't trust your talent.
to get the ball there.
To get
Your
there.
judgment.
Yeah. So we act like that's more fundamentally sound. It's really like, no, we got a little haircut and talent.
that's right.
Yeah.
Right?
But that's where you
and
have the
I think-
creativity on top of.
Well, I think Gene, I think maybe what you're thinking, and correct me if I'm wrong, is that
Correct him.
watching the WNBA gives you more opportunity to show the fundamentals because they're playing at a slower pace and they're playing on the
You
floor.
can catch what they putting
you
down.
Can, and you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
and you can see what they're doing, and your son can understand what they're doing more than he can understand.
If I tell him
graduate.
to watch Kyrie's
One is-
handles in the game, he can't.
One
see
is
what
undergrad
Kyrie's
and one is grad.
Yeah.
Right? So you come in as a freshman, you're not taking international finance. You're taking Econ 101.
Ooh.
And
So
again,
you're,
that goes
so
back
you're
to parenting.
you want
though.
your son to see Econ 101.
Yeah.
But
so
that
he
goes
can
back to
understand
parenting, though.
The fundamentals, the building blocks of what is going to come next.
That goes
No
ba-
different from
but that
education.
but to me that goes back to parenting because there's going to be a parent that sits their kid down and says watch it Kyrie and he's going to end up being Kyrie.
Yes.
And the other parent that sits
Cade,
down and says
Cade Cunningham.
you
Was
know
that
what I'm
his name
saying?
last
So
night?
if I sit my kid down and watch somebody
He was
basic,
bald.
maybe he doesn't fulfill his potential.
No, but
You know what I'm
you,
saying?
you
I
show
think
them
it's
both, though.
effortless.
show them
You
both.
can
It's
do
like, look
both,
at
but I
Kyrie,
don't think
best
there's a
handles in the
wrong
league.
in that.
kid is going to
fight.
turn into Kyrie, so you've got to.
No,
There-
no,
there's
no,
building-
no, no, no.
Kyrie
I
turned
said
into Kyrie.
right away. Like
Watching
there's
Rod
building
Strickland.
blocks. You got to
But
grow.
if
and
he
build. Like,
sees
I hear
them,
what you're saying.
yeah, if he
I
sees
think
them,
with
he
what
can
you're
start to
saying.
go practice.
No, what
Yeah,
he's
right.
saying, John, and this is we're the group to listen to this and really change mindsets if we don't agree. Expect to meet your expectations. I'm hearing this a lot because my son's around a lot of kids. And my son, whether he's great in the sport or not good in the sport, he's a talent. Like, he's just a big, fast kid. So that's a talent. But I hear parents who don't either think their kids can be something, and they start abbreviating how they talk to their kids. And I literally grab MJ every time I catch it. I won't embarrass a parent because that's their relationship with their kid. I say, come here. That ain't it. Let me tell you the truth. Like, don't compete. It doesn't matter. Good game.
No,
did you
it
have
matters.
fun? I'll come here. I say,
It
that
matters.
ain't it. Did the dog come out of you today? If not, you ain't doing what you could do.
Well, that's set the goal, and then work toward the goal. And
No.
A
not
goal is different than a standard. He's saying set the standard. Don't set a goal.
So where do you want to be?
To meet your, if you expect to be Kyrie, you might get
that's
there.
your goal.
You don't
That's
expect it. It's going to be an outlier even if you get there.
Right, but that's the goal. I mean,
And here's the
that's
thing:
the goal.
if you set the standard at the highest point, even if they fall short, they'll still be
You in there.
right under it and be better than everybody else.
better than everybody
so
else.
it's always going to be set it at the highest.
I want to be bench kid.
And when I teach my
He's
son,
out there saying, I want to
try
be
teach my
the
son.
kid sitting on the bench for the whole
Like,
game.
when I do drills, I
bench
overemphasize the drills, and I explain to him. I'm putting the guy right here. The guy in the game's gonna be right here. But I'm making it hard for you right here in practice. So in the game, it's gonna be easy.
Yeah.
I do that all the time because, like I said, so in case you do fall short, 85% in football, you can still make it work sometimes.
You can make it work.
You can still make it work
About angles
sometimes.
and percentages.
Yeah.
So I always try. I use that a lot. Like
Yeah.
when I try to coach these young kids to let them know that.
Yeah, if my daughters, look, I got 2 daughters that are young and maybe they'll play basketball, maybe they won't. I hope they do. If they do, I am not showing them WNBA games for one reason. There's a higher level out there. Like, I want you, like Juju played at the Drew League because she wasn't looking at like, oh, look, what they doing. Like, she's like, I'm going to go against these boys and I'm about to ball on these boys and then I'm going to take it to these girls. And I'm doing the same way no matter how that sounds and lands. What's the highest level of that? I want you to be the black belt of that, not just the belt that they give you based on your gender.
But
So-
the reality of it is she'll end up watching both.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Right,
I'm not
so that's what
discriminating.
I'm saying. Is they'll over
But I'm watching
time,
Bruce Lee, even if
get,
if I suck at karate.
Yeah.
I'm watching Bruce Lee.
Lee or Bruce Leroy?
Oh shit!
Show run.
Show enough. Show enough. You
Well-
shut your mouth.
Well
I'm watching
played.
Ty Mac.
Well
I'm
played.
watching Ty
UGK.
Mac. Damn it. I'm watching it.
Well played, UGK.
Hey, let's be
Well
parents.
played.
Let's stay in the parent lane because Shedeur Sanders, Deion, what's his name? Shedeur. Man, you can't give people power when they're young. Like the power of naming a kid is it needs to be licensed because Shedeur, Marcellus, Latashika, like we got some ghetto ass names. Anyway,
name is Latashika?
yeah, my sister's name is
I thought
Latashika.
you pointed at him. I thought
No.
you called-
Donald is good. Yeah.
Tiki?
Yeah, Tiki. Oh yeah, it's hood.
That's her real name?
It's the most ghetto name
What's
ever.
her name?
It got an apostrophe in it.
Nice.
Wow.
My mama was too young to have kids. Anyway, she named us. I like Marcellus though. It kind of like pristine in the way.
Matthew Fernald.
Latashika is just straight hood. Food stamps.
I never knew that was
Yeah, don't call her that either. You gonna know. You know my sister got them hands.
I'm gonna stick to Tiki low.
Stick to Tiki Low. Shedeur is arrogant and brash. That's the report from one team, maybe more.
One team.
From the combine. What?
That's hate.
Is that hate?
It's not
is that,
hate.
Is that
It's-
real?
It is a true fact because there's every player in the NFL and NBA and baseball. They're all arrogant. They're all. It's so what?
That's the way you show it.
Shut up,
I don't think
We
he's
all-
arrogant.
Marcellus,
We are not all arrogant. We are.
You are.
We all have a
definitely-
big ego.
You are. It's the same thing.
No,
don't mean
because
you
the
arrogant.
display
Same
of
thing.
your ego is the arrogance.
The way this nigga used to
So,
pull up in that
I don't act like that.
when you got to the combine, right? Remember, you stood there.
Yeah.
I guarantee at least 1 out of the 150 people looking at you
In your
called
draws.
you arrogant.
In my drawers.
In your draw, right?
Yeah.
You were the most. That was
Yeah.
probably your most humblest persona you've ever portrayed in front of a group.
You're right.
But somebody thought you were arrogant
Because I went out there and just my drawers. He know he looked good. Look at him.
It's their
it-
own
whatever, right?
insecurities.
It's
Their
the
own
other
insecurities.
person's,
That's
and
what
so
it
again,
is.
are they going to think that about him? Of
Ooh,
course,
great
but it really
point.
don't matter. At the end of
It
the
doesn't
day.
matter?
It don't matter because you
Some
have to
teams
have
won't- Some
that.
teams won't like it.
But you have to have that to go play in the league anyway. You have to have that at every
That
level
moxie.
of any type of sport and competition. You
Yeah,
gotta
you
have
be able
that.
to take it. You got to be able to still have it too after you take criticism and do it bad.
Of course, and he will. He won't have a.
But let's
He
be
just
real.
don't kiss their feet. That's all that it is.
He ain't kissing the rings. My daddy already got the ring. Shut your shit.
Right.
But here's the thing. Poker. I've only played twice in my life. Eugene and I at our boy Jesse's house. And there's a way to display your hand. There's a way to show your hand. There's a way to act like I ain't got it.
Yes.
And arrogance to me is that display, that theater. Like, he has a different theater. I ain't gonna lie. Every time I watch Shedeur, I look at it and I'm like, this kid knows exactly who he is. Which
is a plus in the
it's a
professional
plus,
world.
but it's a world of minuses. And so you're going to walk into a world where people are like, I'm deferring, I'm deflecting, I'm trying to bring reverence, I'm trying to bring us together by taking less of me. Less of me is more for the team. And you got one dude like, shut that shit, I am. And then how is that going to work in the world that we know that team first before me first?
Yes, and again, I don't think it's the team me thing. I think that when you're in a huddle, if you're in the NFL huddle, you need that person in the huddle that believes in the huddle, right? From the
Especially
leader.
since he's leading the huddle.
That's what I'm saying. So
Are you sure his arrogance means he believes in the huddle or he believes in himself?
Which is most important? Believe in yourself first, and then that goes through my teammates, and then the huddle will believe in me.
That's the whole. That's what Patrick Mahomes is.
That's who.
He
That's who
believes
they
in
all
himself.
So
are.
are you going to try to lie to me and tell me that Patrick Mahomes' personality is
No,
comparable?
you said personality, not arrogance. If you're using just the word
Is
arrogance,
a personality trait or no?
yeah, if you want to talk about personality,
is.
I personally think
Yes, right.
a quarterback is somebody who is a psychiatrist, a friend, a brother. That's a quarterback. Somebody being arrogant and just saying, "Okay, I'm that F y'all."
But can you be this?
That's two total different people.
But do you think they're looking at it that he's being this arrogant and he didn't win a national championship?
Woo.
He hasn't.
None of them
he
did.
ain't win no Heisman.
None of them did.
He ain't win a
I mean,
Heisman.
but I'm just saying.
None
he's
of them
not
did.
a Heisman.
None of them, dog.
But, do
But
you
he's
think,
like, why-
But you think that's why these teams are looking at it like you're a little arrogant. You
No,
really haven't
no, no,
done
no,
that
they're-
much yet.
There's
It's a
That
combo.
arrogant.
Come on.
See, I don't
But
like
no,
it. I don't like it because it
okay,
feels
this
like
is what I'm saying. They're not. You're correct. They're looking at it like that, but they have to because all 32 teams are not going to think the exact same way about him.
Okay,
There's going to
Matthew.
be 5 teams that don't like what he's saying and what he's doing. It don't matter. You only need one.
That's right.
So
Okay,
I
Matthew.
just want to say this real quick. I think arrogance and cocky, that term just gets thrown out way too easily these days, and I think
Yeah.
it's often confused for confidence. And the old saying is you judge somebody based on how they treat people that can't help them. So every time I've seen a video of Shedeur, because you know they do the YouTube thing where they putting out videos, I pay attention to small details where I see him talking to the people that nobody's paying attention to. So like when they're doing media and he's got to go up in a press conference, I see him walking up talking to the guy that's handing him a paper or the guy who's just on the side in the cut that nobody's paying attention to. So like the little guy, if you want to call it that.
Yeah, yeah.
I see him introducing himself and talking to them even though he technically doesn't have to. So to me that shows he's humble and he's aware of his surroundings. And I
He's
think
very self-aware. Yeah.
he's very aware, but he's also confident in who he is, his talent,
Which
and
people
who
in
his
the
daddy
NFL
is.
do not
So
like.
Yeah,
they
they
just
hate
don't like
that.
that he's
They
not
hate
bowing
that.
down.
That's right.
And he's not like,
I'm not gonna
yes,
cower.
Hey, how you? Yeah, thank you.
I'm not gonna
Thank you for the
shrink.
honor. It's like, no, I know why I'm here.
Jay-Z
you know why
said
I'm here.
it. Like, I'm not going to change my voice in the
Right.
room with you powerful people.
Right,
Because I
exactly.
belong.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
look, I am guilty of being a guy who knows how to code switch, I think they call it now. Because I know when I need to be Columbia. I know when I got to be Compton. And I think it's like I'm bilingual. I could talk hood. I could talk good. Like,
That's how I feel.
oh, you shut your shit.
I feel like
But,
that too.
but right, and I'm like, that's
every black
weapons in your arsenal.
Yes.
But when it comes to the NFL, it
won't hurt him because of who
you
he
think
is.
it hurts him?
No, not him. It doesn't matter because again, there's only one that he needs to be on the field.
So
for.
you still think he's a top 10 pick with this
You
label?
think at his
I don't
position-
think he's
you
a
think
top
if it was
10
a different
pick.
position, it might be different.
No,
Since
it's
you're
just
the
he-
leader.
They don't care about your personality if you're a D tackle.
They
That's
don't.
what I'm saying.
They
That's what I'm
don't.
saying.
Like,
You
they
feel
don't.
me? That's what I was
Yeah,
saying.
talk shit.
That's
Talk
what
your
I'm
shit.
saying. The quarterback got to be the face. That's what I was saying.
Yeah,
Yes.
arrogance as the face of a
You see, that's what I'm
franchise that we're
saying.
gonna promote.
Exactly. You feel me?
We're gonna put some tens of millions
No,
behind you.
and again, this is the reason.
And a New York team.
if
oh yeah, if
Yeah,
but see, we don't.
No.
Here's the thing:
We
is
don't-
let me say this: we don't know who said that.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh,
We know.
They don't-
right, we don't know
we
the
don't
team.
know, and
we know
it-
one
it
of
could
them.
have been somebody-
It's a top 7 team. Josina Anderson reports,
Well,
which means it's
well, they
number
said it
7.
was a couple of
which
people.
means it's number 7.
Right.
Which means who in the
did say it
fuck
was more
who
than
wakes
one.
up and
They
says
said
it's top
it was.
7?
They said it was more
It's
than
7.
one,
It's okay.
and it could be somebody who was just with some sour grapes. They know they're not
With
gonna get
poker.
them anyway.
Playing
Right,
poker.
it could be one person
Which
out there.
it
You know, they got
probably-
6, 7 people in
That's
the meeting.
what
It
I'm
could be one
trying
person
to-
out the whole fucking
That's
meeting.
what I'm
You
trying
know,
to
it's,
say.
come on now. That's
If
like
if this
what
was
gets me
15
is that feels like some. I'm gonna put him in his place.
But there,
kinda
but he
shit.
But
can't
be
put him
real.
in his
Okay,
place.
please tell me this is true because I don't want to be by myself.
Go ahead.
Well, then why you gonna say it?
Because we've seen signs of it.
Go ahead.
We
Let me
seen-
say this.
No,
Go
my
ahead,
bad.
let me say.
I didn't know if you were gonna say that though, because we've seen signs of his arrogance. That's why we
Thank
seen
you.
signs.
I'm
of
like,
it.
have y'all never watched the Shedeur interview and be like,
see, I thought you were gonna say the same thing. That's
I
why I
was,
stopped.
but
My
you didn't
bad.
let me
That's why I
speak 'cause you
stopped.
wanted to go.
say it for
Sorry
you.
about
Say it for me.
That's
Go
why I
ahead.
stopped, dog. Damn it.
But no, I ain't gonna lie. I have not
what was the
watched.
sign?
Have you what?
He's cocky.
All right, here's my sign.
he's
Here, I got an evidence.
Arrogance
You
of
remember the
the-
time when his they were clowning him because he called out his old line.
Yeah.
And he did something. I don't know what it was.
He
but
left
then
the
they had a
field that
meeting
same day. He left the field early that
And
same
then they
day.
did a press conference, and he literally said, "Y'all sit down. Y'all can sit down. Everybody sit down."
Oh, he brought him in.
Yeah, he brought him in. He said he brought him in, and then to show that he cares about him. I was like, that's weird. Like that ain't gonna show me shit. It just mean like you punking them. Cause like
you trying to
the way
make
to
up?
care about me. Like me and my wife get in an argument. Baby, show up. Look here. I told you I love her.
But and again,
Nah, dog.
Thank
it
you.
was the argument that's the problem, not this moment.
Thank you, Ike.
Yeah. So he was like, and then they was about to start, and he was like, y'all sit down. And he got this whole like beautiful, I want my son to have this, so this is beautiful. Like, I ain't trying to impress y'all fully. I know y'all here, but it's about what I'm feeling and doing. I like that, but then it was like, well, why they there? And he just told them it's there, and then he just went on. And I was like, I just know how that's going to land. Whether it's cocky, arrogant, or not, it just felt like that ain't the NFL I know.
But on the flip side of that, I seen when his O-line was getting killed because they was leaving him out for dead, and he would get up there and just be like, "Hey, it's on me."
Yeah,
so I
yeah,
seen
fact.
both sides.
Okay,
of that.
okay.
That's right. So I agree.
So you're
I'm
telling,
not
so you're
dissing
telling
him. I'm
me,
just saying it.
No, I know. I'm just
Supposed
giving
to do
you.
it
Yeah.
as quarterback shit.
But
What
every
about
quarterback
when the
don't do that.
That's what they're saying.
You are, but
O-line
every
be
quarterback
sitting back
don't do
there.
that.
Or what about when the quarterback hold the damn ball and give it the say? You think the O-line be
This is
looking back
personal.
there?
I know.
Shit, or the ball, he throw the ball a bad pass or some shit. Fumble.
Is
You
this
think-
PTSD?
Yeah, he had a moment. When he sit up, it's PTSD.
You all right, buddy? You all right?
You're supposed to take a
Calm
song.
down, DP. Calm
Hey,
down.
sorry.
DP, this was a good thing.
I'm sorry.
But that was a positive.
This was a positive.
It was helping your argument.
And again, if
You're supposed to.
He's supposed to
OG
do it.
flashback.
You're supposed to.
That's what I'm saying. He did it.
My bad.
If this was 15 years ago, it would be a huge issue because of what has happened for the African American quarterback, right? But since we're not in that era no more, it doesn't matter.
So-
this is not.
Whoa, you think this would have landed different?
Can I say this
Oh,
real
15
quick?
years ago, he would not get drafted at all.
Let me say
Cam
this.
Newton was called arrogant.
15 years ago.
What Cam
I'm just-
Newton like? How many years ago was Cam? 15?
About 15 years ago, right?
Yeah, Cam Newton was called
But not-
arrogant. They
not
drafted
like this.
Peyton Manning was arrogant, and they were like, "Oh well."
For the
but
black
that's why they
quarterback
were
has
battling Ryan
changed.
Leaf, and Ryan Leaf was arrogant.
I got the perfect
their
pushback
Earl
to that,
Scheib
real
is
quick.
different.
Huh?
Their Earl Scheib is different.
I ain't talking to you.
Listen, I got the perfect
Little different
pushback
paint
to that
job, huh?
because
Different paint job.
I said Cam Newton.
his own daddy. I forget what the exact saying was, but I remember Deion was saying that the team was asking him something, and he was like, "Oh, don't worry about that. I'm not gonna get drafted that
By
low."
them anyway, yeah. And now he might, right?
Right. So
Though-
that's arrogance to the highest level.
I agree with you.
And he's still
I
he's
agree.
the man. He got drafted.
All that stuff doesn't matter to the people outside the arena. He's good enough to say, I don't care where I go. Now let's say 6 months ago, everybody had him in the top 5. Now that he's not in the top 5, do you think he's sitting at home crying about not being in the top 5? He's going to work out 3 to 4 times a day regardless. So
Somebody
he's
gonna-
like, I
somebody
don't
gonna pick
care
him
who
up.
picked me up.
they
And,
gotta
and let's just say media, I drop to the 2nd round. And everybody go say, that's what you get because we don't like your arrogance. They're just trying to paint the picture,
But they
but
have
it
to
doesn't
understand-
matter to him because he's in the arena anyway.
But they gotta understand where his arrogance comes from.
Come from his
His
daddy. I
dad.
get
They
it,
gotta
yeah.
understand. It's gonna be a little bit about him, but then you look at his brother's not as big as him, so you kind of see that. But they gotta understand some of that it's coming from his dad. He's
No,
his dad's son.
absolutely.
You're around your dad forever. Like I tell my dad, "Shit, I know you better than anybody. Shoot, I know you my whole life. Like you feel what I'm saying? Like
And it comes from he done made millions. And he's
Being
not
that
even
way.
in the
Being
league
that
yet.
way.
So it's like wherever I get picked, I'm already rich.
He ain't,
But
yeah,
that's
he's like,
mad.
I'm already good.
Yeah,
he ain't
grew up
saying I'm
good.
already rich.
He grew up good, and then on top of that, he made millions on his own.
And
So
not
it's
only
like-
that, but no one is at the top of the game in anything that doesn't have arrogance.
That's what
Facts.
I'm saying. He's got to have that
In
characteristic.
But
he
no,
has
no,
to have it.
No, facts and I don't know how y'all walk around. I walk around, my biggest cheerleader is inside of me.
Absolutely.
She fat
That's
as
the only
hell.
way.
He fat as hell. She's 700 pounds. He's 700 pounds. They say, go get him, Marcellus. Fuck him. Whoever trying to beat him. Yeah, go yeah. Yeah. Like it's a big telltale.
Big
We with
gorilla,
you, baby.
big gorilla in there.
And the
with
more
you.
people come at me, the
got
louder
one.
she gets. I always think
Yes.
she is a she, but it's me, right? And so, but I'm not arrogant. Not a single soul in this world has ever said I'm arrogant because I'm not. I actually am not. It goes through a filter.
I would definitely say you're arrogant.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very much so.
First one.
My perspective, but
got one.
what does my perspective mean for you though? Nothing, because of what's inside.
You're a liar. I talk a lot. I listen more. The reason we here together is because I'm like, I know I'm not perfect. I know I got gaps in knowledge.
Right.
And I'm borrowing from you as I hope that maybe I can lend you something. So I listen. No. Don't do that. Arrogance is this. We all play with
Arrogance is confidence to me. I think arrogance is confidence to me.
Arrogant is like
There's a difference. Just like there's a difference between confidence and cocky.
that you're not listening. There's no other way. I got this. I'm
Right,
like,
right.
I ain't never. And I play with guys like that. And I'm like, you're arrogant. But we all got the same ego to get here.
Right,
we all
right.
worked our asses off. We all went in front of hell's fire and ran through it. But you acting like you can't be touched.
No,
I can be touched.
that's something totally different.
And so arrogance, cockiness, confidence, these are all different words to express how you are. We all can have the same ego internally. It's the expression. And his expression is different than the average bear for many reasons, but it's still different.
Have you ever heard
So wait a minute. Let me read this.
the definition?
Arrogance is having or revealing an exaggerated sense of one's own importance or abilities.
So the point,
Exaggerated is the key word there.
The
So
point is though, when somebody else calls you that.
that's their perspective.
That's what I'm getting at. You see what I'm
Only.
saying? So whatever's in this definition, when I say you're arrogant, you can't. Well, I didn't read that, so I don't read it like that in my own mind. So I'm not calling you that arrogant. I'm calling you my definition of arrogant.
But arrogant never has a good connotation to it.
That's the problem.
Confident
That's the
does.
problem. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the problem.
confident, I'll be associated with.
Yeah,
Arrogance, I don't want
confident is good.
arrogance to be
Arrogance is
associated
like the bad
with me or
version.
somebody.
Bad cousin.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, I feel you on that one. Like, if somebody, I'm like, damn, why they think I'm on?
But
Cocky
I would
falls in
lo-
that too. Cocky
I
and
would
arrogance
love-
are like
I would love
siblings.
that from an opponent or from somebody not knowing me, because then it's a compliment because you're really digging into who you think I am. You don't have a clue, because like you just said, this gorilla inside of me needed that, and I'm going to use that now.
he said a girl. Now you want the gorilla.
Big fat girl
said-
or a fat dude.
said
and he
gorilla.
said a gorilla?
It's the same. A 700-pound dude is a gorilla. A 700-pound dude is a gorilla.
polar bear.
And you said 700-pound dude. So
He dug a deeper hole. He said a 700
Did I say-
700-pound
did I
dude
say
is a
it? I
gorilla.
did-
Oh, no. I will say this, Hatch. Let's be
messed it up
real.
again?
The two.
I did it again?
No. You went worse. It's okay, though. You Matthew Hatch, they know. Here's the thing. The two most revealing words were revealing and exaggerated. Neither one of those are good because we need composure. That means don't reveal the pressures you're feeling. Don't reveal the don't reveal the mindset you have. Just always
even though
project.
as media, that's what we're begging for.
Yeah. But the whole point is professionalism is you beg, but I give. Like, that's what professionalism is. Look, I want you here 97 hours and act like it don't matter.
Right.
And then if you show up, don't act like it matters.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, being a quarterback, literally, I remember being, when I played running back in college, I remember getting in the huddle, and I ain't gonna lie, I don't know what it is about that position, probably because they touch the ball every play.
Yeah.
I'm like, If he cool,
I'm cool.
I'm cool.
Absolutely.
If he gone, we gone.
Yeah.
Because I know he got to deal the cards.
Yes.
And if he ain't ready to deal them, I ain't ready
all
to
in
steal them.
trouble.
Right. We all in trouble. So there's something where this lands, where this arrogance, I think he's going to be fine. But there's you were top 5. No, first of all, he started off the season. Didn't he say he was number 1 pick?
Yeah.
Then that turned to top 5.
But who said it? Who said it?
Some people.
Some people.
Some
Yeah, it was
people
out.
said
Yeah,
yes.
he
Look,
Some
he
people
may
said
still
no.
go top 5. I'm not saying none of this.
He's gonna go
Shedeur is
top
going to be
five.
top 5.
For sure.
He's not
Is
gonna
he?
be top. He's not
Yeah,
gonna be
Hold
top
on.
five.
All right. Let me
He's
end
not
this.
gonna be
I don't
top
even
five.
want to say anything else then. Bets.
I'll
Who
be
says
drawn
he's
to the
top
Lake.
5?
I'll be dropped to the Lake. To the clip. I mean to the
Top
Raiders.
5.
I'll be
Top
dropped
10.
to the Raiders.
Y'all really need
Top
help.
10.
I'll
Say
be
top
dropped to the Raiders.
No more alcohol.
five, but
Whatever this
he's gonna
is.
be
Cranberry
top 5.
juice
Yeah,
for Donald Pitt. He's top 5 for sure?
Yeah.
worst top 10.
No. Don't
No, I'm
qualify.
saying top 5.
Well, you
Well,
can
then
only
say
say
it.
Standing on top 5.
Hold
I'm
on.
saying
Say
at
that.
the very
Don't
worst.
say
No,
nothing
no.
about top 10. Don't say that.
No,
Don't say
I'm
that.
saying he's going top 5. I'm saying
Just leave
worst
it there.
All right, leave it there.
No, leave it. No.
I don't want you to qualify it.
Top 5.
Top 5?
Yeah.
Top 5.
Top 5.
By the grace of God and good for him, he will not go top 5. And that's the best thing for
He
him.
goes to a worse,
So where?
a
That's what
better
I'm
team,
saying.
which
So
is the
where?
worst pick.
after
Raiders?
5.
So what
At
about
worst,
you,
I'm saying
DP?
at
Wait, let's
worst,
get the
where
top
we
5.
What's the
straight back.
worst he is?
Second round at the worst.
What?
Where does he get picked?
Second
Where do you-
round.
I don't know where he gets
Give
picked,
me
but
a
I'm saying at
guess.
the
Come on,
worst.
Gregory Hines. Tap dancing all around.
I'm
You
giving
telling
you.
me I can't say top 10,
No,
but
he
you don't
just
want to
said
say
he
nothing.
wanted you to. He said top 5 or not top
Hatch,
5.
Hatch,
Nigga, there's only
Hatch,
2.
there's no way he's
All
not going
right, so
first
you're
round.
saying not top 5.
Hatch, there's
Yes,
no
that's-
way
Where
he's
do
not
you
going
think
first
he's
round.
going?
Where do you think he's going?
So that's another caveat to
That's
the
what he's
second.
asking you.
I'm asking you that. Oh, don't get that deep.
I'm gonna look and see
I
who's
know you are.
drafting.
I know you are. I forgot. He has a brand.
I got
Right.
it.
He's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
only coach who called him arrogant because he's watching what he does to respond, and he's like, okay, is he handling okay?
I like it.
Boom, he's
like
mine.
it.
That's
Because
seven-
he's got to fit the
I got
team,
drafted
right?
by a team that never talked to me.
That 17, the 7th team.
They were watching you.
I have my worst
They put that
workout
out there so
for the
you could
team
drop
that drafted
down.
me.
Facts, poker. Where's he going?
And if he goes 7, I'm going to consider that top.
I hope he goes to Raiders, but I really do think he's going top 5.
What pick y'all got? 11. That world. I'm not trying to nail somebody. I just want to come back after the draft and be like, he was top 5 or not. And so we
Exactly.
got
I
two
think
top.
he's going 3 or 4.
Top 5.
Top 5 or not?
Top 5.
I think he's going 4.
All right, I love it.
You don't
Look,
even- you don't even know who
be
drafted
you.
him
Hey, if there's greater wins out there, not being you, it's better to get fewer wins being yourself. Because trust me,
the
when you win
Patriots
it
are 4.
and it ain't you and it ain't for you, you ain't gonna love it.
So this is why he can only go 1 or 2, right? Again, so the Titans are 1, the Browns are 2, the Giants are 3, but 4 is the Patriots, got their quarterback. 5 is Jacksonville, got their quarterback. Then 6 is Vegas, right? Then you got Jets at 7, which is
Giants
possible. Then you
6
have
and
Carolina, they got theirs.
The
Saints
Raiders
got
aren't going to
theirs.
pass up on him.
Bears.
If he's there at 6, the Raiders aren't going to pass
Giants.
up. If
Giants
he's there
or
at 6,
Raiders
the
are gonna
Raiders
take
aren't
him.
going to pass up on him.
Yeah, he ain't going past 7. It sounds like.
No.
That's why I said top
No
5.
But 6 and 7 is it. He may not go top 5.
Because
I think he's going to the Giants.
Let's say the who was it? Raiders and who?
Raiders are at 6.
So let's
Jets are at
say the
7.
Raiders take or one of those teams take the Ole Miss quarterback. He's gonna be the next one.
Yeah.
And Cam's going.
Yeah.
Cam's going.
There's the
number
Ole
one.
Miss quarterback.
Jackson
ain't
Dart.
going
Raiders already
before-
said he wanted him.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody says that in
So-
the media for
No, but he said it in a prior. He didn't know he was. It was.
And
public.
again,
They were having a
it's
private
all
conversation.
jockeying for position at this point. They're
Yeah,
jockeying
same way
for
you didn't
position.
know Arrogant was gonna get out either. Like, hey, that poker game is bigger stakes than we all imagine. All right, let's talk about this topic. New boxing league. I don't think anybody caught this but me, because I was deep on Twitter, and you know that little search in sports, and I was like on like topic 50. I was like, damn, and it was on Twitter. Familiar faces. Nick Khan. Anybody know Nick Khan? All right. Nick Khan runs WWE. He used to be my agent.
Oh, yeah.
Many people's agent. Like, he ran the sports media industry.
Was he CAA?
Yeah. Top dog. And then one day calls me. He's like, Wiley, I've been hitting a lot of singles. It's time to hit a home run. And I was like, damn, where you going? He's like, I'm about to go run WWE. And he's running WWE. He is killing it.
Yep.
But now him and Dana White, so now he's taking it to another level.
Yep.
They're going at boxing, another combat sport, because Dana White, obviously UFC. They're like, boxing has one problem. We talked about it.
Yeah,
we kind of gave them the formula.
Last
Let the
show.
best fighters fight the
Fight
best
each other.
fighters.
Yes.
And now Dana White is bringing his
Yes.
expertise with Nick Khan,
Yes.
contractual, how to run a big entity.
Yes. Yes.
We are going to make boxing the best fighting the best.
Yes.
Forget the rest.
Yes.
Are y'all in
Yes.
on this?
Yes.
Oh,
And they
There's
saw,
there's
they
only
saw
two-
what Jake Paul
there's-
and Logan Paul are doing. They're making a ton of money. They're keeping boxers happy. They're disrupting the system. This is all about disruption.
It's not disrupting. So they're going to create a
No,
whole.
it is absolutely
You know what?
disrupting.
You're right. And it's just going to add to, because they have two things that nobody else in the world has, right? The marketing, right? You see, Dana White's one of the best marketing minds
Facts.
in the business, and they have the most money because what you didn't read on there, Saudi Arabia.
Oh, yeah, I didn't
Right.
say the Saudi
They
Arabia
got
part.
they are putting
left the money
all
out.
the money into
That's
these
right.
American
I left the money out.
sports.
That's
and
right.
So that's the two things right there in the next 2 to 5 years. It's
I
gonna be
went to the
everything.
TKO Saudi Arabian fight that was at the soccer stadium that's downtown LA where the Angel City
Oh, yeah,
plays.
yeah.
Yes.
It was
yes,
a big
BMO.
fight.
Man.
Yeah.
Man.
Yes.
Man. I'm not going to lie. I've been to a lot of fights, Tyson fights, all that. Roy Jones. I've been to all them fights. They look AM radio dusty compared to this Saudi
It's a
Arabian stuff.
show.
They
It's a
spent
show.
millions just
It's
bringing
the
the
Super
fighters
Bowl
out.
of boxing
Yeah.
before you even
Yes.
get to the actual fight.
It was insane. I was like, baby. I mean, they had Eminem perform. Eminem, they said, reportedly got $10 million
That's
just
Saudi
to rap.
money. That's
And I think
Saudi
he did
money.
like 8 songs. And it was sick. And he didn't even do his 8 best.
And it wasn't even good.
It wasn't
I
good.
saw it. It wasn't good.
It wasn't good.
It was
wasn't good.
terrible, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
But it was a great fight.
Yep.
It was in the second largest market in the country.
Facts.
And they did it. It was
a show.
A grand
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
But, and what they're going to do is they're going to eliminate the fact that boxing if you had one loss in boxing, you were done.
Right.
And that doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
It eats
right?
its own. It undermines their own product.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Right. So now.
And UFC fighters can lose all you want as long as you are
a
still
name.
competitive
long
and
as
you
you still
are a
ranked.
draw.
Yeah. So does this dethrone boxing? I want us to do our projections, our anticipation, our expectations. I'm looking at boxing, I'm like, because you guys are all fighting for position, you're all going to lose because there's one unified front coming in as a fist. TKO is coming in with resources, with money, with leadership, with executive power, with fighters.
Yeah.
Does this, like, Liv didn't take from PGA. Liv is now
Its own.
merging back with PGA.
Yep.
And some of the golfers are like, let me just get back into PGA.
Brooks Koepka.
Yeah, Brooks Koepka, like, I'm stop playing. I got my $100 million
Right.
or whatever
Let me
that
get
was.
back,
It was
yeah.
fun. Let me go back. Does this take over boxing? Is this going to be it?
Well, boxing was already getting. This is an extension.
trending down
This is
anyway,
an
yeah.
extension from Jake Paul. I'm telling you, he showed them what boxing can be again.
Go YouTuber.
And I'm not even a Jake Paul guy, but I appreciate what the hell he did with that sport because he just turned that sucker on his head. And he's like, I can get the money. I can get the fighters.
But what did he do? They did that in Rocky IV.
That's what I was gonna say. I don't think.
Like,
I
what
don't
was
think it's
new?
a Jake Paul thing. I think boxing is just too undivided.
It's too
off
divided.
the rip. You got all these different belts and different divisions.
That's what
and,
did it.
And it's like there's no unity. So it's just like the Wild Wild West. And when you set your business up like that, it makes it easy for anybody to come in with structure and take over.
Yeah, but see,
Facts.
nobody cares about all that.
They do.
Nobody,
No, they
nobody,
do.
You're saying the viewer doesn't
Yeah,
care
the viewer
about all
doesn't
that.
care
Yes,
about
we do,
all
but I'm
these
listening.
because there's two. First of all, in boxing, if anybody cares about divisions in boxing, you can't even tell me how many classes
Don't have a clue.
and what guiding.
Get 'em.
What guiding groups
I'ma
are
tell you-
even
I'ma
there?
tell you why that-
There's too many of them. WBO,
I
WBC.
completely disagree with you.
That
Now,
is exactly why
That's why.
boxing's all over the place because you're not getting the fights you want.
Yep.
Because it's too undivided. It's
The
too
politics.
It's too many politics. So if you got this belt, they're not gonna let you fight that guy over there because he's a champion in this division, and it doesn't.
We're saying
it
the
doesn't
same
benefit
thing.
them.
We're saying the same thing.
Yeah, you
there's
kinda
so
are.
many divisions, and there's so much delineation that you can't keep up with it as a layperson.
That was my point.
It's too much thinking.
From out the gate, you said no.
No, I didn't say.
Hold
no
on, let me
I didn't
this
say
one.
no to your
Let me
point.
referee
Yeah, no.
this one.
Richie, when you say divisions, are you talking about different organizations or
Yes.
class?
Yeah,
Okay, that's
I'm
what
talking
I was
about
talking about.
organization.
Okay,
that's what
let's
I'm
be
talking
real.
about.
Organization.
Boxing lost its way when it was like, okay, I love boxing. And remember, human beings, we love the best against the best. That's why we don't love the WNBA like we do the NBA. We try because we got daughters and wives and girlfriends and mistresses, but we don't love it the same. I know what I said, mother. We don't love it the same because it's not the best of basketball. So now you go to boxing. I love boxing. Ooh, I love the heavyweight division. Damn, that middleweight division dope too. Ooh, them lightweights are great. Okay, who's the best in that one? Oh, what you mean, the WBA or WBC?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I don't even-
I just asked you a simple
It's all
question.
over
I thought you was
place.
talking about the WNBA still. I didn't know.
Right. And as soon as, I'm not lying, Richie.
That's what we're saying. The same
IBF.
thing.
Okay, all right.
all
So
these different-
as soon as they start division within divisions,
That's tough.
That's right.
That's
oh,
tough.
we lost, we good. And then Jake Paul just said, I watched this movie. When did Rocky IV come out? 91,
the 80s,
88?
the 80s.
He was like, I remember when
Clubber
what was it,
Lang.
Thunderlips fought Rocky. Thunderlips. And it was like, Rocky, you can fight, but Thunderlips big as shit. Thunderlips might win. Oh, Rocky might win. And then that's what happened. And then Floyd get in on it. And then everybody like, Jake Paul might win. What's the other one name? Logan Paul might.
Logan Paul.
I respect you, dog. You got it. I don't know his name. Logan Paul might win. But he is fighting this former fighter.
A real
or
fighter.
former
A
athlete.
real fighter.
Or Mike Tyson. And then we just went with Thunderlips versus
No,
Rocky.
I
again,
agree with you 100%.
Well, why would you disagree with him? then? I don't get it.
I'm saying that they split into too many organizations who had their own interests at heart,
Yeah.
who were pushing their own fighters, and then you start trying to gather all that and accumulate it,
What was
and it's
Floyd's
too much
guy
to
name?
think about.
Floyd had his
Heyman.
Al Heyman versus Bob Arum
Arum
versus
Don King.
And it's like
versus
y'all
Oscar
playing
De
around
La
with
Hoya.
these fighters made us lose interest in these fighters.
Yes.
Exactly.
And literally, like y'all know Max Kellerman, my boy. And Max Kellerman, in real time, this is 10, 15 years ago, was like, we're killing our sport. And I was like, why? I was like, y'all got all these he's like, too many champs, too many divisions, too many guys, no, too many belts in the division, not too many divisions. And I was like, interesting. And now I have, if it ain't Canelo, who else? Name somebody. If it ain't Tank,
Crawford.
if it ain't Crawford,
Devontae.
if it ain't like, it's some dope fighters that I know. I'm sorry, dog. You guys are not getting promoted properly.
That's right.
And
That's
we
right.
not in on it. So no one thinks this can fail. Everyone thinks this is it. And boxing, here's the thing. You think it's it. Everyone has a plan till they get hit. What is TKO's plan when boxing fights back?
Now we talking about American
doesn't have
boxing
any,
or
they don't have
worldwide?
any. They don't have any dry powder.
They don't. No way they can fight back. No
With
way
what?
they can consolidate and lock this
With
up.
what?
And, yeah. It's dope. I saw
don't-
that.
they
I
don't
saw
got-
the
To
headline.
stop all of them from getting together. WBO,
That ain't gonna happen.
IBF.
That
all
We
that.
ain't got a
You wanna
PGA
know- you
Live
wanna know why?
conversation here, huh?
Because Saudi got that money at the end of the day.
Big bank
All
take
them,
little bank.
all them fighters go get this bag at the end of the day. And
That
Saudi
Saudi
got
money stupid.
It's ridiculous.
It's stupid.
It's go in the backyard, dig a hole, and pull out some money.
It's different. All right, well, let's talk about something else that's different. Because I grew up in an era where my uncles used to tease me when I got my earrings, you know? Like, I was older, and they were like, you got to get one if you this guy, you got to get two if you that guy, and some of them was like, don't get them at all.
Yeah.
And we've all heard it. I don't know if that's cultural or not. It is cultural. John, in your culture, in your world.
About
The
earrings?
dominant world. Let me stop. Supremacy. Let me stop. John, do you guys even, do white people have earrings?
Oh,
Of course they do.
You gotta just make sure which ear you got it in.
Yeah.
No, that's the- no, not
anymore.
Hey,
That
back in the
How you gonna
day,
speak for him?
it's like
Back in the day, but not
back-
anymore.
No,
That's
not
what he's saying.
anymore. But yeah, it's yeah.
You
So
gonna
what?
out ski him? You can't say that. Like, so it's,
Yeah.
it's universal.
Yeah.
One earring is different than two earrings.
Yeah,
it
it's
used
all-
to be.
it's all- it
No.
depends on where you are and
Yeah.
the whole vibe.
Okay. All right. So
In 2025, though, it means nothing.
Now
Yeah.
it means
Left ear.
Right.
Had to be the left ear.
right. Okay. I just can't name.
I still got
I can't name the person from his culture that has earrings. Can you?
Yes.
Who?
Vanilla Ice had earrings.
No. Like, no, I don't. Does he?
Vanilla Ice had
my
earrings.
son wanted an earring.
Did he get it?
No.
My point. Okay, so here we go.
14.
I don't know anybody.
He's 3.
He's three.
He's 3.
Oh,
no,
of course
no, no, of course.
No, don't do that. I just coached a 5-year-old boy that got earrings. I saw another 7-year-old with them, and they little ninjas.
Those
with the
holes
ninjas
never
that-
close up.
They outside. All right, so Deion does not like his players wearing earrings. To the point where it brought up a conversation how the Yankees didn't like hair that touched beyond the collar.
beards.
No facial hair. Does this matter? Does this-
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, it does
Absolutely.
Let's go.
No, it
Y'all
does
go ahead. Let's go.
Deion used to wear.
Exactly.
Right.
Deion
Come
did
on
everything
now.
Do you
against the
guys
grain,
want
and
to
nobody-
talk about 2025? You're still talking about 1995.
Well, the
like if
same
you're,
rules still apply.
No, they do not. It's
They-
a whole
they
different
do.
game. It's a whole different sport.
I understand not wearing
It's
hats.
more acceptable
to be
now.
respectful. and
No,
means-
it's not. There at my practices, there will never be a player that step on the
but you're
field
the outlier.
with jewelry on. If I'm doing it and Deion's doing it, we're not outlier, right? A lot of people are doing it.
Tom Coughlin. I forgot Tom Coughlin when
There's-
he used to coach.
Yes,
Was not
you
playing
can't
them
do none of
games.
that. Because it just
Nah, Greg Schiano did the same thing though.
But wait a minute. Why?
at
What's
a higher
different?
level.
Why not a earring, but you can wear a chain?
no jewelry. That's a chain too. You cannot
Shedeur
wear
wore a chain
Right,
while he
they
was
wear
playing
chains.
at Colorado.
Okay, so
and so
no-
did Travis Hunter.
And you see when the rules got changed, right?
during
You
practice.
see when the rules got changed, right?
When they
just
left.
got changed.
When they left.
They just got changed to spring ball.
No. Last
Right,
year,
when-
remember, he got on the player last year. For what? Again, this is
But you
number
didn't answer his question
one.
about the chains.
Number one, safety for your ears, right? Your helmet gets ripped off, it's gonna rip your ear. I've seen that happen before in the past, right? You've seen a dude get
Nah,
there.
man, I used to clean my earrings before the primetime game.
It had nothing to do
So
with
they
cleaning
would
them, right?
shine.
So when they,
They would
so
shine.
me too.
When the
I
camera
wore
hit
'em.
me.
Yeah, I
made sure I had
Flex
my
on
crew
it,
back
baby.
on.
I wore my earrings
worn it when I know
on
they
the
put that
field during the
camera on
game.
me.
So I get it, right? I wore my earrings, same thing. You take your helmet off. Yeah, I get it. But when you're talking about the team and what's best for the team, for the discipline portion of it, we all have to be uniform. We all have to wear the same thing and act the same way. Cause I've seen the people's helmet get ripped off
the
and
helmet
rip their
on.
ear.
How often does that happen? That's
I don't-
outlier again.
I
That's a
don't know.
very
I've
rare
seen
thing.
it happen at least twice in my whole career.
Right.
At
They
least
probably-
twice.
they probably-
That's not- you're right.
Yeah, they had hoops
That's
in,
not
that's
why
why.
he's doing it. It's
Right.
doing
They
it
had
all
hoops in.
because of discipline.
It's too much control. It's too
Well,
much.
he's
Still used to
okay,
wear
but
hoops.
when you're the head coach, do you not want control of your team?
But he was the same guy.
I
who
just asked
came
a
out
question
with
though.
I get it. As a head coach,
But are you gonna
have-
answer it, though?
I'm trying to answer. You ain't let me finish.
It's just a yes or
As
no
the
question.
Head coach, he has that right to do it.
Okay.
But him being the head coach specifically, he's the guy who came in with all the changes.
ain't got
He's
nothing to do with
it has
nothing.
everything
Talking
to do
about
with
must
it.
be the money.
He did
Yeah.
everything against the grain. He did everything that nobody else was doing.
Yeah.
If somebody did that to him, he wouldn't have liked it. So
Okay,
why
but
are you
they're
now
not
doing that
him.
to them?
People
They're
would
not
Maybe he
him.
wanted
It's
it
like-
done to him and it never happened.
But was he
You
doing
ever
that
been
as a
through
head
that?
No,
coach or
it's
as
a
a
choice.
player?
No,
It's like LeBron
If you want,
conversation, that's a choice.
if you really want to get into the psychology of it,
wait till the
there was
sun
no harder worker on.
Exactly.
There was no harder worker.
And Travis.
There was no harder worker on the team than Deion Sanders. I can guarantee that. What he's saying is, you young kids coming in here expecting all this, being privileged. You're not going to come here and act any way. You're going to act accordingly to what I want you to act like, and this is the only way to get it out of you, because none of you guys are talented as Deion Sanders. So this is the route you have to go.
What do you got to do with earrings?
Everything.
All right.
Because you want to know what else?
Can you
No,
go
go
back
ahead.
to uniformity
Socks.
discipline, Hatch?
Right? Socks have to be a certain. How many times you get fined for your socks?
Twice.
Right? I got fined every game.
I hated
Right?
it.
5 racks every game for not.
Unruly.
So
5 racks every game.
every time your sock.
'cause you was
it's
balling.
called-
How
it's
many
called-
times?
It's called every
You
game.
didn't learn the second time?
It's called.
Hey, Matthew was
Was
balling.
He got
an
that money.
idiot, right?
Ball. If I
Hatch
don't
had
see
that
the
money.
money, I don't know
That's
what's
why.
taken
That's
away.
why I don't have any money. That's why I don't have a Rolls Royce.
Because you spent
But,
it on
and
socks.
again, now being older, I would want a more
No, $5,000.
disciplined player.
I ain't giving them.
Right? I want a
was
more
5K.
disciplined player. I want somebody to
16
be part of the
weeks.
team. I don't want individuals.
Yeah, he tripping.
I
You
don't
see
think
what I'm
that
saying?
I don't think that's an individual thing, though.
All right,
is
let
an
me say
individual
one
thing.
point to help us introduce this layer. I think Deion Sanders he's a Christian. He's old school in his mentality, even though it's some like real relevant new school ways.
Yeah.
He's still an old school principle guy. You could tell it.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. Remember when we used to read about sacrifices? And I know I used to read about the pagans and sacrifices. I was like, I ain't got to kill nothing to show I love you, God. Just know I love you, God, because you know me, right? And you're in me, right? But I used to sit there and read through that. I was like, it's a lot. So here's the thing I think with Deion. Deion has come to the realization, like, for you to want something and need something, I got to take something you want. And I know y'all want to look fresh. And I know you want to wear that. And I know you want to be that. But I'm going to take it from you. That's your sacrifice.
Yes.
In a world where we don't have a lot of sacrifices if
Yes.
you're a player.
Yes.
Be real. Like you walk on campus, people know your name.
Yes.
Girls want to chase you. And you getting paid before you even ball.
Yes.
So he's like, I got to take a chunk of flesh from you so I
Yes.
can know you sacrificing for this.
Yes.
And he gonna take something that don't make, to me, it's senseless. Whether I have this in or not, I gonna get 10 sacks or I'm not. Like I may mess up my ear, but that's my ear, not yours. Like, miss me, coach,
But he did
but
with the
I like the sacrifice element.
He did it with the sandals too. Like you can't wear slides.
Slides, right.
He
Yes.
did that too. But
Casual.
you know, I understand what you're saying now. I look at it like that because he might be like, hey,
Okay.
it's a respect. Hold on, let me finish, Matthew. Okay, okay, Matthew.
You can't ski every slope.
On
You
camera.
can't
All right.
ski every
On
All
slope.
right,
camera.
Matthew. All right.
On camera.
All right, Matthew.
Hey, Hatchet got
Matthew
an interrupted
Hatchet.
problem.
Matthew Hatchet.
Put it on me.
No,
Matthew
you got a
Hatchet.
talking over problem. He got an interrupted problem.
Matthew Hatchet. But no, I was trying to say too.
Tomato.
Go ahead.
But I'm trying to say too, Deion, after hearing what you're saying too, Deion might be doing it as a respect factor too. Like, hey, if y'all gonna do that, that's gonna show the respect that you're gonna have for me
Yes.
and for all these other coaches. Because majority of the time, half of y'all were coming in sandals. It's gonna take you a second to go in there and take your sandals off, put tennis shoes on.
But
If
why
you do
can't I
in
come
with that-
earlier, coach, in my sandals and put them on? Like, look,
You got
sometimes
no respect factor.
Because
No
it's
respect
all
factor.
connected. It's the hat backwards. He's teaching you not to come in this. It's the same thing. You can't wear your
Is this
hat.
1766?
Hey, it's part of it. You cannot come in.
I learned this from having a 9-year-old son.
Yeah.
My son is the most rule stickler, obedient kid in the right. Like, look, if he around his boys, he gonna act up. But if he around an adult, he know, boy, if I find out you
Yeah.
disrespect, this kid slides. This kid ain't looking you in the eyes. This generation has been recoded to, like, I used to say, yes, ma'am, no, sir, yes, sir. And my kids go to school where they said, do not call me Mr. or Mrs.
Facts, yeah.
Call me Tim. Call me Tina. Because I want you to have power even when around authority.
Yes.
And I love that.
Love it.
But we can't go to the point where it's like we using all these symbols to tell you who I am. Because if that's the case, Hatch, I wore Dickies. I wore Cortezes. I wore silk shirts. I wore herringbone. And I wasn't no Crip.
Right.
But it all looked Crippish. I had a Regal. I had a Monte Carlo. And I had a 6 tray. And I wasn't banging. Like, so why are we using the symbols to tell us who you are when it's just a
Because
symbol?
I need you to be one of us. When you step again, this is not walking around.
Why we can't all wear slides?
This is not walking around campus. This is just when you're coming into the meeting room and on the practice field.
Didn't he
I'm
say
not
on campus
taking your,
too?
huh?
I thought he said he doesn't want to see them in slides at
Anywhere.
all.
Yeah, Deion be like,
Well, and again,
At all. On
and
campus,
again,
there's no
and
slides.
The
He
no
hoodies.
slide.
He doesn't even want them wearing like the hoodie stuff on campus.
No, you can wear your
Team
hoodies
gear.
on-
He said he didn't want to
When
see
you're
them
in
wearing
team gear, you can't look a certain way because you're part of the team.
He don't
That's
want
what
them
he's
wearing
saying.
team
And
gear on like in certain
the problem-
elements.
Because in college, that's
well,
all
we
I
can
wore.
okay, but we can
Most
say
college
we can.
athletes, that's all
I
they
ain't
wear.
have a.
dog, the less I wore, the better I felt.
Yeah,
Right,
Dog,
wear 2 things.
you're,
sweats and jeans.
I
yeah,
wore every
'cause you
sweatsuit
are
they gave
so
me. I had
committed.
that.
You go
I
ahead.
wore it. I rotate. Sometimes I wear the same thing.
Dog, I would wear 2 outfits all week.
Yes.
Monday, Tuesday,
Yes.
Wednesday,
And when it
Thursday,
got cold,
Friday.
whatever was the
I am
warmest
committed
outfit.
to nothing.
You want to know
team
why?
sweats,
You want
yeah.
to know
In
why?
Utah when it got
Because you
cold?
didn't have any money in
Exactly.
college. Now all
No,
these
it's
kids
just-
got.
no,
Anyway,
no,
that's
I ain't
not
had
the
no
rule.
money.
You can do that.
Hey, I ain't had
I've
no
seen
money.
the kids on campus wearing hoodies, so that's not a thing. But the overall message of what he's trying to get across, right? No backwards hats, because when you walk into a meeting, he wants you to treat it like an interview. If you can't go to an interview for a job,
So we should wear suits.
Right.
Not, and again, it's
Well,
a,
we're
hold
not.
on.
So
okay,
why we gotta
So
go
why,
so
so why you
hold
can
on,
wear
hold on,
chains?
hold on.
Why can you wear chains though?
I don't not
ain't
on
foolproof.
camp, not during
He
the
ain't thinking all the way.
That's what I'm
and
saying.
again, I don't think not in the meeting room. I'm sorry, not on not during practice.
To wear earrings
right?
and go 11-0.
So let me
That's what
ask
we
you
need.
this.
All right.
Let me ask
So
you
we can
this.
stop playing.
Your team colors for the kids right now.
Blue and white for
Blue and white?
and
For football.
and purple and gold for basketball.
Okay, blue and white. So you guys are
What
okay.
up, cuz?
You blue and white, cuz?
Little Crips.
So you guys are okay with saying this kid can come in yellow, red, orange. Hold on.
yes.
Hold on. Okay, hold on.
Now, to the game?
To the play in the game.
No, not play. Don't do that.
That's
man.
different.
Oh, so now
'Cause
it's
it's
different.
uniforms.
I'm
That's different.
asking you guys, where do
go
you
from
draw
walking
the
around
line?
campus
That's what I'm
to freaking
You're
the
not
game.
listening.
We
You're
are.
not
You're
listening.
not saying it right.
I'm saying
You're taking it
where
to
where
you're taking
is
it over
what if-
there.
what if
That's
you
a
guys
bad
aren't
example.
listening?
Wait.
taking it over.
What if your star
Hold on,
player?
hold on.
Wait. Let me get one.
do this.
Let me get
No,
one. Let me get
Let
one.
me set you right.
Okay.
This is Kaepernick when they said he wore the Dolphins hat and it was backwards and all that. Remember that? People forgot. Okay, anyway, never mind. Kaepernick did this. He wore like the other team hat and people were like, what are you doing wearing another team hat? Yeah. I would have been like, fool, I am a Broncos fan who played for the Bills. That's who I was.
Yes.
And you could be a San Francisco player
You'll say that
and a
now,
Dolphins fan.
but you're not going to
Only with
do
my
that
LA
as a
Raiders.
rookie in the NFL, bro. If Bruce Smith would have said, take that shit off, you would have took it off.
No, I would have said, Bruce, I'm so sorry. I love you so much. You're the
Now I'm going to take it off.
I would have gave him a lot more love than that.
But
Like
I'm
I
just
did.
saying,
But Hatch, what if you
All right,
have
go.
a superstar quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What if he walks in with
that
a
with more
big
conviction.
ass tattoo on his arm and nobody else on your team has a tattoo?
That's different.
How is
not.
that?
It's
How is that
literally the
different?
Hatch is a Hatch.
Okay,
use
how is
a
that
hoe.
different?
You guys are missing.
How is that different?
That's it.
what
I
if-
can tell
You guys-
you.
hold on.
He
I
like,
said that.
Oh, listen. So you guys are telling me. You're, hold on. Can, let me answer your question. Let me answer your question. Let me answer your question. You guys want to talk about. You guys want to talk about real things, right? I had a quarterback who. I had a quarterback who had tats when he was being recruited at USC. USC had never had a quarterback who had tats at the moment. They were all clean cut, right? So when something happened with this quarterback, do you think that he stayed going to USC or did he change his mind?
I don't even know what you're
I
talking
think he
about
said
right
change
now.
his mind.
He changed his mind because he didn't fit the culture of USC because he had a tat.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm saying. You don't have to fit the culture. Just go somewhere else. All I'm asking is, where do you draw the line? If he draws the line with jewelry, slides, and backwards hat, that's fine because this coach over here is going to draw the line somewhere else anyway.
Hats.
Nobody is coming in saying I can wear whatever colors I want to wear when I want to wear them because you guys don't even let your kids do that at 9 years old. So what's the difference with the slides and the hat?
Can we all give respect to the line that is so appropriate right now? I don't want my son learning to pull no drive-bys. Dog, he got a point. Like, if it's look, I got some weird rules too. Like, if my kids don't shake hands, I don't give a damn if you threw for 500 yards.
Yes.
I guarantee your ass ain't playing no more.
Thank you.
You little sorry sport.
Yes.
I hate that. I hate when they ain't committed to doing it right. And to your point, Deion's right is not our right, but it's right for Deion.
My only thing is I respect Deion doing it because he's the head coach and he has that choice, but it seems personal. So he only implemented what he personally doesn't like in his own world. Because if you're going to say no jewelry, I won't debate that. But it's got to be across the board. But Deion likes wearing chains. So he didn't make the rule where you couldn't wear chains. It's just you can't wear earrings because he doesn't like earrings.
And his son has got a
And his
That part.
son, they all walk
chain
around with
on,
the biggest chain.
and
That
hanging on
part.
his neck.
Travis Hunter
Hey,
has a big
But because
diamond
Deion
chain
likes
on.
chains,
Coach Hatch.
it's okay.
Coach Hatch.
So we
Can I
can't.
answer?
I'm not cool with that. Like
Nobody cares you ain't cool with that.
Right, but that's
They
the
don't-
conversation.
That's my whole.
But
that's
that's
not the conversation.
But the conversation
because you don't
is,
have to.
What
agree.
do you feel about it?
No, the
So
conversation.
That's how I feel about it.
The conversation is where do you draw the line? If he drew it with
Yeah.
earrings
But
and
that's what
not
I'm-
necklaces pieces, then that's okay.
No,
Hatch.
it's not okay.
No,
It's
Hatch.
not okay. It's
Hatch,
not
do not
okay.
try to win arguments without speaking the truth.
That's what
On your
exactly what you
team,
said. On
if-
my team, it's no jury.
Right.
Period.
And I would understand.
so
that.
understand or disagree with
I understand.
no earrings,
You
but
can-
yeah,
just only the
jury.
jewelry that
So
I
I can
like.
wear an anklet. I can wear an
I don't-
anklet.
yeah, I don't
Jewelry
think
I
so.
like. you
I
can
can
wear.
wear a herringbone, an anklet.
Don't wear them earrings.
Yeah. I can wear a
grown man with-
shawl with a connect. Yeah,
Grown man wearing an anklet. Like, come on.
Come on, man. Look, first of all, why you so what is the word?
I don't know.
Marcel, it goes back to your point. It's symbolic. You guys are nitpicking right now versus it's the,
what
the
Deion is
symbolic
doing.
sacrifice. The earring is that symbolic sacrifice. It doesn't matter if it's a necklace or the whole
It's
thing.
just something.
It's
He
symbolic.
wants you to give up some flesh, dog.
Yes.
I'm saying
Eugene's
make it
right.
across
And
the
if you
board.
don't like
Say
it-
no jewelry. at
Hold
all.
on. Giving up flesh doesn't mean I want you to give up all your skin. Just a piece.
Just a
like, you ever
pinky.
go there and they be like this? Well, like in them frats or them old, like they be like, give me just a little
Pinky,
slice.
just give me a pinky.
Just
It
give me
ain't
a
the
little-
flesh. It's just
Yakuza.
Deion don't like earrings himself.
No,
He never wore earrings.
as you
So
always
that's all
say.
it is.
Hey, this is the king of mumbling this
Two
statement.
things can be true.
Two things can be true. He says that so often, and I hear it every time.
Hit, don't go holler.
Yeah,
That's your thing.
Yes, exactly. Two things can be true. Deion being a hypocrite. Like, let's
course
be
he
real.
is.
But he's been a hypocrite to his own devices that have been so successful. Who are we to call it hypocrisy?
Yes.
Because it works.
It works.
Like, it's two different paths traveled to get to the same result, which is hopefully you can be as great as you can be, because I was as great as I was, Deion Sanders. All right, let's get off of that, because I want to hear about y'all topic discussion on Drake.
Drizzy.
First of all, let's set this table straight.
He won.
Raise your hand if you still rock with Drake.
Drizzy.
And I'm from LA, I'm from Compton. I still rock with his music. His music come on, I ain't skipping through it.
hits.
He got
You
No,
don't
he
want.
got
Hold,
hits.
hold on.
Days.
Hold on. So we gotta. Did you see who raised their hand and who didn't raise their hand?
Richie didn't raise his hand.
This light skinned brother, same skin color as
Some
Drake.
of it was rhetorical, but I'm listening.
Well, I didn't raise my hand because I never stopped
Oh, okay.
listening to
Okay,
Drake.
all
I
right,
don't-
all right.
You know
Me
what I mean?
neither.
I
Me
didn't.
neither.
I didn't.
Okay.
I don't have
Respect.
Drake
Yeah.
hate. I don't
Right.
care about.
I was making sure,
Just-
dog.
So in
You
your
know what I
playlist, you still got Jeffrey Osborne, Lou Ross, and Drake. Shit ain't
Oh,
changed.
don't make me play some Lou Rawls that make you be like, oh, I get it.
do that for us.
I got some Lou. I got a Lou
Anybody?
Rawls.
You lost me here. You lost me. You
Rolls,
lost
they
me.
do that for me.
You lost me, OG. You lost me. OG.
But you got to pick
like
the right
it.
Now,
song.
if you want a Jeffrey
You got to pick the
Osborne,
right song.
Woo, woo, woo. You can get
That's
that
Luther.
You got to pick the right
That's
song.
Luther.
Yeah. All right. So he rented out a
Little
nightclub.
Luther.
He rented out a nightclub to gamble and listen to Sabrina Carpenter, who I can't lie, maybe I'm old or out of touch or both. Who is Sabrina Carpenter? All right.
You didn't do your research. You didn't do your research.
No. See, John knows.
yeah,
Who is
yeah,
Sabrina
John.
Carpenter?
You didn't do your research.
Yeah.
No, I did my
Espresso,
research and all that.
the-
I don't know who that is.
All the
She
the
won
pop
Artist of the
songs,
Year.
1027.
Yeah.
Espresso, all those like
Yes.
Disney Girl.
Singers one. Singers
Right.
one.
Singer.
Singers one. How is
No,
it?
I know.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
read.
you want
How's it
no,
go?
no.
Here's some. He wants to sing
Yeah, no,
Give me
no.
some, John.
No, she's but she's
No,
been
no,
in
yeah,
the
yeah,
news,
yeah.
too.
First
But
lady.
no, I ain't sing that.
I know who she is
5
after
feet
doing
tall.
research,
Yeah.
but I ain't know who in the hell Sabrina Carpenter is.
Yeah.
Ooh, my
There's
wife.
Sabrina. There's Sabrina Carpenter. Hi, Sabrina
Hi,
Carpenter.
Miss Wiley.
We got a special guest.
Come on,
We got a special guest.
All right, y'all can judge me right
We
now.
got a special guest.
No, baby, you never are camera ready. You're just beautiful as you are.
Ice Cube and Chris Tucker. Hi, Miss Wiley.
This is my wife. Oh God.
Sabrina.
Right on
Sabrina
time.
You know who
Carpenter.
Sabrina Carpenter is?
The singer. That's kind of all I know, though.
Okay, she's like me. We both dumb on it. But John knows. John knows.
There's a lot of
Is she like big as?
Yeah,
who?
she's big. She's selling out arenas. Yeah, she's
This is.
Never heard of her.
She's a big deal.
yeah.
She's won. What do you call it? She won Grammy Artist of the Year. She's got the biggest songs in the world right now.
Yeah, Macklemore won it too. Like, how'd that go?
And where is he now?
She's got 45 million followers.
Yeah,
on
yeah,
IG.
she's
40.
big.
Oh,
Yeah,
God dang.
At the end of the day, Drake was just doing a big flex.
The fact Drake
Okay,
is
yeah.
listening to
Flex,
Sabrina
basically.
Carpenter is a
He
whole
doing a big
different thing.
flex.
Like, because
Right.
you wouldn't think
He's
that.
trying to
but
get a fan.
Yeah, but
base.
see,
Is
that's
she,
where
is she
there you
Taylor
go.
Swift? Is this Taylor Swift?
On our way.
No, Sabrina Carpenter.
She's
Madonna
next generation.
handed off her thing to Sabrina Carpenter.
Madonna did.
I mean, that's the.
She
that's
is sort
the
of a
whole
new
thing.
era
Madonna
Madonna.
gone
Her
for
style is very
Okay.
Madonna-like.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Like sexual, provocative?
Yeah, sexual, provocative, wearing lingerie. in
Oh, that's why
performances.
he was in a nightclub and he turned it into like his own world. He was watching videos. He was gambling. He was drinking.
flexing.
He was flexing. What do we think? Should we be worried about Drex or we?
Drake's
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 I'm
flex.
nervous. My wife's free.
I
All my stories are lies. No. Are we worried about this dude doing this?
No,
Or are we
no.
like
He's
wild
got-
about
No, hold on,
this?
Hatch. Before you say no, I want to take a serious note on this one. I saw a guy sitting by himself, taking a shot, going straight to his laptop, gambling. He needs his buddies. Drake's homies, where are you? Go check on this guy. That's not
So
okay.
you're saying it's a gambling
wow.
addiction?
Well, it's a dopamine issue. He's got so many problems right now that he's trying to gamble for that dopamine hit. He's taking that shot for the dopamine hit. Sitting there all by himself with no one around him. His buddies need to check on him
In the
before
whole
we see
club,
headlines.
huh?
It's therapy.
And the whole
Right?
Can I say one thing, Gene? That was amazing. However, can I go get a hidden camera to the Eugene Kang household
UGK.
at 7? No, let's make it 9,
put his address.
11
No
p.m.
address. Oh, okay.
The kids are down, and Zach is asleep. Nate Dogg sleep. And you in your little chill room, game
Taking a
room,
shot,
taking a
gambling.
shot,
You know,
watching
yeah.
the Lakers lose.
7-0, baby. 7-0.
I know y'all.
So
will.
I'll say that because
But hold on, do you not get your own flex solo creep at times, and you don't need therapy?
I do, but the reason why I'm saying that is COVID was a different beast. I didn't rent out a club, but I went down that road, right? I got my shot. I'm gambling, and I remember hitting a bottom, a rock bottom. That dopamine hit was nice, but you wake up next day thinking, well, what am I doing here? What am I doing here? But my buddies checked in on me. My buddies got me out of there. My buddies came. We went out. We hung out.
We
I
had
needed
Korean-
my
we had
buddies.
that
I needed
Korean
my
barbecue.
homies.
So
I'm
this
kinda
is
seeing that.
again.
barbecue.
I'm not a gambler, right? So you're saying from gambler to gambler, this looks like he's addicted to gambling because I didn't get that from this whole.
He's
thing.
been gambling for years now, right?
Yeah, what is the gambling part?
I'm still confused. So Drake's addicted to gambling all of a sudden? Why? And
Not
how-
all of a
he
sudden.
gambles
He's
a
been
lot.
gambling
He
for years.
He gambles a lot.
He got a gambling problem.
He's got a gambling problem,
He's
but
been
he
putting
usually-
$1 million or $500,000 on
But when you
games
got
What-
all the
500
time.
I
of
have
them,
two
it don't
questions. What does this
matter.
have to do with Sabrina Carpenter, or was that different?
They're in the same room.
No.
Okay,
He's just
but let me
blasting her
let me
music.
explain why.
to it.
Drake rented out
A giant club.
a club,
Okay.
so he could gamble and,
And
listen to Sabrina Carpenter.
Hey, well, hold on. First of all,
By
before we
himself.
get into this,
By himself.
welcome to my marriage. She don't know what the hell she's talking about, but she got an opinion. She got a big opinion.
He's in a beautiful club.
Let her cook. Let her cook.
Yeah, thank you.
You ain't got all the answers.
Yes, I do.
You ain't got no answers, Sway.
No, hey, are we done? Let me say, number one, you guys are missing a female's perspective, so here I am.
You gonna play that?
I talk about women and like they ain't here because they don't need to be here.
Wait,
Number one,
are
Drake
you a
is,
NARP or a pro?
Oh,
yeah,
are
get
you
your
kidding me?
mic.
I was
Hold on.
Is she over to get the mic?
I'm in the middle because I was a collegiate basketball player.
Richie's a pro tennis player. He's over here.
First of all, ain't no middle here.
You got New York Park All American right
You
here.
gotta go over there. You gotta go over there. No.
Come on, I got you.
No. You don't qualify. Get your sorry ass over there. Hey,
now you're on
get
the
your
good side.
non-balling
Someone
ass
get this
over
mic.
there.
You're on the good side.
Marcellus,
Okay,
the
so
only
number one-
so you ever said to her was sorry.
Thank you. Thank you. I
say
appreciate
so.
All right,
that.
let's hear this.
Okay,
say
so
so.
number one,
Hold on.
that's fine. He's
This is my
listening to
wife. Y'all respect my wife.
They are. You're not.
Oh, I know.
Hilarious.
Okay.
Touche.
So of course,
that.
Drake, of course, he's listening to Sabrina Carpenter. We just heard how popular she is, so I don't know why that is a problem.
Okay.
This is a very big artist listening to another mega artist who he obviously appreciates and respects her craft.
Baby,
Next.
the context. Let me give it to you full.
Yes.
He rented out a club.
Yes.
Big.
Okay,
club.
listen, a big club.
Yes.
Only person in there was him.
Great. You
Th-
know,
th- th- th-
you know-
I'm not done.
Okay.
He was gambling and drinking
Great.
and listening to her.
Great.
we're asking, is that a flex? Is that a whoa, I'm worried about you? Or wow, that's dope?
No,
and make sure you spit into this mic.
That is a flex, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm
I'll
going to
see
tell
you
you why.
tonight, baby.
Number one, he did that because, like Eugene said, he wants that dopamine hit, right? Gambling is obviously his vice. When you are that kind of mega star, there are very few things that get you excited. You guys
very
know
few
that.
people you can
Very
connect
true.
with.
There are
Very
very
true.
few things that you can do that give you that excitement. So for him, that gives him that level of excitement. So kudos to him for doing that. Okay, he's whatever. Number two, he doesn't want to be around people all the time.
I feel you
You're
there.
Drake.
That part.
Everywhere you go, you are inundated by people.
Even
you,
security.
You can't
You're
go
right.
and
That's
hang
true.
out in Gen Pop. So
Yeah.
if you sometimes you don't even want to be around your boys because
Facts.
half the time your boys are just yes people. So he's like, yo, you go back to the 6. I'm gonna do my thing and just hang out by myself for a minute. He wants
Baby, Canadian
solitude.
is a motherfucker. She said the 6.
Six.
Okay, baby.
Drake just
We do
wants
pass-
some
we do-
solitude,
look,
and he wants
we
his
do share the
dopamine hit.
mic here, though.
Shout out to Eugene.
Okay, let me give you this. All right.
Look,
He might be trying to
Here's
set
the
up-
here all
other
day.
reason why I
Too much,
worry,
yeah.
though. Here's the
might
other
be
reason
trying
why I
to
worry.
collab with
It's
Sabrina.
all the background noise. He's going through a lawsuit. He's going through
They're always
allegations.
going through lawsuits. Always.
But is this his way of ignoring all those problems?
He's not
though?
ignoring him. His lawyers are doing. He's got enough money.
That's true. I'll give
he
you that.
can
I'll
go
give you
do anything
He
he wants.
is
And
not-
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
And
That-
also,
to me, it's just a flex. At the
Yes.
end of the
And he
day,
might be
I
trying
was
to
at
set
the,
up a,
I'm looking at him as a normal human being, not a multi.
he's on a different planet.
That's what
Number
I was-
one,
Sabrina gonna be calling for a feature now.
that's what I was just
Facts.
gonna
He's already
say.
working on it.
We're
He's already
looking
working
at
on
that
a
like
feature with her, I
we're
guarantee it.
looking at it like regular people. Like, oh, he's got lawsuits. He's going through it. Oh, poor Drake. Drake is
ain't-
like, I'm Drake.
I
Like,
got
have
500
all
million
the money
in the bank.
the
I can go
world. I
gamble
got-
50 million and
Yes,
not worry
I got
about
all
it.
the
I always
mansions
go
in the
back
world.
to the
I'm
human
not
being
worried
element.
like you
I
are.
always go back to he's a human being.
Well, you
He's
know
a
what,
human
G?
being that
Like,
doesn't
we've
have the
already
same
seen-
problems as us. We don't have his problems.
Baby, you got
and he doesn't
baby.
have our problems.
You on this show. We don't talk like. I love my. This is my life. This motherfucking like, shit. We heard that shit already. You let her keep going. She keep talking. I'm like, God dang! Every time you go play that song, I love you. All right. Here's the thing. Stupid. I told you,
Everybody-
my best homie is my wife.
Everybody
Now-
quiet too. We letting her cook.
Yeah, let her cook.
Nobody want no smoke.
I gotta be like, shut that shit.
You got it.
Hey, because all she got to do is be like, everybody get out.
That's the quietest you ever been. That's the quietest you ever been. Look,
Here's the
with
thing.
no
shut up too.
Here's the thing about Drake that I will agree with her. She's right. I was just talking to this with our nanny. I was talking. She was like, "You're the first person I work with that actually plays music all the time." And I was like, "Oh." I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Most people don't even want to play music." And I was like, "Because they want quiet." I said, "My wife loves quiet because they're tired of talking to
hate
people."
quiet.
They're and I said exactly that. I said they're overstimulated, so they want it shut down, and they don't even want to talk to you. So anyway, they're bringing this home and to pass it around. Pass it around, baby. Is the thing is, Drake is like, look, this is a world of 8 billion people, and then what I do, there's only one person y'all can even say is doing it like me, if not better, and that's Kendrick. The rest of y'all shut up. And I've been saying that in so many ways. You know how when you dating, they give hints. They never say, I'm just going to ghost you. They either give hints and you don't catch them or they ghost you, right? Drake is finally said, let me show you a moment of ghosting y'all. Because I'm tired of y'all keep talking about what we need to do and what we should do and what we could. He's just like, my element is this. And this is what's going to get me to the next level. So I respect his flex because I've never been in a position where I would even think about renting out a nightclub because I don't even want to pay that cost. Stop it. I mean, I could have paid the tab, but it wouldn't have been worth the flex because I'm in the club for a reason, and it ain't for it to be empty.
But honestly, do we think that he was there by himself? That's just who we saw on the camera. Ooh. You know what I'm saying?
It's
The
for
people-
the attention.
Like, it's a big ass club.
Well, it's not for the
Also, we saw on the camera.
Don't you guys understand what he does, right? He produces music. He wants to hear music on a club speaker.
ain't
Like
that
that's
deep.
part.
Going
I
out
guarantee
overthinking.
this has
Overthought that.
something to do with him doing some music with Sabrina over the next year. I guarantee.
Hatchet don't know music.
Calculated. He
I
just wanted
guarantee
the
it.
attention.
But wait a minute. If it,
He does everything for attention. That's
if it
nothing.
were,
Get away from them NARPS.
Yeah, hold on. No, I saw his knee touch my wife's knee twice. Like, nigga,
Who's
fuck
knee?
wrong with you, boy? Hey,
whose knee?
hey, anybody else that jealous? I'll be like,
Who's
No,
knee?
I'll be
only
watching-
you.
hey, I'll
Only
be out
you.
with- you not?
Only you. Only you.
Oh, okay.
Only you.
I'll
Same
be
way.
out with my wife.
I'm
yeah,
same way. I'm same way.
Okay.
Well, you,
So wait a minute.
well,
if
wife maybe. Now that you say that, if I was my wife, I'm like, nigga, don't put your. Hey, look.
Hey, hey, can I stop being?
Hey, so do that again. Hey, do that again.
Can I stop being Can I stop being a damn demonstration?
No, you in the
Shit, everybody touching my knee and shit.
You in the middle.
all right, I have a question. If it was authentic and it was to get some peace and to have your downtime and alone,
He wouldn't have video shown
why
it.
did we see
Why
it?
you post
You don't
it?
record
Why
it.
do we
You
see
don't
it?
record it, you don't post it.
His
so it's
whole
another
life
antic.
is
You're
an
right.
Attention grab. I
It's
said
all
that
for
from the
attention.
jump.
Right,
It's all
so
for attention. I don't think
Everything he does is for attention. So what?
Him and LeBron. That's why they both friends.
They allowed to be, right? And they're not friends anymore,
Not
by
no
the
more.
way.
But that
yeah,
was their
you know what I'm
common
saying?
ground.
I
Like,
just don't think it's a flex he thinks it is.
It's never a flex.
I don't think it's a flex. I just think it's his lifestyle. It's like, so what? It's what I do. If y'all want to put it on social media and talk about it like we are today, then that's on y'all.
I mean, I feel like he always needs something to talk about. He
Right.
just wants his
But
name
every
out there.
every artist is like that.
No, there's some that try to stay away from it. Kendrick is an example of that.
No,
Kendrick tries
no.
to stay out of the limelight.
No, he doesn't. He just did the
course.
Super Bowl. That's not staying out the limelight. You could say
I mean,
no.
yeah,
man.
but on a
any
two-
artist would do the Super Bowl. But
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
But
Every
outside
artist
of
is
the
trying
Super
to-
Bowl, he's never on social. You don't never see him doing these type of antics.
Not on a
He
random
always-
Tuesday.
does.
Right. He always like stays out the limelight. That's what
His
that's
life
literally what
is
he's
not
known
out
for.
the limelight. You can't. No.
I mean, he's a public figure. So
No,
there's a
that you
difference
can't-
between you choosing to be in the limelight and people just talking about you. He usually stays out of it, doesn't get involved in nothing. If they're talking about him, he can't control that. That's two different.
Well, hold on.
sides of the
Drake
coin.
is the same dude who went to Dodger Stadium on a date with the big booty mama, and then
With
how did we
Amari
find
Bailey's
out?
mama.
Like they be leaking.
Amari Bailey's
Like
mama.
I know TMZ cast, and they literally I got their number, they got my number. They're like, Wiley, if you ever want something out there and don't want it
Yeah,
out
call
there from
me.
you,
Call me
hit
first.
me,
Let
hit
me
your
know.
boy.
I got somebody.
Yeah, everybody
Well,
got
they
that.
would hit
Marcellus,
me up
that's
before
exactly
stuff
what I
even
That's
thought
what it
about
was, right.
the Dodger Stadium thing with Amari Bailey's mama.
Yeah, he doing the
Yes,
most.
The Kardashians did it for not every, but a lot of people in Cali.
They do that.
That's what
their
they
thing.
do.
That's what they do. They
Right,
hit
but,
their people.
but then you can't turn around and say he wanted a moment of peace.
Nah, he didn't want a moment of peace.
No.
Nah.
Those are two
say
totally
that.
different things.
No, she
Hatch,
said that.
stop.
Did I say he wanted a moment of
Yes, you
peace?
did, Hatch. We heard it.
He produces
He's
music.
just doing
He
what
produces
he does.
music. He could.
He's
gotta hear
hear
the
his
songs.
No,
Music.
I said he could want to listen to the music on the speakers.
And
of
he
the
could. No,
can
first
do
of
that
all,
in
you
the
didn't
car.
say could. You said he is.
He is?
And now he turned it to could.
He got them same speakers at his
You're
house.
right. Okay.
All right,
I agree with that.
Okay, hey, everyone say, do y'all want to end on positive or do you want to end on somber energy?
Positive.
Well,
Okay, all
how
right.
about positive somber?
We can't.
No.
Let's
I've
because I
learned
know
that
the,
you are the most difficult answer of a
well, I
question
know the
ever.
topic, so I want to
Okay.
celebrate your mama.
Yeah, but she
And
ain't-
everybody
look,
else.
My
Just
mama
say
been dead 20 years in a week. We could do it next time. I want to keep the energy going. Love you, mama. But my mama ain't dead. She just, I use it like this. I'm gonna see you soon, mama, but not too soon because I love my kids too and my family life right now. But I act like she not dead, and that's how I get over it. I act like she just, because I went to school, and you know, you don't see your mama for 3 months, 6 months because of school or balling and whatever it may be. So I'm acting like that right now. So we can have that topic, but y'all chose positive, so we're going to end on this one.
That's the way to end it right there. But go ahead.
Oh, that's it? Oh, you always want to button up a show. This
I'm just saying. That was
He know how to button up
you,
a show.
You said that well.
That was well
You
spoken.
did. You did, brother.
Do y'all want to end right now? Or do y'all want to say this topic? How much time we got on the cameras?
I say end it.
This is the end of the episode of On the Rocks, episode 15.